Hello, Chattermans. Hello. Oh, me? Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm just playing, whoa, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Hey! Hey! Wow, already I'm unsubbing? Bro. Chat. I spent all my gold on my fucking weapon enchant healing power, and now I have 7 gold. I'm completely broke. It's over. I'm actually just straight up broke. I'm straight up broke. Check Crowny's stream. What happened?
Blaming you. I'm just saying the truth. Stop coping. Stop saying we'll get flash. Say the truth. Say Nautilus inted. Move on. Stop saying we'll get flash.
Did you even hear my sentence? I said if Nautilus got the auto.
No, even if Nautilus gets auto, we don't get flash. That's what I'm saying. It's just a shit play by Nautilus. No, we don't get sums. No, it's trash. It's just trash by Nautilus. It's a pointless discussion. The Nautilus inted. It's pointless. This play is dog shit. It will never work. They have
Why is he playing Samira?
Like she completely missed bubble. She could save it for you. They have barrier heal, they're under tower, it's a complete trash play. Just stop coping. There will be no sums gotten here. Zero. Look at the wave, it's trash. It's complete dog shit. Yes? Okay, so if instead of you choosing the Kiana, making her be topside at this timer, and ganking her top, what if you just normally do your camps to bot? Is it bad?
No, but this also works, because I'm stronger than Kiana.
What did you get from this?
I'm right now here, if I reset like I was planning to, I'm up 2 camps straight up. 3 even.
Wait, so because you reset 5 seconds later, you're not up 3 camps?
No. I am still up here camps.
Okay, but what happened here? Because when I checked a few minutes later, here you are completely even in farm and she has 2 kills. So what happened to you?
I mean, I don't remember really, but
you don't
yeah,
remember.
right here.
Okay,
he got a kill on the dive and he killed Jax because Jax is inting. Yeah.
Wait, what happened in this game? What is the fucking?
I look at the map.
You are completely even. No, you are completely even in camps. It was 34 to 34 CS. So where is your camp?
Do you see the map? Do you see the map right now? Do you see the map? I have 6 camps up. He has 2 camps up in the next 30 seconds. If I just full clear
he got inted by him 2 games in a row.
Okay. So okay, let's see what happens. Okay.
Yeah, I'm full clearing.
Full clearing, indeed. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're full clearing now, yeah?
Yeah, okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
And then we're like, yeah, maybe we'll make a play bot, and then no, they have vision.
So you said you will be up. You said you will be up 3 camps. You're currently up,
I'm up
1 camp.
Do you realize what level 1 crabs are?
But you said you're up 3 camps. You're up 1 camp.
He did say he was up 3 camps.
Listen. Do you know what level, like crabs? How much XP? Look at the XP difference between me and him. That's what I'm up.
20% XP.
Okay, sure. Isn't that a lead? I mean, he got a free kill top.
Fuck off.
He got a free kill top. Oh, he got a free kill top. Why are you mad? You know what actually should have happened? We should have invaded that Gromp. This Gromp he shouldn't get.
But you should be invading that. What do you mean? You should invade that. It's up to you.
Yeah, but like, yeah. Sure,
Crowny's fixing the ladder like right one step at a time. He's teaching League of Legends.
3v3.
But is all doing all of this better than just normally clearing to
Well,
bot?
what is all of this? What is all of this? I don't understand. What is all of this? Can you like elaborate here?
Your whole play that
He'll
you
be
did
like the
earlier
mad
gave
scientist
you
in 30
a
years, and he's like,
10% XP.
but if you just listen to me.
Yes, because
Because
Jax
top died.
inted.
No, because she
Kiana
loses
had
time.
nothing to do
No,
with
she had to cheese gank.
Kron
and
is so
lose
funny.
time on doing
He did
her
this in
camp,
our
so
reviews
she's
as well.
ahead in tempo.
She had-
No.
she had
No.
nothing to do. Well, I
No.
went off tempo. I just wasted my tempo on that play bot.
You
Like,
wasted 5 seconds. What do you mean?
no. Wanna go back and count it? It's more like 20. Legit.
20.
Yeah.
20 seconds.
My recall was
Okay, we
halfway
can
through,
check.
and then I
We can
cancel
check,
it,
we
and
can
then I
check,
walk
we
back.
Can you address the elephant in the room of LR?
Like, that's your
Yeah, a
own
lot of people are like
decision.
acting LR like, oh, you disbanded at the wrong time. I heard like inklings of this being a possibility, but we were shutting down after winter, not competing in it.
Okay, so you do a cheese play that
I didn't know what the specifics were. There was no specifics, but there was like, there could be a small chance that something like this could happen. And
Evading her waves.
I was like,
I am not.
winter and we're done.
But you
So
get
no.
nothing from it. 2 games in a row, and the last game,
literally
look
saw
what
We
you
won't
did.
come
Okay,
back for that,
okay,
you know.
sure.
I mean,
Now,
I already-
no,
I already
Or like Lost Ratones won't come back for that.
No, we're gonna skip this game and we're gonna
What
show
is
you
Get
did the
Ghetto
game
Ghetto
before,
Get?
and then
I've
we're
I've seen him
gonna
have this
explain
name for like
that.
a year and a half. What does this name
We're
mean?
gonna explain. Oh, you're completely right. But why? Like, do you see this game and you're like?
Oh,
I
it's
need to
Jujutsu
show
Kaisen,
you
really?
the game
No,
is
I
over.
haven't seen
No,
Jujutsu Kaisen.
I'm asking. You see-
Wait, is he pulling up another game?
But
Let me
wait,
speak, shut up.
but
Let me
wait,
speak.
you're not letting me finish my
This is
point.
good. This is good, bro. It's
This is
fucking
good.
glacial augment vehicle. Yeah, legit. If I just wait in the bush, I just entered, like, mechanically, but the play itself is good. Like, look, he here is not gonna smite the Raptors, right? Nobody smites Raptors. I shouldn't go for him. I should just wait.
What the
and then
fuck is
take
that
it for
Belveth
free,
doing?
and then I just entered. That's it.
But
And
I
then
just feel
Jax
like
entered.
I just feel like in League of Legends, if my jungler does this, like Drew Levin should like.
Why is
individually
Nemesis
perma-smite
playing
him.
Sejuani mid?
You should be permabanned for doing this. You completely ruined the game alone. You realize this. You realize
Yeah,
that
why
you
not?
ruined this game alone. You realize this.
But-
You solo
no,
lost
no.
this game, and you ruined Jax's
But
game too
answer-
because he tries to help you.
No, Jax ruined his game. If we're gonna use some logic, he shouldn't jump in and he should let me die.
How do I
Anyways,
request a layer swap? I forgot.
Listen. If I go back there before I auto queue him, if I just wait and I go on him,
Yes,
when
I
the
know.
smoke-
Did they win this game?
I know that it's a good cheese if you don't fuck up. I know, but I'm asking you: do you have to risk this instead
No.
of just perma playing with your Sejuani mid into bot and winning the game? Do you?
Bro, there's
have
too
to
many
do this?
people here. I need to
Have
farm
to,
these
but why
things.
not solo queue?
Yeah, but then what I'm saying is there should be a rule that if a jungler decides to do this and loses the flip, he should legitimately get banned because you ruined the game of 4 people alone, essentially, or free, not 4, free. Do you disagree
Yeah, I
with that?
take one out when I solo queue Jax. No, maybe yeah, we should
What?
like
Are you doing
have
Jax
like a
or what?
petition. No, we should. Yeah, I'm doing Jax. He's my friend, didn't he?
And 2 games in a row, you just you grief. Second game, he griefed again. Wait, so
But
your
if he's
duo is jumping in and
duo
griefing
with
this
Jax
game
and
like
his
that.
duo's dying to
Nice.
ganks.
Yeah.
You guys are a
Yeah.
power duo, bro. Like that's crazy. What I'm
Thank you.
seeing.
Thank you. I know. Anyways, yeah, maybe I was thinking like we
were thinking, yeah?
we should like raise the petition
You were thinking, yeah?
to Drew Levin. So
No,
he
but
can
you
implement
don't
this
agree. Like you don't agree that when you do this
I
play, you
think
fuck.
I think
Wait,
if
wait,
I
let me
just
finish,
play
please.
connect, I'm
Yeah.
solo winning the game.
Of
That's
course,
it.
but do you understand how shit it feels when your jungler takes the game completely into the hands of the fact if he plays like a human or not on level 1 Wave Camp? Do you know how disgusting that feels to play with?
Look,
You
my hands were
completely
cold.
spring
My
down
hands-
my. I
my
don't
hands
give a
were
shit
cold.
your excuses.
My hands were
Do you
cold.
understand how dog shit it feels when your jungler takes the game completely in his hands and tells his whole bot side to get fucked, and you duo with your little ignite top buddy that plays double blasting wand on Jax, no dusk and dawn. Do you understand how disgusting that feels to play with?
No, I don't play anything but jungle, but yeah.
But
I
okay,
wouldn't know how
if
to
your bot lane flipped the game level 1 and we got double kill level 1, would you feel bad if I flipped the game into Draven, gave him double kill level 1? Would you feel
Yeah,
bad?
low key, but
Low key or high key, bro. Low key or high key. Would you like hard frame your bot lane and say that bot lane is OP?
Like mid key. But listen. It's
Mid
at the end of the
key.
day, it's solo queue. You know it happens.
Mid-key.
No, that's my point. It shouldn't. Like you should legitimately get banned for losing this cheese.
That's why I'm
That's
saying-
literally what I
that's
believe
why
in.
I agree with you, man.
Because you're completely like instead of playing standard, you're
What is
making
IMGM saying?
everybody in the game.
I got $100 of vapes from
everything
Koreans and
decided
500
by
US.
you-
Bro,
you
shut
yourself
up,
if you,
IMGM.
misclick auto attack from push or not. You're completely making the game around you, and only jungle has that power in League of Legends. Because wants your role to be the most broken role in the game, right?
I disagree. If anyone wants to run it down level 1 and solo lose the game, they can do it.
No, I'm sorry, it's just not true. It's not the same. But laners don't play like only jungle. Like, I'm sorry, if you compare the amount of laners that level 1 fight to the death compared to junglers that cheese gank on Wraiths and red camps, I'm sorry. Let's agree that your junglers do it by far the most.
Maybe, but I mean, when my laner dies level 1, mid, top, bot, whatever.
Yeah, but do you
like,
agree that like dying in a lane level 1 doesn't?
I'm like,
but
whatever.
wait. But when your laner dies top level 1, the game is not as ruined as how when you die like this. Like you ruin the whole game like this.
Because he has a broken summoner spell TP while I play with Smite. You know.
Who has TP, bro? They have double ignite.
Well, not this game, but usually, you know.
So so what?
Basically, I mean, yeah, what's your point?
So it's harder for you to come back if you fuck up, so you will make the game more flip.
What? I didn't say that. Also,
you said he has a broken summoner spell, so it doesn't matter if he dies, but you don't.
Yeah, but in this case, he doesn't.
What are they even arguing about?
Yes, but it's harder for jungle to come back from getting cheesed, right? Because like you just get fucked.
Yeah. Like Loki here, Loki. Yeah, if I didn't, like, I have to flip back because listen, this is the thing. Like, he would have to do the same, and then he would lose. Like right now, there's more flip play I could have done.
I know how jungle works. I know that like you have to flip to get back after you're level 1. I also don't think you're like. I don't think you're that cooked if you play normally. Like can't you just play mid lane with your Sejuani having perma push? Like what did you do here?
I think this guy should be Crowny's future coach.
It's kind of true because if I'm useless, I'm useless.
Okay, so let's here you get. So let me see. You get red buff here, right? You get red buff. Wait, you get red buff and you're up 3 camps here on him, right? No, 2 camps. Sorry, 2 camps. Yeah. So you can just take your crab now and these wolves and you're good, or maybe not. Possibly. Maybe not this. And what do you do?
Yeah, that's very possible.
No. We're gonna see. Because you said your game was over, but it actually wasn't. You came back. So let's see what you do now. Because game looks fine to me.
Yeah, it's pretty fine. I missed my W, buddy.
And if it hits or Vego flashes it, you're not dead?
Yeah, Loki, I thought he had no flash.
Okay.
How many keys are there? Low key, mid key, high key, semi mid key?
I agree with you. Do you think I'm disagreeing? I entered this game.
Upper low key?
Yeah, I mean, just disgusting that jungle is allowed to do this without repercussions. Like you should.
Are you gonna
but the thing is, but I'm telling you, like, if I ever become a right dev, bro, like, I will make sure junglers are perma banned for doing this. You will get IP banned. I will IP ban your accounts for doing this. I will IP ban your accounts. You are completely sprinting the game because of jungle brain.
Need to relax, okay?
But I'm relaxed. I'm just saying what I will do.
For 20 minutes, I listened to you. Oh, you entered this, I entered that. But then the game, when you were 3-0 last game, and you ran it down, and you solo lost this game, you don't go over that.
I solo lost last game. Yes.
Really? I killed Aurelion Soul. I killed Aurelion Soul. It was fucking free, and then you ran into
when I died to Azir. Yeah, to Kiana.
Yeah, that's straight up rundown.
But that's one play. What about your duo dying to your jungler 10 times, so she's 15 kills, one-shotting everything? Is he not running down like a pig?
Okay, listen, his name is Caedrel, okay? That's what he does.
Okay, that's it. Okay, nice argument, man.
That's what he does. I don't know what to tell you. I do it with him every game. He dies 10 times, and then I either 1v9 or I don't. So in case.
But I have a question. After you take his Wraiths, right? After you take his Wraiths, right?
Yeah.
Can't you stay for his red, or is it bad? To at least make your Jax allowed to play the game 1v1?
Go back on thing.
I can't, like I closed. But ICBA like reopening. But can't you go back to his red so that the map is split at least?
I don't remember. Wait. Are we talking about first game or second game?
No, the Jax game. No, I mean not the Jax game. The second game. It was both Jax games. The second game where Kiana cheese ganked.
Crowny's just teaching people.
Yeah. Can't you map split?
It just takes him a while to get the point that he wants through.
Enemy jungler 5 times, so Kiana is 5-0 one-shotting everyone.
When we win Worlds one day, One of the junglers in the interview will say,
Low key, I wasn't focused.
I remember the day the Crownie called me on Discord. And we
After
had
you
a
take
30-minute
Raves, you're level
conversation
2
about
to 1,
raids.
right? You stepped out of Raves on Velvet.
Oh, level 1? Like, hypothetically, if I got the Raptors?
You did get the Raptors.
He taught me back in that solo queue
level
game.
2 to 1. Can't you stay? And
Oh,
match
yeah.
it?
I meant Europe.
Well,
We,
in
Europe.
my head, as you said, you know,
Guys,
I have
LR is
fucking
not coming
Kiana,
back. It's not happening.
Samira, Nautilus, and I also want to cover my bot side.
No, but then
It's
you're
not
top laner,
happening.
It has to be not,
There
it
is
has
no,
to not
like,
be a
beating
disgusting
around the
Inter
bush. I'm
dying to
sorry.
Kiana 4 times. If
Yeah,
you adore him.
kinda. I
I'm
wasn't
sorry.
VC with him. I did say, like, yo, Kiana's top side, by the way.
Sucks. No. Okay, good luck next, bro. I hate you, West. I hate you, West. I hate this server. I hate this server. He cooked you? Yeah, bro, he cooked me, yeah. Isn't it crazy? Like, how does jungle work? So he can completely grief level 1, then he's a level up somehow. And then he's a level up after completely trolling level 1, and then he griefs it again and makes the game completely unplayable. And that's Giga based, actually. Only jungle has this power, by the way. Only jungle has this, like, absolute power. Caedrel called you crying, really?
No, I didn't. What the fuck?
It's so crazy to me. Like, only jungle has this absolute support also. Support? What?
Why do people... This is the thing.
Support?
People are so annoying. They make up so much
But then
random
he's like-
shit about me.
How does support have the...
It's like when I
has the
saw
power to
the Reddit post
invade
about this
and
EWC thing, and someone was like,
completely
yeah,
flip the game
Caedrel
around
probably
you.
knew, he just didn't tell anyone.
Only
And
jungle
like none of the
has
players
support.
were told. I'm like, bro, what kind of fucking...
No, it's fine.
kind of
To
fucking
me,
people
it's
say
fine
this shit?
because I think that the try on Raves
It's
is fine.
ridiculous, man.
But then, when he invades again, steals red buff, and dies on Krugs, that should actually be bannable. Like, I'm sorry, bro. That should literally be a ban, by the way. That should be a 2-week ban by Drew. For sure, by the way. It has to be a ban. Because it's not allowed to...
It's like when
he's
people...
warping the game
Some
completely
random
around-
guy tweeted, yeah, I heard that Caedrel was trying to get Forsen to coach Lost Ratones. I'm like, bro, I've never spoken to him in my... And it got like 2k likes. I was like, what the... I've never even spoken to him in my life.
Why are you doing
Like, unironically, I've never spoken to him before, ever.
the usernames are not...
And then people around social media were like, yeah, we always knew Lost Ratones was just a content team. I mean, Forsen was close to coaching them. I was like, what?
I predicted that G2 will win the split and they 2-0 KC and they're gonna...
I've never spoken to him. Even to this day, I've never spoken to him.
Call me right. Guys,
Gear check,
imagine
chat.
we
I got
pick
this
up
trinket from Botanica.
as
Big W.
Ross Latons, Crowley support, Reckless AD carry. We run it back, V2. Caedrel top lane.
What? What is he saying now? Bro, I'm a dwarf priest. I'm a top laner. What are you on about?
I'm gonna play Ashe. I'm not a top laner, I'm a dwarf priest. We lost him to World of Warcraft, it's cooked.
It's
Actually, I'm playing Midnight too when it comes. I mean, I'm playing Retail, I'm gonna play Midnight.
Oh, you're flaming me for playing WoW and you're gonna play Midnight.
I'm thinking between Shaman, Warlock, Death Knight, and Hunter. I'm a survival hunter. I have a fucking shotgun, bro. But the hunter models are so disgusting in WoW. Like the way they move, it's so boosted. Like I don't like the animations. I'm playing a Worgen hunter. It looks like the worst thing alive. It looks so awful.
I saw him questing on his Worgen Hunter. It was disgusting, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't understand why they gave survival hunter grenades and shotguns. How is that a hunter? That's like an engineer. Why are you a Worgen?
Wait, chat, is
But
this... What
Worgens
cloak
are
is
cool.
better?
Why did
Nah,
everybody make fun
my
of
Red
me in
Riding
summer
cloak
for
is
playing
better,
a
right?
Worgen?
It's more
Is it
MP5
going
and
to
has
be
stamina
played
on,
by
so it's better for
fairies or something?
PvP. I think the extra healing is not worth it.
I swear my Nautilus is clean. I swear my Nautilus is clean. Going hunting with grenades? Worgen
What are
is
you
a
farming for,
no-risk
boss?
play by
Farming for
newbies.
moats
Why?
for gold.
Even the
I'm broke, man. I only have 7 gold. I need to farm these
if
things
you
so I can
play
sell them on the auction
Vulpera,
house.
you are the
I
weirdest
don't know how else to get
person
gold.
alive. There is nobody in the world that should be playing Vulpera. It's impossible. It's a fucking fox.
What's wrong with foxes? Ask people
Vulpera
for
Blood
gold.
Death Knight.
If anyone
What
wants
the
to give me
fuck is
gold,
that
I'll take it, but
fantasy,
I'm not
bro?
gonna sit in
You
store
became a
and begging.
murderous fox zombie or what?
Who's he calling?
Are you serious? I'm completely serious. Why would you play Vulpera, bro?
Put holy fire on your bar, you rat. Is holy fire good damage or what?
Yeah, okay. I'm not saying that it's good, like... I'm not saying that it's not good, what's the word? Yeah. EU League voice. I'm... Okay. What the fuck, League voice? Oh.
It's such a long cast time.
Hello? But do you agree or am I trolling? No, I mean, I know Belvets love doing it, right?
You're a
'Cause
fan
it's
of Race
Belvet,
World
but
First, bro? I love World First, yeah.
then, I mean, it has to go well. If it goes bad...
Bro,
then
these
the whole
things
game
don't
is
drop.
fucked,
They
bro.
don't drop. It's gonna take me forever to get fucking moats of life. Is this even the best moat to farm? Is there other moats that are better to farm? The problem is I need like 1k gold. No, I actually need like 2k gold. I need to get enchanting and I need to get all my gems. Fire is better. Shit, wait, where do I farm fire? Nagrand. But will there be... Is farming fires the best way to get gold? It's probably hundreds of people there. Fires are crowded, but where is the fires? I guess I can layer some a bit, but I guess everyone's doing that. Where is the fires? Which area of Nagrand? Hellfire? Above Throne of Thunder. Am I blind? Top right. Oh, up here? Scheisse. Maybe I'll do that instead then. Maybe I'll do that instead. What is this? The problem is I owe 500 gold to people, and I still need 2k gold. Otherwise, I'm gonna be fucking useless. If you guess the exact score of the G2 vs Koi series, I'll give you 500 gold. Okay, deal. 3-1 G2. You should duel people for gold, but I'm a disc priest. Fuck, I don't have enough. I need a bit more gold. Yes! Yes, I can afford a repair. Scheisse. I should just fly from Shatrat. Just death roll for content? Bro, death roll is impossible to win. I always lose death rolls. But maybe because I lost so many death rolls. Is it true the LFL offered you a spot? Yeah. That was last year though. Is it true your barber's off-roll? Yes. I can do late night WoW streams. Yeah, I think tonight I'm going to do some arenas. I think tonight we'll do some arena WoW. I was playing arena last night. I went 19 to 17, which isn't that good, but like I think our MMR in 5v5 was quite high. So I need to get to 1900 in 5v5. 5v5 is such a shitfest, bro. Every fucking 5v5, if you're a WoW player, you'll understand what I'm going to say. Like 50% of the 5v5s was playing against 4 mages, all Pom Pyro, fucking blanket CS, 4 Pyroblasts in the face, insta-kill. There was literally no counterplay. There was nothing to do. 4 mages just fucking one-tapping my cheeks. It was ridiculous. What comp did you play? I was with Yamato. We were playing Priest Warrior, and we had Resto Shaman, Resto Druid. We'd play triple healer and a Warlock. Apparently that's a good combo. What I could do is I could start a duel with someone and say, if you win this duel, winner gets 100 gold. And then I could run to the edge of the duel as the duel's starting. And then I could fear them, get their trinket, mind control them, run them out of the duel area, and then call it a win. Shall I run the ads now and then after draft and stuff? Hold on, I just want to get this area that's good to farm stuff, and then I just want to make sure I'm in the right area. How's your PvP build? It's going pretty good. I have almost everything I need. What I need though is enchanting and jewel crafting. Or like enchanting and good jewels, and I need first aid, and I need to buy the PvP belt, which I have the honor for almost. I just need the mox. So if I get the PvP belt, and then I do Kara has a hand, and I get either the neck or the boots, I'm almost bissed up. I just need to get my 5v5 rating to 1900. I need 200 rating in 5v5, and then I'm completely biss on the server. Also need the offhand. The one would be nice, but it doesn't matter. But I think this item has completely carried me. The fact that I have this is GG. We're going to still be able to buy March and April. Yeah, we'll probably just leave the shop up for a while. How to get into WoW if you've never watched or played before? I would recommend starting on retail if you're going to start WoW. Wait, this area, right, is where the fires are? Switch to WoW category. We're dropping WoW in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, we're dropping WoW. We're going to LEC. You could start with Classic or TBC or whatever, but I feel like people's brains are not conditioned for Classic WoW if you've never played WoW before. Like, your ADHD is probably absolutely through the roof, and you will not be able to play the game for longer than 5 minutes. The brains just are not conditioned for it. Bro, these things are level 70. Fuck me, it's gonna take me forever to kill them. hope you'll heal raids with PvE gear, not PvP gear. Yeah, I will. How much do they drop? What is the drop rate on these? Trash or is it good? I should have gone fucking... Okay, they're not... I already got one. Do these things drop motes of earths? Fuck, I need to swap the shadow. The problem is if I swap the shadow, then I have to heal raids as disc. Is that human or not? Disc healing raids, is that bad? Chat, you're saying dual spec, but I need disc for arena. I need holy for raids, and I need shadow for farming. I need tri-spec, buddy. How many motes of earth do you need? I can send you some. I don't need any. I need them to sell. Wonder everyone says that. Everyone's like, you're a streamer, just ask for gold. But it feels so fucking weird to ask for gold. It feels so wrong. If anyone has gold, send it to Wonderware. How much does a primal mote, a primal fire sell for? Bro, where's my fucking invite? Yo, someone invite me. The fuck? This fucking freak is taking my shit. Scheisse. Any hordes around in Stormspreader Spike that want to just come and guard this area and just kill any alliance to try and take my shit? Okay, LEC starts in 20 seconds. We should probably piece it. These things, they drop air? Is air good? Yeah, if you want to mail gold to La Monk, you can. But... I mean, I'll fucking take it. If there's air on the ground. Lol. Lol. Just put the bottle, just grab the air and then put it in a bottle. Alright, it's AC time. I actually got quite a few.
That's gotta be one of the best LEC intros I've seen in years.
Hold up. Jackies. Actually, you're right. I could just put this on my second screen in the break and just kill some fucking things for motes. You're right. That can work.
Welcome everybody to the last day of the LEC versus in the studio, because next weekend we will be in Barcelona. Thank you.
I'll
so
just leave
much
it in
for
windowed mode.
clapping today. I know that yesterday, you know, we got
I clapped yesterday.
You did, but we made it.
It's like an
work. I'm very
AFK
happy.
brain AFK thing.
And I'm here with Dracos and Finn for the last day in the studio because we'll be
Dracos!
Barcelona, and we have G2 for example. It's a perfect
Yeah, chat, it's crazy that it's Monday, right?
It's Monday.
And LEC's on today in a BO5, and on Friday everyone's playing from Barcelona.
All 5
Woo!
Oh, I have waited so long.
I mean, it's so good, too, because yesterday we finally got like a third game in our best of threes, and game 3 was Rumble Cassante. So please, like, I'll get a game 4, game 5.
Rumble Cassante. That's one of my favorite matchups. I love the intricacies of the matchup. Like, wow, will Rumble get a 2 or a 300 gold lead? Is he going to go first strike to try and get extra gold on the tank? Think he'll get an early TP advantage to make sure he can impact the map? Or maybe the Cassante can get an all-in level 6 solo kill. That would really surprise me. That's why I love that matchup. It's got so many intricacies, and I want to make sure I want to see it in every single Fearless BO5. I want to see it in game 1 no matter what.
Is it close?
And I'll be really sad if they change that.
Because I think both of these teams are coming in with a lot of momentum. I think they've both ramped up kind of. Okay, Jake, I see your skeptical eyes, but let me tell you a story. Both of the teams are ramping up rapidly, and I feel like MKOI always steps up in the playoffs, and we know G2 is very clutch. So
yeah, and G2 never steps up in the playoffs.
G2's never stepped up. There was not maybe a recent final, maybe 4 months ago, where we probably said the same thing, and then G2 won 3-0.
I mean, that was in Spain. We're in Berlin right now.
Okay.
Where are we going?
Where are we right
We're
now?
going to Spain. I mean, I'm just saying, I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves here, but looking at this top 4,
is it
it's 3-0 G2 save,
Caedrel. There is an imposter, and it's GX. Like, look, I'm going to be honest with you. They beat Navi, and they beat Navi.
I think it's 3-1. I think Koi will get a game.
But Vitality, to me, was the 4th best team in our league. Casey beat them, dismantled them yesterday. So GX, they've got a lot to prove in Spain. If they come out swinging like they did in Madrid last year, I think that they could maybe have a mark, but they are the underdogs.
A mark?
And they are for sure the odd man out.
I mean, the good thing is they're playing against the French team in their home Spanish crowd arena, so the crowd will be on their side. And I think there's going to be a lot of energy going
You're right.
way.
I should wake up at like 5 AM and then start farming these fucking infernals.
We've seen why they win games, but we haven't really seen why they're great yet. And that's kind of the last step we're trying to reach.
They're a 5th place team. They kept the roster, and we found the missing piece. It's a favorable bracket draw. That's all they need to get in the top 4. Now, I would love for it to be something other than that, but for now,
there will be bots there.
All right, then it's G2 versus Movistar Koi, but G2, they had a bit of a dicey game versus KC as well, didn't they?
Maybe I should start charging guild members for being in the guild. One gold a day.
Let me tell you a little
Chills.
story here. Let me take you on a journey, because last week, or even last a few days ago even, G2 and Casey battled it out, and
it ain't much, but it's honest work.
It went to a base race
Red
situation, and I want to break down exactly what made it so close, because it looked like Casey had
Hold up, this guy, Shabit, just gave me 100 gold. Big shout out to Shabit. What the fuck? I appreciate that a lot.
Really good wall by Kehu and a great smite by Yai.
Mega.
But here they are pushing in the base. They have Elder. They have Soul. It should be an easy game, but luckily for G2, they had the only champion out of 172 champions in the game that could hold this, and that was Broken Blade.
Huge fan, love you, yo.
The Rumble.
Love you too, bro.
You see the base timers right now on Jarvan and Ryze is 22 and 23. So
it's
they really need to hold this way, but due to great equalizer
the base defense aware.
Broken Blade, he manages to hold
Not gonna lie, this game G2 threw pretty hard. GX perma throw games, Vitality perma throw games.
But
I feel like
his job. He got the wave, and now I would love to pause the frame here because
I feel like there's so many teams in the league that just
Jarvan is spawning, but it's still 3 men pushing into the base here. It is an Elder, it is a Soul. Let me reiterate,
I'll give you 100 gold if you bring back LR.
Fight to win. But Hansama has the absolute right idea here. He's like, if they hit me, they're not hitting my base. So he's just sending his face.
So we can talk about this because I'll actually go through it because it's a bit of news, right? So apparently EMEA Masters is going to be tied to EWC. And the way it will basically work is there'll be a few phases. Phase 1 will be EMEA Masters, where 36 teams will play in EMEA Masters, la 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 la. Then, once the EMEA Masters, the competition will begin on, there will be a champions. I think this is to do with EU Masters. So it's EU Masters, la 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 la, EU Masters finishes, right?
I would love one little base race.
After EU Masters finishes,
I hope the camera should get some of the support staff behind because Roman was being like, no, don't do this to me.
Spring split.
Don't do this to me that many times.
To be fair,
the second stage will introduce LEC teams into the system. EWC qualifier. The competition will feature 12 teams, 10 LEC teams, and 2 ERL teams. The tournament will be used as a seeded double elimination bracket with both BO3 and BO5 matches. Seeding will be partially based on the final LEC versus standings. The top 4 LEC teams will start in the upper bracket. The LEC teams ranked 5th and 10th, and the 2 ERL representatives will begin in the run-up bracket round 1. The event will be on 28th April to May 14th, 17th. The 3 teams from EMEA will then participate in the Esports World Cup. The 2 best teams in the EWC main qualifier Phase 2 and the champion of LEC Spring Split.
insane performance, right? And I
So
think we
3
may have
European
become
teams go to
desensitized
EWC now.
to it because
2
that
from a
map already got
qualifier,
mastered
which
class the
includes
day
2
after,
ERL
but
teams
this
who
was
finished top
insane.
20
I mean, I
Masters.
feel like Broken Blade just actually became
And,
recently, like, the fact that he's now shown that you cannot
The 10
play
LEC
tanks
teams.
against
I
him. He
presume
will
the
lock in
LEC
when
teams that
he will
compete, if
break
they
some
win the
records on
split,
your
I guess
face,
they
push
just
in the
do they just
history
drop
books
out
as
or
the
they keep
defeated
competing. I don't know.
And just make montages because he looked insane in that series against Kana.
And it sounds like something that would be more common in our league, but it really isn't. The ability to just blind pick a tank has almost
Chat,
always been
LR's
good.
not
Look
running
at
back.
the GX series yesterday. They slam Ornn. The counter rumble.
There was already stuff about this, like rumors and shit like this, going around that this would be a possibility, but
Broken Blade ascending to the level where he can pick a counter pick and say,
yeah,
I'm gonna
LEC
1v9,
Winter and
I'm
then
gonna
done.
make this game about me is great. We've seen it from Knock Knocko. We've seen it from Kana. For the first time, we're seeing Broken Blade do it against Kana, and it leaves me feeling like G2 now have a top side where they can really rely on that carry threat.
So you're saying it usually doesn't matter in Europe, even if you pick a winning matchup?
Are you kidding me? Absolutely not. Why does Scion look
Chat,
broken
adds now and
in
adds
every
after
other
draft
region? They,
Caedrel.
like,
Sorry
counter
about
pick
that.
it and they just dunk on it.
Just prepping for the day.
Scion is a little bit broken.
Of games.
Hold back. Scion is broken. But since when have we been able to just blind pick Ornn and never be punished? For a number of years now. So I feel like the class of top laners we're seeing, there's big enough discrepancies and big enough skill expression from the new generation of top laners that we finally see those big differences, those big carry performance. So top lane does feel relevant instead of just being 2 tanks, a Maokai and Ornn, whatever you were saying earlier. Because you existed in a time where it didn't matter. I'm sorry.
Finn, where's Mirwin in this conversation? I didn't hear you bring him up.
I mean, I have seen Mirwin do all these fancy things Dracos has been talking about.
If I give you 5k gold in WoW, will you bring it
I
back?
haven't seen it this year yet, but maybe this is the series where it actually shows.
Maybe? Is that what you're going off?
Strong maybe.
Maybe.
I'll give you maybe.
A powerful maybe.
Shut up.
Okay, let's see. I do know that you talked to Alfari, who is the positional coach for Mirwin earlier, so let's see what he says.
Hey, Alfari!
That's right, Shox. I'm standing here with Barney, big boy Barney Morris. How are you doing, Barney?
I'm doing okay.
You're doing quite all right.
Yeah, big boy Finn.
I was going to talk to you because this game today is obviously quite important, and I think there's no better person to
Big
ask
boy
regarding
Barney
these
Morris.
top laners than you, because obviously you coached Broken Blade last year and a bit prior to that, and now Mirwin. So where would you say is the main difference between these top laners? Because I don't think anyone knows them better than you.
I mean, I think they're both kind of crazy with their picks. I would say that Broken Blade, when it comes to him being crazy, is more on like melees, like the Warwick and the Yasuo and the Lee Sin. Whereas Mirwin, I think he's a bit more of a ranged top, you know, connoisseur, you know, Nidalee, Smolder, you know, these kind of weird stuff.
I can definitely see that. We haven't really seen that much crazy from Mirwin.
Yeah, Alfari's looking good, bro. He's looking healthy, he's looking strong, he's looking...
Probably not, honestly. Probably not. I think it's just tanks and maybe you'll have like a game 5 Vayne, but
okay, game 5 way, look out for it. Now, obviously, I think Broken Blade has looked really good in last series against KC. Coming in, what do you think Mirwin really needs to do to kind of beat Broken Blade in his own home, so to say?
I think he just has to, you know, play standard. I think it's like not so much like, you know, I think top is not really important, honestly, this game. I think both are like pretty evenly matched. I think it's more just like how we play as a team. As boring as it is to say, like top doesn't matter. It's a bot meta. As long as like neither top lane ins to jungle, which, you know, might happen because jungle's OP, then yeah, just bot, honestly.
You're really full-on coach now. You're just saying play safe, top lane doesn't matter, just support your team now.
Top doesn't matter at all, just don't die to jungle.
What happened to stomping lane and picking GP and just blind picking and just going 15 series ahead?
I mean, the game changed, man. It's not the same as it used to be.
You heard it here first. The game changed. Just play safe top is the new meta, and nothing interesting is going to happen today, according to the MKOI coach Alfari. Now we're sending it back to Shox, and I do believe me as well. Thank you very much, Alfari.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a lie. Didn't he watch the... Okay, Broken Blade put Kana in his
Now,
pocket.
is he poker facing?
How can you go into... I think this is wishful thinking.
Yeah, but I'm going to be honest, it's convenient for us.
It's true.
Because I don't think that we're going to see that again, and I think there are other
Why
parts
is it
of
not
the
coming
map that
back?
are significantly more important. And even if
I'm
Finn
just
and I
tired,
might
man.
not see eye to eye on who the victor will
I'm
be
so
today, I
like
think we can agree
exhausted
jungle,
of
the roles that are going to enable the
it
supporting
really like
cast here,
drained the
probably
shit out of
around
me.
mid laners as well as supports. That is the key here.
Everything but top.
Sorry, 80 carries. You get to be
There's
supporting
not
characters.
much
You know,
else
you
to
get the
say,
money.
bro. I'm
Sure,
just
top
like-
laners, we don't care about you. It is jungle mid support in this matchup.
These last few
And I
years
gotta
have
say,
really like
looking back
cooked
at
me a bit.
Summer, Skewmon, Lebrov, what did we say going into the series? We said Lebrov was going to choke. He didn't. They
I'm in the
smashed
WoW
their matchup.
retirement club
they
now.
went 3-0. So if this was summer finals, I would have been doubtful. It's 2026. Labrov showed up when it counts, and I think G2 have the edge.
Well, first of all, you're talking about who's going to be the victor today. I don't think anyone is picking Victor, because I think it's going to be very volatile champions that's going to be picked here.
But I know that I'll start tweaking again soon.
Putting so much faith in Labrov. He's going up against Alvaro. If you give Alvaro a Rel, a Rakan, if you give Alvaro anything that even has a semblance of CC, he can outperform Labrov. And if you put it together with Elyoya, I do see Alvaro and Elyoya as our prime support jungle duo in our league. And I know G2 has caps. I know they have him.
So
I
do some
know
degenerate
he's
stuff soon.
in the mid lane, but still.
Would you ever
Cap said
coach
that
for a pro team? No,
Kehu
never. Probably never.
and
Hell no.
Poby was the two best mid laners. But then just Jojopian just ran over them. He ran over Poby last time they played. I think he has
Chad, why are you
No,
saying
you
Wunder
can't trust
retired?
his
He's just
properties, it
11th
doesn't
place, okay?
No,
He's
it
not
doesn't.
He
retired.
has also ran over Caps in the past, at some point, just
well,
not
okay,
in
every
Madrid.
single time.
Hold
on.
Every single time Caps has played against
He finished
Jojopian this
11th
year,
place in a
he's taken
10-team
on a
league.
tower by mistake.
That's
True.
crazy, Wunder.
And
That's
Caps
crazy.
was first blood the first 2 games they played against G2 in the finals. Jojo
That's a
found that kill
record.
first time
Also
there was
true.
jungle
You're
support.
making an argument for me. Thank you, Drake.
Did they win those games, Finn? It's not a who dies for first blood.
Well, once
it's not a
again-
who dies more contest. It's a who kills
Well,
the
it's true
next
you
Civ
offered
contest.
coaching in DK.
Who wins in that regard? And the
Yeah,
thing is,
that's
I want to
true.
believe in the ceiling of MKOI, but
In
when push comes to shove,
2022,
G2 are the
I
team
was
that have delivered,
talking
and I
DK
can't
coach
take that
them,
out of the equation.
I will say, we've
It
had
was
this
more of like an
conversation about
understood
Movistar
thing
for
because
many,
Yamato
many,
was
many,
coaching
many
in LCK
times.
as well,
And that's
so-
when they're best. That's when they come out
But it didn't
swinging,
happen.
and then they tell us that we're wrong, which is
Could
also
have
objectively
CV
true.
Mark.
I mean, yeah, but I don't want to put it in the intangibles, right? I respect Melzet for saying, hey, look, we're going to kind of take it easy against easier opponents. We're going to go
Yeah, I'm
harder
glad I
against
didn't go
harder
into
opponents.
coaching
I think
back
that's
in
the
the days.
mentality you have to have when you play a long season, when you expect to be going to these international events. But
What are
this
your
is a
top
tough
4
opponent.
nations for the
But
League of
if you
Nations
don't
Cup?
beat G2, how are you going to beat
Korea,
Gen G2?
China.
Exactly, and that's the thing. I hate when EU teams skip steps. It's like we have the shadow box against imaginary Korean teams. I don't want the
Yeah, nothing else
LCK
matters.
6th seed on my stage.
After
I want
that.
the LEC first seed.
Look,
I want the best team in our region, not another region.
I know.
I saw a
know
post
you
about
usually
like
cast
all the
these games, and I
Korean
know when
teams
see
you could
casters
make
are
for this
usually
tournament,
G2
and there was
favorites,
like
but
8
here,
rosters
I know
that
you
would
have your
probably
fans
just
on glass, but
annihilate
we're
the
using our
tournament.
eye test here,
There's like
okay?
fucking
And the eye
50
test
players
is
you could choose
heavily
from.
for MKOI. Have you watched them play a single game this year? I remember everyone was calling them inconsistent in the regular split and saying that G2 is still a top 2 team. Bro, G2 almost didn't make playoffs. Sure, they beat Casey last week, but that was because of some heavy performances by the G2 solo laners.
I'm not gonna
I
lie,
don't think
Finn is a
G2 as
big
whole
MKOI
even
glazer.
steps up
In
to
like
the
not in a bad way.
complexity that
He
is
is
the
an
MKOI game.
MKOI
What is
defender to
complex about their
death.
game plan?
They just play wherever there's plays to be made. Like, you know, Supa,
whoa,
he can play strong
whoa.
side, Supa can play weak side,
It's true.
Milwin can play tanks. That's mostly what he does this split. But Elyoya, Jojopian, and Alvaro, they're so volatile. They're so crucial at finding good plays.
I
Yeah.
believe
Not in a bad way, in a good
yeah,
way, in
we
a
gotta
good
go.
way.
We
But
can
he's
fight out
always
now.
on the
Okay,
MKOI
let's
train,
just
bro.
see
No
what
matter
happens.
who they play
Let's see.
against.
And, oh, does my cape look fabulous in this angle? It's amazing. Who's where? Who wants Caps, maybe? Caps, what can we expect today? What are you going to do to Jojopian? Fighting words.
I mean, we can expect a clean win coming from us. Of course, it's fearless, so we might be going for a few extra games here in
Yeah.
our first best of 5 of the year. But when we want to win, it'll be clean.
Broken Blade's
Okay,
mogging,
when
I
they
can see it.
wanna win, it will be clean. When they don't want to win, we're going to maybe get a base race. Jojo, anything to say to Caps?
No.
Nice. Gonna make the actions on the Rift speak harder than words. It's time for Movistar Koi versus G2 Esports for a spot in the grand final in Barcelona. Let's go.
Oh, the fire transition, that goes kind of hard.
Joined by Jack Spectra and ready to lead you through this first best of 5 here of LEC versus in winter. G2 and MKOI taking to the stage, both undefeated so far through playoffs.
And I felt like Jojo said so much with so little. Confidence, bravado. His actions will speak louder than his words, exactly as Shock said, and I'm expecting a thrilling matchup in the mid lane.
Yeah, draft will be pretty important. I think game 1, game 2 draft is not that important.
I thought you were going to say casters.
Oh, these casters, I mean, legends.
Game 1, game 2 draft doesn't really matter.
I mean, G2 and MKOI, it's really starting to build up into this rivalry.
It'll be very similar. I mean, not obviously it matters, but the draft is pretty like solved, I think, the first 2 games in a way, in terms of like what's strong in the meta, what works for both these teams.
Yes, that game 2, it went long.
You'll see Cassante Rumble trade, you'll see like Ambessa, Nar, Renekton trades.
For me,
I think after game 2 is when Fearless starts to really kick in a little bit.
We talked about last year that
because
we hold
mid
Caps to a
pool,
different standard, right?
Where's my pen?
Caps needs to be great, not just good. And this year, he has been
I don't know where my pen
great.
is.
Absolutely. I mean, I would argue the only caveat to that is that teleport
Mid pool is Orianna Azir game 1 because both teams. Holy scheisse.
And I mean,
Both teams will leave Orianna Azir open probably in game 1.
Last year, the conversation,
and the reason they'll do that is because it's a best of 5, right? So you want to get these champs out quick. After this layer, you go to Ryze Taliyah, and then I think Fearless gets interesting. And it's kind of same for top. You have like Cassante, Sion, Rumble, and Bessa. And after these 3, you get like Gnar, Renekton, and then it gets interesting.
I was surprised by that as well. But I feel like JoJo
but I expect both mids to be open.
Lane dominance this year.
Maybe I'm wrong, but let's see. Like here, you could ban Nocturne. As G2. Make Orianna weaker, first pick it's here. Play the game.
Like you said, Betty.
That was a long time ago.
If we delete that from our minds, Caps is flawless right now.
It was a long time ago. We are into picks and bans as we see the Yanara and the Rumble banned away by G2, who are on the blue side and have first pick. They selected to be on the blue side. MKOI selected second pick. Mundo and Varus
Draft broke already? Man, there's been so many issues with draft or with like runes. Or, I don't know.
G2 did have right of first selection and went for that blue side, giving MKOI the option for first or second pick, and MKOI decided second was where they wanted to be.
You have to bring back LR or add 6/6X.
But every time we ask teams about this, they tend to not give us a huge amount.
There was that interview with Giotto, who was saying, against Fnatic, perhaps you want to play on the red side, so the Razork's gank paths towards bot aren't as easy. If you're on the blue side, less easy access to the Dragon Pit, obviously, with red side having slightly easier way in there. But you do have better access towards the top side, I guess, if you want to play around the grubs in the Baron.
It's weird to me, because I definitely feel like as a
Oh my god, Fnatic made it to the top 4.
Better.
You hear
get
that?
Drake coverage, like you said, Medi, and just in general, the fact that it's so much easier to play in bot lane is way safer. While on blue side, you're more extended, you need to walk further into the river. Maybe for the top side plays for BB, but it's weird in general. I didn't even think we'd see right of first selection be used for picks other than
first or second.
Yeah.
It is an interesting one. We are still playing on 26.3 here throughout the entire...
Is LCS on 26.4?
None of the changes that we see for 26.4 coming out. When we look at these two teams, guys, are there any picks
Did you have fun streaming LCS last night? Yeah, I did actually. LCS is fucking chill as hell.
This must be banned or this
what a
must be
fucking
picked
great
back.
experience.
Well, I think that G2, so this conversation that we often have when it comes to G2 in playoffs is very much about what is it that makes them ramp up in the playoffs versus the regular season. And in my opinion, it is very much about their understanding of the meta and the patch.
Sure.
And so what we've been seeing from them so far in playoffs is
Hysterics, what do you mean you're in a little? What the fuck does that even mean?
Aggressive jungler. So Vi has risen in priority quite a lot for this G2 team.
Yeah, because you can recycle from your trash to give her +1 might and then ride the winter across.
And that, exactly right. So she has so much power in the early game. She has easy ways to set up with things like Taliyah, especially.
Are they chanting Caedrel start the game?
G2 just... They've adopted this philosophy of avoiding actually just going for the standard front-to-back, let's just 5v5 around dragons. Whereas I feel like Koi, when it comes to playoffs, their biggest thing is their preparation against their opponents. We think back to last year in spring when they actually got their win over G2. We credit it a lot to their good drafting, good planning, and basically shutting down exactly what G2 wanted to do.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there, Benny. Just so that everyone at home is entirely informed, we had a small client issue for G2. We are just restarting the client now. It looks like the players are getting on into draft, so we should have that on your screen in just a moment's time. Jack,
yo, what up, Yamato?
You're looking for out of this draft?
I mean,
yo, Supa's mouse looks kind of funky. What is that? It looks like it's got a camo skin on it.
While it dries.
So, Caps.
Nice.
Caps always wins lane, but the rest of G2 was always losing around him. But now G2 started picking something for Caps. What is it?
Ryze.
Ryze, Taliyah?
Yes, roaming. That's what I'm looking for G2, because Caps has transitioned his laning leads to
They
his
banned
team.
Azir G2. Okay. We're not gonna get a game 1 mid-trade.
As you highlighted, Eddie, and he used that pressure to make all his side lanes win. And I think that's the key player for G2 that isn't just about Caps. It's about how does Caps enable the rest of his team to play.
Okay, I'm going to say the forbidden words.
Poppy ban, so they want to take Vi. They want to trade Orianna for Vi.
When they were successful in those good old days, something that Caps loved to do was shadow his split-pushing side laners on things like the Ryze, the ability to find those ganks. It worked really well for them and has done throughout the course of G2's and Caps' career. We'll see. Well, guys, that's not a Ryze or a Taliyah. That's an Orianna first here for G2.
Something that Dag has been avidly talking about a lot is it feels like that he is...
But Vi, what? They can take the Vi, which is great. Skimon can play like Jarvan, Zinza, Nocturne, he's fine. But
like,
do you play
I
Talia
disagree
into
with
Orianna?
Jack
That
in I
matchup is
think
hard,
Jojo
especially if
still
you
had
want
a
to the Talia.
fantastic laning phase pretty much for the entire split.
Like,
And
what
I
you're
think
gonna have to do
there's-
here is
I
pick
mean,
Vi, Yunara,
statistically,
probably.
you're right, the Caps
And you have
is
to
the only
hide your
player
mid.
that is
The reason you do that
beating
is
him.
because if you
When I
pick
watch
Talia
Jojo
here,
how he plays lane,
he's
his
going
ability
Galio.
to find advantages has always
Okay.
impressed me. Now, I
That's
will
fine.
admit,
So the reason I was gonna say you don't pick mid there, oh Yunara's bent, is if you pick Talia here, let's say, they just pick Jarvan, your game's unplayable. And if you pick Akali here, then they won't pick Jarvan. So what you would normally do there is, for example, you pick Vi AD if you weren't playing Galio, and you would hide your mid to pick Talia here and then ban the Jarvan if they didn't pick jungle. And if they did pick Jarvan blind, then you take Akali.
Limited the pool as well.
So it helps
They ban
you
away both the
if you
Mundo
hide
and
your mid.
Poppy,
But if you go
and
Galio,
basically
that's
saying,
good.
"Hey, we know what you want to do. We're
I'm
gonna
surprised
deny
they're going
that option
Galio.
from you, and we're going to execute it better than you can."
You can.
We'll see where G2 decide to go
I
with
think
their next
Xin Zhao
goal.
is for
Quite a
sure
jungler here to match up
the
into
better
that
jungler to pick
vibe.
here,
Lebrob's Bard
or
is
like
gonna be
like an
the
Ambessa, you know,
here
something
in
like that.
LEC versus, and alongside
Bard.
it, we'll have
I've
to
seen a lot
wait
of
and
bards
see.
picked into
LeBron
Vi's,
gets to lose this
mainly to
split
just
on
bard ult the
Bard.
Vi
It's
engage,
interesting to see the Bard priority rise. It makes
or like
a lot
Xayah
of
Rakan I've
sense
seen
into
as
the
well.
Galio and Vi because you can just buy so much time for your carries with that tempered fate.
I'd be surprised if they don't pick jungle here. Like, I mean, there's Wukong, Ambessa, Xin Zhao, I think, that are pretty good into what's showing. Zaheen, Flex, also good. I think, like, these Ambessa, Aatrox, Zaheen Flexes are good against melee champs in general, because they're bruisers, so...
Yes, because MKOI are building a full dive comp.
But Koi have a
Zion
plan
shouldn't
here
really
for
have to
sure.
worry about reach so much. You know that both Galio and Vi need to dive
Like, what are you
and that
picking
should
Nautilus
really
on 3
suit
here, or are they
Zion's
gonna pick...
strengths quite a bit.
They're gonna pick the Nico on 3.
The
What is Mirwin
advantage
playing
of
this
the
game?
flex
I
pick
feel like
is
they
gonna
have
be
they have so
nullified
much
by the
dive
fact
and
that
follow-up,
G2
they
are
need
on
damage
blue.
now.
That is true.
Means that they won't be able to hide where this top laner is going. The support response from Koi as well with the Nico, I think, makes a ton of sense. Not only does it further
G2 comp looks
facilitate
ass. I mean,
this
it's okay if they can round it out well. Like Ezreal for G2, I think is like nice. Corki is quite nice
Corki can pair nicely alongside
because
it.
it's
You
quite
can also
good
go
to
for
just
Kai'Sa,
escape
you
with.
can go Caitlyn. We know that Super is very
They're gonna
proficient on
counterpick
a
top
wide array
right,
of
and I think
champions
that
so far this
Mirwin will
split.
cook
Caitlyn
something.
is the one that's
Yo,
immediately coming to
W2
my
viewer
mind.
raid, much love.
We'll see what the band
What do you
end
mean
up
by when
being,
you say you're tired?
as Koi look to
Oh,
ban away
I'm
the
just tired of like
K'Sante.
a
Seems
lots of
they
event
are
stuff and
expecting
like
this ahead of
project
the
stuff.
jungle.
When it comes to
Kai'Sa would
co-streams,
be
I'm enjoying it a
the
lot
pick
still.
that I'm looking for Super this game because you have such a telegraphed dive comp. So I would be surprised if G2 don't decide to ban it out. I like the Zion.
Kai'Sa ban
even
is
though it's
good.
Potentially, I mean, it's not really having much flex value. Just because in a lot of the games that we've seen Zion, we've seen a Zion that was.
I'm surprised they banned K'Sante, but I guess their
Couldn't
comp
really
is full
reach.
dive. I wonder if
But
they ban
think
Sion as
MKOI,
well.
They need to double down.
Because
You
they're
know, they
blinding,
can't
right,
try to
G2?
transition now into some
Get
sort
rid of the
range
blind
and try
picks.
to kite the Zion out. They're gonna dive in, and that's when I think the champion should have a lot of value, and we'll see what Skumon can do with it.
If you look for something like the Ezreal for Super, gives you a little bit of poke, but also
I'm gonna watch
can get on
LPL.
towards that back line.
I'll
If your
probably
team
watch
is going
LPL
in, the
on
Kai'Sa already
Friday,
by
I
G2
think.
makes it tricky for you to have a full
Renekton ban,
dive
so they
AD
don't
carry.
ban Sion,
Yunara
so
and Varus banned away.
I mean, they
No
probably do have a
surprises
pick
there.
into
Two
the
of highest
Sion.
prio bot laners so far in LEC versus.
I see who's looking at a Sion right now, I feel.
Yeah, they are for sure looking at the Sion.
I think for ADC
Do you take the Sion away? I don't think you can. You're gonna lack too much damage. I think you probably take the Corki yourself.
Not bad as well. I think
But
Ezreal, Corki
I think
both
Escape
makes sense.
AD is great
I
for
think
both
Ezreal's
comps.
a little bit less like DPS later on, and it's a little bit more unreliable.
I mean,
I'd say,
Ezreal will just
while
get
Corki
matched
feels like
against
the more
by,
safe
I
pick, but-
presume,
Well, Super
Corki.
loves the Ezreal as well.
Yeah.
Like, he also does like Corki, but I think if you would tell
no
me...
ADC
if
Not
he
cutting
likes
my hair
Corki,
until
I
Fnatic
would
win? What is that
you know,
Reddit thread?
I vouch forward, I use the Gatling gun.
Brother's
That's
gonna be
great
fucking...
outplays on the Ezreal.
What?
This
He's the
split
anti-Caedrel.
alone,
Never go bold or what?
Continues to show that it is one of his priority picks. He's played it twice in LEC versus, did lose the first match.
I think
on
they
it,
will
but
go
across the
Corki Sion,
entirety of his
G2.
career, it is his
It's the
most
safest
played.
draft
On the other side,
picks for
Hansama
sure.
hovering the Draven, don't really expect to see that pick.
Oh, Sivir's
Instead,
actually
the
not bad,
Sivir,
to be honest.
Again, something that does like it when enemies
Okay,
run
Sivir
into
Sion
her,
works.
can use that
Now,
spell
what's your
shield to
counter
mitigate
to
some of the
Sion? They need
and then when you
damage.
have a lot of
They need
people
big
in melee,
damage. I think
Ricochet
Aatrox
gonna
is...
do a huge amount of work. Great call on the Sion
It's
there.
okay.
I think the spell shield does have a lot of value.
Do you have something
here into
cooking,
this
Mirwin?
Koi lineup. Of course, if you spell shield
course.
Vi,
Camille? I don't know if... Is Camille into Sion even good?
If you spell shield the Vi ulti,
Ambessa? Yeah,
do you
Ambessa's
still
not
get
bad.
knocked up?
Chat, I'm going to add if you know about ads. You can
Might,
just hear one or two
might
times,
on the
subscribe and
way.
support the channel. You don't have to sub if you don't want to.
That's a
Back
bit
to the
of
game,
skill
time to pick this.
expression there.
I have on the ads, I'm going to ads during the game. Big lock-in, big pace. We sub now, I'm going to ads for 30 days. Big series inbound.
Tried to ban it out as it really solidifies this engage comp from MKOI, but I like what G2 has here. They have a very clear, both comps identities are very clear. G2, they want to kite back, try to have a long fight where Sion can tank up, Sion can stack the passive, Sivir can get the ricochets, while MKOI, they want to go
BO5. The first BO5 of the LEC. Chills.
End the fight as soon as possible.
Yeah, there's so much dire.
What's your prediction? My prediction was 3-1 G2.
my initial concern was actually Civ is quite short range.
Yeah.
And their engage isn't the easiest
Cast
to
the volume
block.
is a little
You
loud.
would sit there
Wait,
and
really?
think Sion, actually a pretty good
This is
engage
loud
tool,
for
but
you,
he's
chat?
not the most reliable. His engage is quite obvious.
Yeah.
It's quite easy to play around. But Koi are kind of doing the hard work for G2 by wanting to dive, as you're highlighting. So the fact that they will look to close the gap themselves, ultimately I feel a lot of this game will revolve around Super and his involvement. We saw how impactful he was on the Ezreal earlier this week. I mean, it was at the beginning of this week, I believe, when he played his first matchup.
Oh, beginning of last week.
Beginning of last week, yeah. And
Perfecto.
I mean, he had
Beautiful.
a fantastic performance on the Ezreal as well.
Who do you think wins draft?
So
I think Koi's comp is really
interesting
good.
comps from both sides, both with a clear direction.
They just need to make sure that they don't fall behind, because if they do, they're gonna get run over a bit.
Entree to this
Amuse boost.
Yes, to this best of five.
Nice appetizer here.
That's the word.
As we head into game number 1. And I want to pick up on what you said, Betty, because it's very interesting. The thing when you have these clear compositions on what they want to do, with G2 wanting to receive the engage and MKOI wants to engage, the only worry I have for G2 is you lose a lot of that agency. Since you can't really choose when the fights happen, it's always going to be kind of on MKOI. If they go too deep,
Irelia for MKOI? What? No, that champ, you can't play that
really
champ.
Good when they can be decisive.
Maybe game 5 Irelia.
Tools, and I worry that G2 are kind of stuck playing this reactive playstyle this game and just waiting.
Yeah, I love the amount of
all the plays happen.
Absolutely.
proactivity Koi has. But if they fall behind, it's a bit sketchy. But Ambessa, Vi, Galio, Nico together? Damn, that goes crazy.
They played against each other a lot. You can see that the all-time head-to-head game score very much favors Caps. The all-time head-to-head best-of-5 score much closer than you might expect based on those results at the top.
LEC split titles 15 to 4.
I wanted to put titles on this graphic specifically because when you look at the top 3 most decorated junglers, it's Yike, then it's Jankos, and then it's Elyoya.
It's crazy that Yike's the most decorated jungler in European League of Legends. It's obviously because it moved to 3 split formats, right?
Elyoya is the only player not on G2 to be contesting those titles and fighting at the top of the spot. Now, of course, Caps, we know he's the go.
It just sounds weird.
Up titles like nobody's business. But the reality is that Elyoya is the guy that when he came into the scene, he wanted to make his name on Mad. He did just that, and he's become a jungler that is fighting to earn that same.
I think if you're a jungler and you play with Caps, oh, God bless.
For sure, and it feels like, well, Caps
My
has been always
mid
kind of
is
the captain
Caps.
for G2 and kind of orchestrating a lot of the roster in some ways. Elyoya's done
How
the same
good would
now for
Sparky have
MKOI.
been
He's
with
the one
Caps?
who built this
You
roster
never know.
and made all of this happen. As now Mir win.
With the level advantage as well, going to be able to chase Broken Blade out, gets the grasp of the Undying proc. Wave coming in means Broken Blade can just stand
Sparky
a little bit
12
back,
with
use
Caps
that
mid,
Dormant Shield for a bit of
GG.
regeneration, but Mirwin might be able to go in. A possible kill threat. Broken Blade's going to want to stand a step
What the
forward
fuck?
towards
That's
that
a Bard
cannon.
stun.
Alvaro was caught with the Cosmic
Nice
Bind.
spell
Still
shield.
out of Unsummer.
They're
You
kind
can
of
see
cooking
the
them in
damage
bot.
that
I wonder if
comes down.
Yoya skips his
Unsummer's
blue here.
able to
Actually, look at the
avoid
clear
those
speed
mystic
difference.
shots.
And the Bro, really good trades here. Misses that Q, but it doesn't really matter.
If he actually hit that Q, he'll get Nico heal.
Lead here. And it's quite puzzling to me because we've seen this matchup now quite a few times. And I think Nico should always be winning early levels because Bard is quite useless early game. He takes a few levels, you know.
It's true.
But every time we see it, it feels like Bard either goes equal or just wins.
I mean, the Bouncing Blades actually did so much work in that situation. The way that the wave was set up meant that I think Alvaro got hit by 2 or even 3
Who do you
triggers
want
of the
to win
Bouncing
this best
Blades
of
as well
5?
to really contribute to that damage.
I don't really
in
mind
that
to win this
fourth.
best of 5, actually.
So, on top of that, I just want to talk about it because
I actually think it would be kind of cool for Koi to lose. Okay, now hear me out. So that they go to Barcelona and then they can play 2 days of the best of 5. So the crowd is mental for 2 days. Because if they win this, they only play 1 best of 5 in Barcelona.
He set his sights on mid.
Jojo looking for the flash. Cap's going to flash away. Volt breaker in from Elyoya into the taunt from Jojo. Will it be enough damage to
Does he
spell?
live?
Caps
Nope.
early it is.
E-flash Malvaro was great.
2 flashes and a heal burnt by MKOI, but they take down G2's main.
Caps has no flash either.
From Koi as they draw first blood.
This is exactly what Koi's comp needs to be doing.
On the top side of the rift, looking to equal the score.
And we're going to get knocked up by that decimating smash. Skumon now coming in, trying to proc that Darking Glaive on the minion. There's the knock-up. Dashes forward. Mirwin does
Can he
have
live
a flash
this?
of his own, trying to dash away with that passive. Broken Blade still on the chase. Will get the slow. And with the roar of the Slayer out.
Oh, that Q.
The axe comes down and BB secures the kill.
Top wave is also so good for BB. It's a complete trade for the solo lanes.
Not that much time, but he decided against it. He knew that if he flashes, then Skewman
Both
or
solo
Broken
lanes just
Blade
lost a
would
lot
match.
on either side.
But some good early game plays here. As you see, Elyoya invests into mid lane.
Sorry, I had a
Skewman
hiccup.
invests into top.
And I think it's really important in this Orianna Galio matchup that you do burn that flash early on the Orianna, because we know that Caps, when he's playing this Ori, the reason why he can be so aggressive on the champ is because of the amount of support he gets from his team. Look at the average stats that he's accruing on this champion. The amount of damage he's doing, his win rate, the goal difference. The reason this is all possible is because Skumond and Labrov spend a lot of time enabling his aggression. Early vision, covering his lane, basically making sure that he's safe to do what he wants. This time, though, Koi attack him early. They go
Bro,
for a
some
level
guy in the
4
chat
play.
keeps
They
coming
try
in
to
saying,
get
what are your
him
thoughts
before
of the
he even reaches
Jester
that
threat
level 6
leader,
mark.
bro?
And now that he's lost his flash,
Is that some
Jojo
kind of
finds himself
fucking
with a small gold
medieval
lead
Looney
in a
Tunes
matchup
or
that
what?
should be much harder than this.
Yeah, now it's really important for G2 to try to have some vision around mid. You saw Caps, he put a pink ward for himself and a ward.
Like, what are you on about?
The worry is now when Elyoya hits level 6, no flash on Caps, Elyoya still has the flash, as LeBron now might be in trouble.
Angelbob's out. Ball breaker across from Elyoya will catch out LeBron. A magical journey, though, gets into safety.
Oof.
It's a close
Close to
one.
losing it.
Lane, the E is a spell.
Yes, it certainly is. Very well played there by Labrov to get away to safety, but honestly, even better play from Koi. Something that Finn was talking about on the desk was that he believed in this trio of Elyoya, Jojo, and Alvaro. When you're seeing it happen on the map, a successful gank onto Caps, and then pick onto Labrov, which while it doesn't turn into a kill, puts pressure down and allows Super to get this push underneath the bot wave. Koi,
Big CSing for Hans
I
Mama.
like what they're doing here in the early game.
Timing on Skumond's back there, giving up this second spawn of the Scuttle Crab. Elyoya will be able to get that tick over to 6. Means that you're unlikely to fight around the Drake when your jungler has a level disadvantage.
Good Drake start.
You don't
Skumond's
really
already
wanna try
clicking
and
enemy
go for
red,
this. The
but
CC system
Jojo's
is too
already
powerful
warding his
for
entrance.
G2 to deal with, so the
So they'll
game
see him
over to
enter.
MKoi.
Maybe Jojo can defend it.
knows it, so he wants to try to invade the top side here, but Jojo as well is covering.
There's top prio as well.
Really nice
Oh,
macro play
really
there
nice by
Koi.
Jojo.
They just want to make sure
Actually-
that Elyoya
actually
gets
saving
this
the game
drag in
there.
while not losing any of his top side camps in return.
It's also a cover on the gank path for Skumond. Towards that top try, could look to try and take out Mirwin again. Skumond, though, using that dreaded return to dash across the wall, will be able to get in and steal away this red while avoiding the damage on Brother.
Oh my god, the double chime doesn't save him the lethal tempo. Wait, what the fuck?
With that lethal tempo stacked up.
Wait, Koi or Kanag?
To take down the bar.
And Supa just catches Labrov off guard.
Yo, EUS reels.
Really nicely
Hold up.
played there with the aggression.
He thought he probably would
We're
live on the
starting
bard
to
things.
see
He should probably flash
G2
into the
some
bard things,
nerves,
but he
some
didn't do it.
crumbling.
Hansama tries to body block, double heal comes through from the Brov, and it's still not enough. Beautiful play there from Super to get another kill for Koi.
Yeah, lethal tempo doing a lot of extra work there for Super in the trade. Mirwin able to get the push in the top side here as well. Himself up a plate a little bit earlier on, and MKoi about 1,000
Top is
gold
relatively
up 7
stable, but
minutes
why do they
into
both have
this
50
game.
CS
Grub
at
spawning
7
at
minutes? What
30.
happened top?
Alvaro still
Why
only
are their
level
CS
5,
like
has only
so-
just ticked over to it, but Labrov is only level 4, so we're not going to see ultimates available for a Grubs fight.
Like, they both must have lost so many minions.
Barmy Cinder early. It looks like Jojo is just going to invest in early tank rather than some of the AP that we've often seen from Galio's. Wants to make sure that he has that magic resistance available to mitigate as much damage that Caps is going to look to throw out.
Quer keeping the aggression up.
It's crazy because
Elyoya
Yoya
made
is...
their own here.
Yeah, he's prowling around. Might look for Labrov.
Skumond has been chunked out a little bit. We'll heal up from the jungle camp.
Yoya's losing this. He's down a red buff and the level. Surely they lose this, but actually Galio is just carrying the game. Oh my god, it's a Galio diff.
Need to be so careful because they do not have the backup. Hansama now moving from the bot lane.
They both have
Standing in that
smite.
bush near
Both
the
same
crux, but
smite.
The wave is pushing into him, and this is going to be a 4v2 very
Nice
quickly.
secure.
G2 back
Really
away.
nice
The
secure.
smite out from Elyoya will steal away the red.
Elyoya plus Alvaro, man, they've committed to working together today. They are being as active on the map as possible. Early ganks, early objectives, early invades. Now it's Hansama isolated.
No Gundam
1v2.
Galio skin? Yeah, he's just faker Galio skin.
Koi plays it there. They don't rush in.
Yoya
They wait
also
for
gets
Jojo
the
to
top
move,
grab.
And they
Wow.
make it look easy.
Jojo
because
is
once you play it
covering his
patient
whole
enough,
game.
You have that numbers advantage. There's no outplaying for G2. As now Broken Blade wants to try to protect the Scuttle Crab here, while also picking up a plant for himself. Try to make Yoya's life a little bit harder, and he sets up the crab. Skumond.
Skumond just able to walk across and secure this one for himself.
Do they have damage for Sion this game? No, they
down
don't.
on the bottom side of
Well, they
the
kind of
map.
do, and
Across the
Bessa is the
bottom,
damage for
short
Sion,
of Super
but they're
there.
going past Sion this
Having
game.
a good
I'm telling you that for
early
sure.
Performance in this game as Mirwin Comes across to see what Skumon's doing. Again, the hero's entrance means that Jojo can move quicker from the mid lane.
That
And
sounds
Yona's on
like
his
with
way
the speed.
across.
Caps was hovering both here.
They should
Skewmon
fight this, shouldn't they?
has to be
Why don't they send it?
careful. Jojo is
Oof, I
here.
think he could Q-Flash send it onto Zahini
Clearing
there.
out the wave in mid is gonna start to
Chain
move
CC
across.
with
One
Q-Flash,
grub
Vi
secured
ult,
for
and Best
G2,
ult.
but the next two will go over to MKoi.
I think they should be willing to send
Get
it.
the lion's share of the early neutrals in this game.
Bit of a weird play there by G2 since Caps was hovering both side. I'm not sure why, because Skewmon started up the grubs with the top prio, so it looked like they would be able to get at least 2, maybe even 3. But then Jojo moves first, and we talked about it earlier. As we might have a trade here
Cooper's
involved.
very low on mana here. LeBron looking for the Cosmic Binding, finds it through the wall. The flash away from Alvaro will get him to safety. Back up
Okay, not
after
bad.
that earlier play. So Super being so low on mana makes it difficult for him to really trade.
It's crazy that
back in
Jojo is
effective.
like
And
placed
finally,
this pink,
G2,
defended this
they find
entrance, and now he's
something back
taking
to
this
both
pink,
sides.
and he's
It's not gonna be a
perma-hovering for
kill,
bot
but it's gonna
invades.
be 2 summoners burned. So now
Could-
Jojo, he's going to be able to E out. And if we look at this mid lane matchup, we really wanted to see Orianna do more than this. The fact that Jojo is pretty much equal CS is a big
Yeah, but
win
that's
for
the Galio
MKOI,
lane.
Because in the first few levels, this matchup can be really tough. for
Galio is a
You're
champ
playing a
that
melee
when he
champion,
buys
getting poked in,
components, he's
but it's
fucking
due to the fact
broken.
that the rest of the MKOI members have played
So if you
well
can do
around
one
mid lane,
early mid
around
play
shutting
and get
down
their
Caps,
flash, or
we're
you can
not
get
seeing
one
this
good
lead
base
that
on
we're
the
used to
Galio,
seeing from
he just
Caps Orianna.
permanently one-shots waves in the enemy mid face and just
Well,
roams.
Broken Blade has been able to use his lead
There's nothing
to
that you can do against him
I would
until you
say
get an item.
stymie the assault that has come through from Meowin. Early on in the laning phase, he was really bullying out the Sound. It can be difficult for the Sound to trade back, but now that he's got a lot more armor in his inventory, it is much harder for Meowin to really
nice to
contest
see.
with the Eclipse. I
Nice
imagine
to
this
see
matchup
from
will
Koi.
shift a little bit more. But ultimately,
I remember every time
both
Faker plays
sides
Galio,
nearing the completion of that
they
first
always do
diamond.
an early
You can
mid
see a
gank where he
training
like
force
flash
onto Skewmon,
E's forwards and
along
gets
with
their
the
flash and taunts them.
and it looks like the Essence Reaper being built for Hans Summer. Trinity
Yeah.
Force for Super on its way as well. Eclipse done for Mew, and so a lot of these item completions coming through with Dragon now on the board once again.
Yeah, Hans Summer in a few waves, 4 waves times. will be
Stacking
able
up the
to
dragons.
Get a little bit of the gold
Life
back
is
against
good
Super because
for
his cull
Koi.
is lower in terms of
Caps
stacks.
no
Super will
TP.
never gain that
This is
when
gone.
his cull does
He could
complete
try and
the
blast
course.
cone over and try and
Starting
steal
up
it and be
their
funny,
second
but
Keeping this stacking on nice and early. Caps was, he was back in base, didn't have the teleport. Comes back out
G2
with
are
the
yet
lost
to connect
chapter
into
and
this
the
game.
faded ashes, but
They've done
not
one
there
top
in
gank.
time. MKOI will take their second dragon, and it's an Ocean Soul for this game.
I mean, I know the gold lead isn't much, but really Koi is playing this other game spectacularly.
Yeah.
Like the only mistake that Koi has made so far is the fact that Meowin died in top, and like he could have flashed too. He could have traded flashes for flash. So overall, like Koi is. They really are getting the better of G2 in this early game. They're doing a spectacular job so far. 2 dragons to their name, Herald in 2.5 minutes. I expect them to look to try and contest that.
The thing is, G2 is just a little bit more disjointed. We see the tempo is slower than MKOI. MKOI are the ones
Come on,
always
Caps,
first
do
to the
something.
objective.
Well, he can't do
And
anything.
even when G2 are the ones starting the objective, then MKOI are the
He's
ones
a-
that can always
he's a mage.
outmaneuver and outman them.
If you're G2 though, and you do lose Caps early on, is there a point there where you say, hey guys, it's fine. 2 items, we're really strong. We want them to attack into us anyway, assuming we can survive the initial burst and we're not too far behind to lose a member straight away. Is it okay if we just take our foot off the gas, let MKOI get the first couple of Drakes, let them play for this early game lead?
Ultimately, yes. I think that whenever I think of a
Okay, they're putting the ready carry mid. He finished his quest.
Jojo's
quest isn't done yet, but I guess it doesn't matter too much. It's probably close to being done.
Alongside an Orianna. The question around conceding is
Caps is going into Ambessa.
100% agree.
Because it's this 3rd dragon that is really important, and that's why, especially if you are leaning more towards a scaling comp, ideally you can sneak a dragon.
Hey,
away.
Cage,
Maybe
I'm
you can get
confused.
the
Didn't
first one,
LR
maybe
beat
the
both
second
these
one,
teams?
just so that you're not forced into that
Yeah,
3rd dragon
I mean-
fight. But Koi, they get to say, well, next dragon, if you let us have it, we'll then be on Soul Point, and we all know what happens is like you can leverage Baron, side lanes, all sorts of things by just threatening taking the Soul, let alone whether you take it or not.
I do think, though, with Houndsama having the Essence River, it's a lot easier now for the Sivir to just match the wave clear of Ezreal, and then G2 can kind of leave Hansama on his lonesome. As you see, they're now able to more cover Caps, which allows them to actually play as aggressive as he'd really want. They might even look to dive Merwin, but I don't think they'll have the time for it, as it's either Nico or Elyoya covering. I think it's Elyoya.
Okay, Cap pushing into the Ambessa.
I think it's Elioya as well.
I think they should swap these lanes around Koi.
Working his way down towards that bottom side as well. But
Galio does have TP advantage. So if Nico can sneak in here and put wards down for Galio to TP on, they can get a really good Drake fight.
Before the Rift, this gives you good
or not Drake fight, but like kill on bot.
With that teleport, Mirwin's teleport still not quite off cooldown, but almost there.
I love what you bring up there, Medic, because if you show the minimap once again, G2 had full control of both sides, but they don't have any of that sort of vision that MKOI was able to have. So it really goes to show that MKOI are the ones that are in control of the map. They're able to get deeper and better vision. And we'll see how it lines up for the Drake spawning in 2 minutes.
For the moment, Lebrov's still covering Caps.
Everyone's hard playing into bot.
Push out here. Caps has finished the Blackfire Torch. Summer and Super have cashed in their calls. Still a 400 gold lead down towards that bottom side for MKOI. Leads in top and in mid for G2, but nothing too consequential across the board. MKOI really the major lead from these 2 extra Drakes. Caps chunked out, flashed away.
Have to dive, surely, right? Oh, the wave's one shot. They also have Galio TP. I mean, Koi's getting an herald for this. Maybe losing Nico Flash if he presses his button. Snipe it. Oh, Skewmon saved it. Big pullback. I think it's just Alvaro's intentions are good, but the play is bad. He wants to cover Ambessa to avoid the dive because they're on Herald. But yeah, they trade a kill for Herald. It's not that bad.
Lebrov should have his E to get away to safety. But
for
while
both
this
teams.
was happening, Elyoya was taking the Herald.
I think the worst part
yes,
is Nico
true,
Flash
Koi
and ult is down for Drake.
In the sense that they were trying to slow G2 down in their bot lane dive, and that did result in G2 getting a kill. But I think Koi should still feel much happier because now, with the Dragon spawning in 50 seconds, they can use the Herald to help them gain prio in mid, and even if they can't get the Dragon, they can do a lot of damage to that mid tier 1.
It's all about that Drake.
Ult will be back up. Yeah, you're right. Ult will be back up. It's actually not that long cooldown. What the fuck is Nico ult cooldown?
Completely fine. But now
it's level 6 Nico.
Fight. The one upside is that Alvaro did use the flash, and the Pop Blossom will be
crazy,
down
actually.
for
I think it's back up. I think it's back up around the time the Drake does spawn. Mirwin's flash as well has been burnt, so slightly harder for them to access the back line.
The only thing I'm noticing right now is that Jojo still hasn't completed his role quest. He actually moved out of mid lane quite early, and 16.5 minutes is very late to have your role quest not be completed. The Merc Treads upgrade is something that is extremely valuable for mid laners, especially.
The supports are both level 6. Yo, what up, Bussin? Congrats on your win yesterday. Hope you're doing well.
Goes out. G2 using Broken Blade as that.
Is Koi just giving this? Look at the side lanes.
Party at the Dragon Pit.
They are not giving this.
Decimating smash out. There's the Rift out down as well. G2 back away with a magical journey. The dive into the backline via Mirwin.
What the fuck is this from Koi? What the fuck is this from Koi? Jojo just flashed into an Herald. Like Ambessa had a full First Blood Tower top.
The Drake, though, taken for them.
They got the Drake, I guess. Was kind of sketchy. I guess they dive in and get it's worth it in the end, but
if you lose the Dragon, it doesn't matter. It's MKOI now on soul point.
Fuck it, it's worth it. They got the Drake at soul point. Shit. They had so much push inside, though. I thought maybe it would be good to get some more.
Deep, and then I see in game in the all chat, Mirwin writes fan club at that ward. Meeting at the ward. All right, well,
Mirwin wrote fan club question mark. Alvaro. Vasva Dustin. But why does he write fan club question mark when he's the one who ulted into 5 people? Oh, he's just dead or what? What the fuck? He's just dead.
The jungle will get him to safety. Super putting tons of damage down onto Hans Summer. The True Shot Barrage just goes wide.
I mean,
Yoya's kind of running this game.
Just because. Oh, Shockwave?
It should be okay here, no?
Down a bit sometimes, but mostly good.
Even though he was over the wall, another QW would have been enough to get that kill. So what we're seeing is G2 can definitely fight, especially when MKOI is coming into them. And the idea is, collapse on the TP. If we shut him out of the fight, we'll have the numbers advantage, we can turn. But G2 did so much damage to that dragon. Koi basically just walked in and said, okay.
Yeah, the biggest threat to G2 is the Sivir. They're basically playing 4 melee champs.
I mean, still has a
So the Sivir is the scariest. They need to kill Sivir. And they need to be careful of a shockwave on all of them. Because they're full sending it.
They're at soul point.
I think Ezreal this game is just a cameraman. He's like hitting the Sion while his whole team's like, go, go, go. And he's just like, yeah.
Now G2 fighting from a losing
Unless the fight gets a bit scrappy.
Still no flash, will dash out of the
He TP's in caps. He has the Ambessa flash timer. Ambessa can ult the ult though. Wait, Caps doesn't have ult. What? Why is he TPing bot?
Will not go for
He thought he could kill him without ult.
They don't have the damage. Mirwin is able to escape. Doesn't even have to burn the flash. Only goes down to half. And that's the TP invested from Caps.
I guess he gets donated a tower. Worth.
Opening top here, so not too much minions lost. And Caps is able to pick up the bot tower, but it's not the pick that you really wanted to try to... Because you really want to get a gold lead at this point to make sure that
it's insane that the 6th and 7th seed
is not a flip. It's not a 50-50. Because if
or in the bracket finals, yeah, it's crazy.
Pit, and he has a chance of winning the game on his own.
I find it really fascinating that both of these teams have kept the gold practically even for the whole game.
Ready return's going to pull him back. The smite down there for the slow as well. Super trying to trade in a hero's entrance. But
how fucking OP is Zahen, by the way? That was ridiculous. What? Wait, they're just going to kill Jojo. He has no flash, and then they're going to get Nash. That's it? Why is he Bro, go Nash.
And Nash is up. Super's mistake might have cost MKOI the game here, as it's 3 versus 5.
That can't be the way. Caps, hello.
Caps does have the flash. He's insist there for the first follow-up.
QE, phase rush. Alvaro, man. He should be dead, right?
Elioya will get the kill with the denting blows, but in exchange, a Baron for G2.
People are sleeping at the keyboards, bro. Come, what the fuck is this? Everyone needs to wake up.
Which got caught out as well. I mean, in the river, isolated, I wasn't expecting
every kill so far has just been a mistake.
His damage. He knew that he could take the 1v1. I mean, look back, like, I guess, like, what is the plan here from Sukai?
Yeah, what the fuck is he even doing there?
A brush. There's no blue buff for him to Q and steal. He ease away. He does have the flash available. He holds onto it to the very last second, and it converts into 2 quick picks.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he was thinking there. I think Skewmont, he really knew once he hit that... is it the W?
Skewmont kind of cooked him, but the Zahin damage is insane, actually.
Flash for that kill. Nicely played
is it Red Smite? It is Red Smite.
And it is now the Nash for G2, but it's only on 4 members.
Well, it's 40 seconds on Drake, and they've been given a lot of gold. That Sivir is really scary.
Now 1.3k gold ahead of Super.
Yeah.
So the Baron.
Now, do you Bard ult the Sivir when Vi ults on her head with Galio ult?
Even gotten a plate or 2 in mid. Like Infinity Edge done, the Essence Reaver, this Sivir.
I don't know how that's gonna end up.
Of the champion. Well,
let's see.
He's already very close to that point.
Koi can't give this Drake, surely, right? They have to send it, but it's so hard against Baron. But they have really good bot push.
I mean, the one thing that G2 really want to do is try to break this mid tower, but they have to worry about the soul spawning in 10 seconds. They have control of it, but MKOI trying to face check here with the Nico clones. It's going to be a fight.
Yeah, Sivir Spell Shield can block the Bard ult or what?
TP coming out from Broken
Can you block your own Bard's ult?
Stay in top for longer
yeah,
here.
surely.
You can give up this Drake. It's what getting 3 of them allows you to do. MKOI unlikely to fight this. Just let Mirwin have a bit of free time.
They're giving it.
With that top lane tier 2. Get yourself a little bit more gold on that Ambessa.
And the added benefit is that you waste G2's Nash. That was like 2 waves where G2 couldn't really pressure on. So
does the game get better for Koi?
And you're not really going to see a whole lot of towers going for G2.
I don't know if it gets any better. Sivir is going to get fucking LDR. Caps is going to get defensive.
As Hatsama might be caught. Uses the on the hunt. Season desist coming out. The smite used as well.
Did he just fail the spell shield and they missed the Bard ult on the...
What? Mirwin does join the party. Jojo tanking the tower for a while. LeBron going in with a magical journey. Skewmont has that cultivation of war. Has the revive.
What the fuck is going on this game, guys? Skewmont's gonna bring order. Order to the game. He's completely frying them, actually, Skewmont. Oh, income PB! It's Vin Diesel. Boom. Alright, G2 still win that.
Magical journey in by LeBron as they look to chase down Super. Can't land the cosmic binding. Skewmont, a dreaded return across the wall here. Might Catch out the Ezreal.
Supa's playing with fire
He
here.
really is.
Oh,
I think
Scumon's
Scumon's kind of carrying the fights.
in these extended fights, and we're seeing the power of the G2 come on
I think
full display.
Hansama panic
Despite
spell
Hansama
shielded
dying-
and Labrov
Oh,
panic
absolutely.
ulted.
It's just executing.
Yeah, he's executing.
Flashy.
Will Broken
Too
Blade
far.
flash?
No,
No, he will not. He could have flashed Q, you know?
that's a pure solo queue play. Flash queuing there, man.
Hey, why not?
Wow.
Baus would do it.
So,
Yes.
I mean, what a series of events.
W Bow, shout out.
They committed to the Hans fan club meeting at midnight, right?
Yep.
Like, all 5 members diving this tower. They did the tech that you guys were talking about in draft, where they used the smite to make sure they connected.
Oh, it's a combi verse.
Keep them alive, and the combo
Was a nice
was
Bard stun though.
great.
He landed on
But
Ambessa
now
Vi.
they re-engage from G2. The rest of the members start to collapse on mid. They turn their attention onto Mirwin. The magical journey helping them keep within range of him. A nice binding connects from Labrov. Skewon.
Yeah, the Bard
the
stuns.
healing that he gets.
If you ignore the
Watch,
ult,
he
the
uses the clone.
Labrov
He
plays
goes
is
till
good. Another
250
Q.
HP.
He gets
And
so
then
many good
continues
stuns.
on in the extended fight. The rest of Koi splits apart, and while they do get that initial pick in the extended exchange, it's G2 that walk away the victors.
You have to remember when that Zahen
The Nico
has
clones
the passive
healed him.
stacked up,
What, they
you are
get Standard
getting
Sky on it or
bonus
what?
Attack damage for each of the stacks, and it then doubles the bonus when you're fully stacked. You get a huge amount of extra AD, up to 71% at level 18. And that Sundered Sky proc doing a lot of work for them overall. G2 now with a 3,000 gold lead, Jack.
And we saw the AD in that fight. Like, even though Hansama was
I
dead,
thought he
it
said
didn't feel like
Jet.
they were missing any damage.
I was
so
like,
that's
what?
another threat that MKOI need to worry about. It's not just Hansama, it's Caps, Hansama, and Skewmon that they all really need to have their eye on.
The scary thing for Koi is that they just full committed to a dive. They killed the enemy AD carry, but the fight really didn't feel very Koi.
To be fair, they were under the tower.
No, I mean, I
So
understand
it's
that. I
not
understand that. But
but
you have to recognize that the game, up until this point, felt like it was Koi.
Is it a comp diff? I don't think it's a comp diff. I think Koi's comp can work. They just have to be willing to like pull the trigger and pull it together, you know?
But you can see how, at this level, a single mistake can be absolutely punishing.
Like, they had a pretty
And
good
G2
game
have
state.
swung this into a 3K gold lead. Now, that doesn't feel
But Supa
monstrous.
just randomly
You have to look at where that
walked
gold's
into a
sitting.
river,
Hansama has now finished
died,
his
and
third
gave them
item.
Baron. So obviously you lose all control of the
quickly
game.
working towards his third
And they
as
get a
well.
huge XP injection from Baron,
First time he's
and they
ever
deny
gone
your
after
Drake,
Zahen
so the game's
in
going
his
later,
pro
and you
career.
get
Obviously, he
outscaled.
hasn't
So
been out that long, so it doesn't
it's like the
have a
worst
huge
outcome
amount of
ever.
time to
You
have
can do
played
10,
it, but
10 things
does
right,
hark
and then
back
do that one
to
thing wrong,
the
and
good
it
old
doesn't matter
days
anymore.
with Skewmon and
You're
solo
behind.
queue with Viego, I believe, used to be his real power pick alongside the Nunu, of course.
It's one of those things where on a champion like this, it can be difficult to get, I would say, kill participation. He's 100%. He's been involved in absolutely every single kill that G2 has been able to find. And I mean, you've been seeing the damage that he's been doing in these fights. We have this high expectation for damage, but then we're going to look at the post-game damage results. And he's
It's crazy that BB's level 17 Sion. Holy.
Hansama, I mean, especially
Holy.
Supa this game. He's going to be queuing Sion so much that it's going to be looking ludicrous.
Super also gone for the Endless Hunger here on the Ezreal, something we are seeing more
So
of
is
for that
Skewmon.
extra ability haste. Yes. We got red rings of death on either side of the rift.
Oh, the
Alright,
Sivir is
Dragon now
insanely
spawning
OP.
in 35 seconds. Both teams will be eyeing that objective up. But with the Baron available, this is the thing that we talked about.
Mirwin's going
Koi can
for
always
Cyrilda's.
threaten the cross map. So G2 have to be
Endless
cautious in
Hunger
their
on
approach.
Skewmon?
They wanna still get some
Scheisse.
vision around this area. They'll drop the control ward. Koi
The Endless
recognize
Hunger
that the
passive
jungler's
is
top side, so
Omnivamp,
they're gonna
right?
use this
When
to
you
move
kill?
to the bot side, now start to threaten the soul themselves.
Mira trying to sneak behind here, will be spotted out by Control Ward. The true shot
So
barrage.
if he kills someone and then
Skewmon
ults on
and
3
Hansama,
people, is
good
he just going to
damage
heal
from
to
Supa
full?
on Labrov there. TP coming in as Jojo joins the fray. Around this bottom side, Elioya snuck in. Labrov there, face checking. Broken Blade still on the front line. Onslaught, unstoppable onto Alvaro, forces him down to
Where
half
was the
HP.
shockwave?
Elioya
Could they
chased
shockwave
out
on that?
by Labrov.
I didn't see where
Execute
Oriana was.
blocking, not doing too much on
With the
that
bull on
bar.
Sion? Could have worked.
G2 have used Broken Blade's ultimate just
Alvaro
to
needs to
try
land
and
a
wrest
fatty
control
engage here.
away from MKOI. The Drake is up. MKOI still looking for the soul.
Supa's poke is going to be the most important part. Right now,
Supa's
it's all
poke
to
is gonna get
Broken
tanked.
Blades.
Super slowed. Alvaro, 3-map hoblos from Hero's entrance here for the follow-up with the cease and desist, but the tempered fate is going to buy
Oh, it's
so
also
much
stopped the
time
Galio
here for
taunt.
G2. Can they
But
get
both carries are
Alvaro
dead.
and MKOI take 2. Skewmon will get one in response to 4v3.
Skewmon has
In
a
the
kill.
favor of MKOI as Skewmon has that
Skewmon can maybe carry this. He has passive and he has the Endless Hunger. They have to kill him now. They have to peel for him.
Skewmon dashes away. The magical journey will get Broken Blade to safety. Labrov does not have that same luxury. The dreaded
Dead. Oh, what? The Endless Hunger again? Oh, almost. Oh, BB! Oh, he gets him. It's a complete 9 people die fight. 1 person lives. Yeah, Skewmon saved him there. I think Mirwin can solo this though, but Caps has TP in 10. He can't kill Drake in 10 seconds. But Alvaro's on the way. Hansama runs from base. There's no damage on this Drake. They have 3 Drakes, right? For every Drake you get, you do less damage to Drake. So this shit's insanely tanky. Everyone's gonna slowly make their way back and it's gonna be a rematch. The difference is, actually no, they will get it. Koi will get it. Surely they'll get it. Koi will get it. It's gone. They have to walk up here, G2, and push them back. Don't let it reset. Oh, he let it reset a little bit. Did Yoya just int it?
Albro tries to get in with the pop blossom, but he doesn't find anyone. Elioya stunned up. Mirwin in the pit. Elioya there as well. Goes in with the season assist above the execution there for the follow-up. But on some of the Mirwin and Elioya are dead. G2 will claim the Drake alongside it. You have to think they're second Baron of this game.
Unbelievable that this was the outcome.
What?
Koi was able to win the fight with a single.
I think Koi could have got that Drake.
They decided to try and finish the dragon off, and it ended up being their undoing.
This engage from Alvaro was insane. Yoya flash ults. The Bard ult doesn't do that much because as soon as they come out, they get Ambessa ulted. And Sivir's already dead. Yeah, Skewmon kind of carries at the end, but I think I want to see the other side of this play. I think Alvaro should just take the Blast Cone with Elioya and they just play from the bottom of the fight. And use the bush and just get a free Drake and run. I think maybe 1 or 2 of them die for the Drake, but I'm sure that Drake could have been theirs.
They will take Jojo as well. The thing is, Koi had the advantage here. It was Skewmon that died last.
Well, that was before the happening.
So, some major things happened there. First of all, Koi, they had a beautiful start to that fight. The wombo combo onto the 2 key carries was beautiful to see. But then Skewmon single-handedly keeping G2 in the fight, making the fight a 5-for-4.
Not gonna lie, that Zahen champ is kinda OP. That shit is fucking busted as shit.
Like, oh my goodness, how back and forth. And now it's G2 with the Baron. They
in jungle.
The soul again.
Yeah, I mean, Koi, they have to be kicking themselves.
I do think this is probably one of the best comps Zahen can play into, isn't it? There, he's playing into a dive comp.
They could have played it slow.
Absolutely.
But they ended up rushing it, and it might have cost them the game. As G2 now, they're playing 2 lanes here on the Nash. They already got the bot tower, but they're looking for inhibs.
Still 4 waves on this Nash push. Double cannons down towards the bottom side. Triple cannons in mid. Shepherded in by Broken Blade.
I think 1-3-1ing is so good with Baron, but I think 1-3-1ing against Ambessa, Vi, Galio, Nico is probably a bit sketchy.
The Winds of War will take away, but even with
Ambessa is eating the base.
Out the cannons. G2 advance through bot. They'll take the bot inhib. Mkoi trying to defend mid right now as Mirwin pushes in the top lane himself.
Cap CP is up now.
For Mkoi as recompense for G2's plate.
Recompense, another word, write that down.
Caps has backed away, but Elioya looking for the place.
Skewmon's just standing still, pretending that you can't go on him. Sivir was actually in base.
For the G2 jungler.
Wonder if G2 was a bit scared of some sort of base race there, because they ended up not taking the mid tower. It was only 200, 300 HP, so I thought they'd play for both the mid inhib and the bot inhib, but it's still
they can just do the same thing again though, just 4-1 again.
Their top side, and now they can look to siege for this top tier 2 slow.
40 seconds on Baron though, so they have basically 2 waves.
If you thought he was hard to kill before.
But I don't even know if they have enough time to get the wave to here. They probably get the tier 2, but...
I wonder what procs first. Is it this passive or the GA? I would assume the passive.
I think it's the passive, obviously if it's fully stacked, and then the GA afterwards. Navoy Flicker Blades completed for Hansama. Super has got himself a Cyrilda's Grudge, so 4 items apiece on our AD carries. It's a large gold lead for Hansama, just sitting on that Vampiric Scepter for now.
There's no anti-heal.
What happens if he plays Zahen with Zilean with GA?
So much healing on Skewmon.
Yes, GA passive Zilean
as well.
Yeah, just that single Oblivion Orb for Alvaro.
That would be pretty fucking XD.
Does connect, but still, it's not a lot.
It's not a lot.
Not a lot at all. And Alvaro has had that one really good Pop Blossom, has had a couple of Howlers, hasn't been able to get onto the back line as effectively as he'd like. Elio going in with the season
He R flashed. Bardold was great. It should be winning for G2. Oh my god, Mirwin just ulted into his Zhonya's.
To avoid it, Jojo on the backline. Hansama has so much time to open up. Jojo falls, and Koi, they shot their shots, but they were firing.
Nice try by Koi. I think Super getting caught just fucked this game up a bit too much. It just gave Sivir and fucking G2 way too much golden time.
Neglect Super and Alvaro.
I also think they threw that Drake situation.
They'll chase them out. The Nexus towers.
But I don't know, if you have Ocean Soul on this Koi comp, do you win the game? I don't even know if Soul wins them the game this game. I think that they're... Let's pretend that Koi got that Drake and got out. I still think they lose. I think if they had a better Soul, they probably win if they get it. Like, if it's Inferno or something, I think they can win.
Ultimately boiled down to a single mistake from Super. Getting caught in the river allowed this to happen, but let's hear from Shox and Skewmont.
Skewmont, is Zahen overpowered or are you overpowered?
I think Champ is kind of OP. I don't know like how I managed to like survive that long on that Drake fight, but yeah, I mean I think my Champ is a bit OP.
He carried that Drake
Finn
fight,
seems to think that you should have built Sterax or Death's Dance instead of Endless Hunger. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, I mean probably in hindsight, like they don't have that much CC, and like most of the time they will never go on me, so I don't really care about their CC. So I think yeah, like more defensive item would have been probably better.
But it worked out anyway. I'll let you go to your team. A lot of games still to go. I'll go over to the desk. You heard it. You're right.
Great
Finn,
game by Skewmont.
Damn, that was crazy.
Sure, on the
Great game by
right,
Skewmont. I feel like that was a solid game for Koi. Well, I think if I'm Koi now, I choose blue side and I try and get Azir first pick, but I'm convinced with that Orianna out that Azir is banned.
The sheer amount of ability haste and the performance there is going to have people in solo queue building that item no matter what, which they probably were doing anyway. But it's kind of scary when you're already that dominant and your only takeaway is, okay, one item difference, and then we're all good, perfect performance.
I want to talk about Dominoes.
You want Dominoes?
Because we were watching this game, right? And MKoi is in control for the most part. Supa has an unfortunate moment. And when we watched it, we said it might actually not lead to too much because they still have Soul coming up. They still have probably positioning. They still are ahead. So how did the dominoes start to fall?
I mean, it just came down to MKoi played an amazing early game. Kinda, I'm not gonna say Navi-esque, but the fact that they beat Navi so hard and now playing the same kind of playstyle, play bot push, secure mid push, stack those dragons. But you have to see the plan through. You can't skip steps. You can't mess up right before the fourth.
Why are the teams in 6th and 7th? I thought they were top. Yeah, I mean the regular season was a bit Mickey Mouse in general, I think, but it is what it is.
Gets caught out there, super unfortunate, and yeah. We can roll the clips out
and
later.
that is the most glaring moment where it feels like this big mistake, because you have to understand that this MKoi composition always has creative playmaking angles, but it's kind of on a timer, because you see how Zahen very quickly starts to feel like Thanos in these team fights.
Yeah, some of these team fights, Koi are...
I mean, that's the thing, right? When you get that extra kill on Zahen, it gives you that extra juice that you need to go crazy in these fights, and they just didn't have any options, because sure, if you dive to other people, Zahen will just kill the rest, and if you dive to Zahen, well, he can buffer that CC with his ult and just kind of ignore your engage, and then suddenly you have a Caps, Orianna, and a Hansama Sivir that hits you, so it was a tough moment to beat.
Actually, it's so sad, that game. Even if they didn't take the Bard portal, it was probably winning.
Here, maybe Miran pushes out bot, they wait for
so here, why doesn't Alvaro just go around the right with Elyoya, and then they can just do the Drake in the bush, or like from the bush.
You get later into the game, if
Alvaro doesn't have any tools here.
It's really hard to pull off this MKoi composition. Yes, you have Vi and Bessa. Last year we would say GG draft over, but they had a Bard. They had a Sivir with a spell shield. It is so hard for them to actually find a target that they want to go onto. You ult that Zahen, he's jumping right in on top of you and he's beating the hell out of you. There weren't good choices. They still found good angles, but it is that single misstep that's going to haunt them, because if you're playing that game with an Ocean Soul, a lot of the struggles in late game just get so much easier.
The higher the seed, the better the team.
Supa gave an interview at the beginning of the year where he said
that's why we finished
didn't
9th.
feel like he played his best at Worlds. We had the debacle a couple of times with the was he in
feels so
shop or
weird
whatever,
to say
he
that
was
we
not paying
played in this
attention or
LEC split that we're
whatever
watching.
it was,
That's so
he was out of
fucking weird.
position a few times, right? And I think when
Feels like
I say that because I watched
Is
the
that what it's
video they
called?
released before the playoffs where they said we want to be really tight on these mistakes. We do not want to make
Feels like
these
a fever
mistakes as a
dream.
team, right? And I don't want to put it on someone, just one person. I want to come back to what you said, Finn. They have so much discipline in the early game. They do everything correct, but then they throw it away.
Yeah, I mean, Supa will beat himself up, but
I've never had a fever dream. Is it when you dream of something with a fever or some shit? Why is it called a fever dream?
You can't have a player that always steps up, look for these 1-1 plays, and never makes a misstep.
But what's the difference?
I mean, it's all about how you bounce back.
Yeah, the aggressive arcane chips forward we saw in the jungle fight.
When you have a fever, you hallucinate in your dreams.
This is the good side of super aggression. Tempered. And this wasn't a play where he made like an over-aggressive move or underestimated his damage. It was just messy. It was just bad. And so I don't want the takeaway for him to be, I need to back off, I need to play more passive.
You know what I did once?
He was pushing his limits super well in the early
got a
stages of the
book,
game. He just got
and every time I dreamed of something, and I woke up, I wrote down the dream. And I did that for like 2 weeks. And then, after like a few weeks, I could read my description of the dream, and I would remember it.
And picking this Sehen has a price for G2.
But normally when I dream, I just completely forget within like 5 hours it's gone. But it's crazy that if you actually write it down, it insta-refreshes everything.
Draft another composition like this, in a situation where Skewmon is going to scale, and admittedly there's not a champ like Sehen that's going to do it.
Okay, I feel like what I just said probably sounds really stupid, but you get what I mean, right?
Because the Sehen didn't get to participate much. He's stealing red while Ilya's taking dragon. He's not really ganking mid. He doesn't do anything. And then suddenly, he's unkillable. He's
also, I didn't have dreams for a while. And I bought some magnesium supplements last week. And the first day of taking the magnesium supplements, that night my dreams were fucking mental.
Doom, right? When it started tilting a little bit
dreams like on cooldown.
Because you think they have so many reps in this exact situation with Capson or Orianna, like not even counting the fact that Sehen was going in overdrive. And yeah, you just have to be more exact, and you have to be against probably any other team in LEC.
I dreamt that like we played in the LEC and we were really close to making it to top 8, and then we didn't.
Look how much Elyoya and Alvaro was playing. I felt like that was kind of disappearing throughout the end.
Magnesium gives you vivid dreams.
When you're always on the same page with your support and jungle, every play becomes so simple. But when people start making solo plays, that's exactly when MKOI were starting to kind of lose their touch a little bit. So I want to see MKOI come in with the same discipline they had in the early game and make sure in every single play there's 5 players. Every single time a play happens, everyone has a job. And I feel like when they lose touch of that mindset, that's when things go wrong for them. So looking back, cycling ahead, looking for next game, they need to find their unity again. You are not alone. Super, you don't need to go for the solo vision. If Alvaro and Elyoya is involved in their plays, they look like the better team.
Yeah, I think so too. There won't be a Sehen. That's a big one. And also the fact that this is a lesson learned, and this is a best of 5. I do think Movistar Koi is a team that has resilience. I would be really stupid to count them out after just 1 game.
I completely agree, but I think for G2,
how much MG of magnesium do you take? Like 300?
You were fine. You picked a composition that could struggle, that could fall apart in the early game. Caps got, you saw the jungle percentage. Caps got so much attention. He was basically even for the vast majority. They can keep taking a step back.
Why are you saying 07, bro?
Just choosing for comps that are going to be more steady, more safe, more reliable, because MKOI have not shown us that they can execute consistency at the level to kind of bring it across the finish line. And if they make more missteps with comps like this, G2 just get to keep bringing in these wins.
You still have hope?
I still have hope. I don't think you can watch that game and lose hope for MKOI, because you saw the flashes of brilliance. You saw what they're so good at. You also saw the bad, but I do think this draft was exquisite by G2.
Yo, Dragostino, much love.
That was a really great game.
Italia.
A really close game. Don't make the mistake of thinking G2 just ran away.
You're gonna miss Midnight release?
Hell
no.
Yeah,
Midnight
awesome
release.
Watch,
we're gonna play it this week on Friday, I think, or Saturday. I think Friday. One of the days this week we're gonna play it. We're gonna play it at midnight. Chills. I'm gonna play Warrior. I'm gonna play Warrior in midnight. Wait, is there a class tier list? World of Warcraft Midnight PvP class tier list. What? Warrior C tier? What? Why?
Brother,
Why?
Brother. Let
What?
me try.
Hello?
Wait. Brother. Let us break this instead. Brother.
How do people know what's gonna be broken in midnight when it's not even come out?
Kit Kat.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen.
What is
Wait,
this,
Van
brother?
Rookie. I trust Van Rookie. That guy's fucking goated. He puts Warrior in C tier. And Fury Warrior is better. Chat. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? That's Windwalker Monk. And what the fuck is that? Assassination Rogue. So let me get it straight. Rogue is just gonna be broken as shit in Midnight.
I'm your champion. Welcome to my shop. You'll need the right build. Choose wisely because every
Bro, I swear, Blizzard always fucking makes it so rogues are broken. Rogues are like the 80 carries of League. Oh, it's everything okay? Is everything okay? Oh, you need that? Oh, okay. Come here. Come here. It's okay. We'll give it to you. Don't worry. Top laners fucking die and rot in a piece of shit. And top lane is like fucking warriors or what? I don't get it. Now I don't want to play warrior anymore. But the good thing is I leveled a warlock in 2 days. 1 to 80. It was so quick. Maybe I just leveled up a rogue. No, I don't want to play rogue. Okay, hold up. My school friend is playing Retribution Paladin. And the other homie is playing Monk. And we want to play 3v3. What's the best class to slot in? I thought it was Warrior. He's playing Healer Monk, by the way. Healer Monk. Healer Monk, Red Paladin, and 3v3 Arena. What's the answer? What do you mean DK? DK. Where's the healing reduction at? Where's the healing reduction at? Bro, I'm not playing DK. The fuck? Play Feral. I can't play Feral Druid. I'm gonna put my bleeds on. Okay, I'm gonna put my move speed. I'm running away. I'm gonna re-stealth while he's bleeding. Fuck that. I'm just gonna go heal to full. No, fuck off, bro. The only time Feral looks fun is when Soda's playing it. But I ain't got no time for that fucking run around, heal up, re-stealth. I just want to fucking smork on someone's face. But I've only ever played healers in Arena, but now I need to play a DPS. So like if I was to play like a champ that has to control like mage, I would fuck it up. If I have to play a champ that has to heal, then, not heal, like off heal, I'm gonna fuck it up. I just want a champ that I can run at them with and just fuck them up. But I don't want Demon Hunter, that's cringe. I'm going Warrior, fuck it. We'll make it work. Dee 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 dee. Use the one button rotation. Shut the fuck up, I'm one button rotation. Sorry for yapping about WoW. Maybe I am addicted. Why does Jack look like he's bring your son to work day? What the fuck?
Yeah, he's ulting. Nice. Nice. Put me. I wasn't 30. Keep fighting. It's fine. It's really fine. We're winning really hard. Look nice. Look nice from now. She's gonna ult, guys. You control. Kill, she will do smite. Kill by. Buy first. Nice. I'll come for the smite. Nice, Dragon. Guys, go burn.
And as we watch the defining fights, or one of the defining fights from the first game, the question for MCoy is, can they bounce back in game 2? Obviously, where I'm fearless, we're going to see the most fearless we've seen in quite a while, actually. If we go
All right, Fearless. I presume Koi chose blue side and they're looking for a 0. What?
I think 3. Oh no, yeah,
We had
3.
Yesterday it was back-to-back.
Yeah.
Wait, is G2 blue side? I can't tell. They look like they were banning first.
Yesterday, so didn't manage to catch up on all of the games, especially considering none of those teams are playing today.
True. What I will say is I very much agree with Finn that I would not lose hope in Koi at all.
Yeah.
I felt like that a single
sorry, hiccup.
mistake from Super put them in a much worse position. And I think, honestly...
Do you ever get ganked by your own hiccups?
Fight, once they had 3 versus 2 and the Bard portal had come through, if they just gone Dragon...
That's true.
Like,
they had a lot of...
That's what I mean, right? Like, so I think that just a couple of poor decisions from Koi, and that game could have looked very differently.
Are G2 game 1 endies?
In my opinion, these two teams
I actually don't know. Are G2 game 1 endies? No, they're normally the opposite of game 1 endies. I feel like G2 normally always loses game 1 of best of series.
And I liked what we saw from them in the early game execution, but let's see what they bring us here in game 2.
I don't know, though.
It's interesting because I feel like it showed a lot of their weaknesses that they had in the regular season. A little bit cockiness that caused Super to just randomly get caught out. A little bit too over-eager in a lot of the fights, which made
Thoughts
them,
on Sir Dunk? Bro, Sir Dunk is fucking legendary.
Already gained in the first place. And I do think that they can maybe come down a little bit calmer in game 2 and a little bit more.
Okay, Koi did choose first pick.
Often in a game 1 of a best
Okay, looking for Ryze, and if Ryze is banned, are they gonna first pick Talia?
Rusty in a way, so I could definitely see that MKOI can bounce back and continue building on that great early game that we saw in
They
game
don't ban the Ryze.
To be in the finals in your home event in Barcelona here for MKOI, you get to skip the first
Do you ever
2
play
days,
League anymore?
you get to prep,
I'll
get
come
to
back to
watch
League
the other
playing
teams
League
play,
in like a
and
couple
then
months
just
probably.
meet up in that battle on Sunday. MKOI chose first pick. G2
I'm too addicted to WoW at the moment.
Alright,
Ryze first pick, Pantheon Ben. I mean, it's just a classic. Jarvan, Xin Zhao are strong. Nara's out, Corki's in, which is strong.
I have to imagine Talia will be the response.
They keep hovering Gwen.
He's not really the type to go for the Cassio counter pick.
We're gonna get Rumble Cassante or Rumble Ornn. Classic.
Better wave clear and just a little bit more roaming around the map.
Sir Caedrel the Bold.
Decides to go for is, it's going to be the Rumble for Broken Blade.
You could play an AD mid with Rumble, but I don't think you want to play an AD mid into Ryze.
I want to say it was against KC.
You could do Rumble Jarvan, yeah.
It's going to be the hot pot combo once more with the Jarvan.
The hot pot combo. Fuck, I'm hungry hearing that. Alright, Koi can match top Ornn Cassante, and they can pick their fucking Corki probably, or their Xin Zhao.
Can Broken Blade get far enough ahead of Mirwin when Mirwin does have a counter pick on this Rumble to really get those that water bubbling inside the Cataclysm? MKOI likely to look towards their jungler, with G2 having already selected theirs. Can also pick top as an answer to this Rumble. Don't need to reveal anything on the bottom side of the map as of yet.
This time they're putting Mirwin on the tank. It's been a kind of tried and true tested method for MKOI recently.
No, I didn't watch the new episode, don't spoil it.
More on this scaling safe pick, and it allows then Elyoya.
Bro, this Teemo splash just doesn't hit anymore. Back in the days, you hover that fucking red champ and everyone's screaming. Caitlyn blind.
So they get some ability into the Jarvan. The one kind of downside of playing Caitlyn into Jarvan is that as Caitlyn, you really want to be playing very
I mean, it would have been nice to pick mid, but I guess Caps... What can you play into Caitlyn? You can play...
I would love to see him try to do
okay,
some
pick
proactive plays early game around this bot side.
You can play, I mean, normally into Caitlyn you can play champs like Ashe, or Jhin, or MF, or stuff like that. He should be able to find one of them on 4, and then they can counter pick support.
On the pick against Vitality and Na'Vi. The Talia locked in, as you say, Betty. Not the Cassio there for Caps, and we move into the second phase of bans. I do like the idea of trying to get push through your bot side, knowing you're going to be receiving quite a lot of pressure.
Caitlyn Elise.
Okay.
Do you care about Karma? Nah.
All-in combo.
Maybe.
I wanted to say Jhin for Hansama, but he's not really a Jhin player. And also into Ornn, I don't know if I love it. It seems that... Okay, well, Koi is still worried about it, so they're going to ban
it's
it
Ashe
away.
MF, that's the only 2 left, really.
Jhin would be the best pick by far, so you have the right instincts there for sure. And I do think, though, with the game 1...
Corki on next best?
Yeah, I think Corki...
Aphelios would be my only other one.
I think Aphelios laning phase pretty hard.
They do ban
I
the
would
Karma.
say Sivir, but Sivir he already picked in game 1.
What about Jinx, maybe?
Jinx, we saw it played by Carsey. The thing is, it's quite the losing lane, but you do kind of scale.
Ashe.
Ashe is decent, yeah.
They could do an Ashe Seraphine bot lane. I don't think that's terrible.
I could see that.
Yeah. Ashe Seraphine, but what the fuck is Koi playing? Bard is out, Nico's banned, Karma's banned, Nami's banned. What are they playing bot lane?
Doesn't do a huge amount early game. You only have to pick one of them.
Is it like Thresh against Jarvan, or is it Braum, Caitlyn Braum?
The Nami ban by MKoi.
Like,
kind of targeting both Corki Nami and Lucian Nami there, and just removing some sustain.
They're just gonna play like Caitlyn Leona?
So range supports taken out, because both the Bard and the Nico were played in game 1, and now 3 range supports banned.
So you're saying Zeri Yuumi is what we should look at?
Or Ashe Seraphine.
Kalista Renata. Just go all in. Is the Ashe. Good call on that, Betty. We'll see what G2 want to put alongside. It's really dictated by what support MKoi decide to go for.
Like in jungle, they'll be fine. They'll just pick Sinzao
or...
Or just any AD bruiser jungle will fit, you know.
Deft bot lane.
Nocturne would be pretty funky, but I don't think it works if you're playing these champs.
I know, that's why it's bad. Yeah, my bad. That's on me. Alright, what's Koi gonna go for the jungle?
Just pick
it's
fucking TF
like
support, it kinda cooks.
So, a very stock standard front to back from Koi. I kinda just prefer G2's front to back though. I feel like that it just kinda has more options. I feel like it's really hard for Ryze to play into this.
I already know what Alvaro's picking here. He's probably picking a melee support.
Ashe, the poke from the Talia,
I just don't see him.
When you get in close range, like the ulti.
They're gonna take the Seraphine away.
I mean, they take away the
Is that a good takeaway? Caitlyn Seraphine?
I understand the takeaway, but
Chat, I'm gonna add. If you don't want to add 200 subscribers, you have to channel to win the back the game. Just pick his. You don't have to. If you don't want the ads, you 200 from. After the ads, you can game.
But isn't Braum just kind of miserable into range supports and chat?
Yeah, Braum would be super miserable. I feel like they're not really set up for success in bot lane with their picks.
I mean, it's good into the top side.
Like Ashe, Nautilus, Jarvan into Cade Seraphine sounds miserable for the Cade Seraphine. I know that it's good for them to have an enchanter with Sinzao Ornn, but the way it's set up, I feel like a Nautilus ban would have helped this a lot.
But it is good into the top side, but I think the Nautilus, Nautilus Talia, really good combo, and it gives a little bit more engage. And it also doesn't give too much like cleanse or Merc Treads value, because Nautilus doesn't really have any CC that you can do much against. So I like what G2 has built here, but I like both drafts, to be honest. I think I'm favoring MKoi because they have so much tankiness in the Ornn, in the Sinzao, and they have that Seraphine that will scale up and do so much later on.
I like G2's situation.
I guess for me, the things that concern me is Zin's dashing into Talia. I think that Caitlyn Seraphine is a bot lane combo. They do have a lot of poke, but I feel like the strength of Ashe is
I feel like I favor E2.
Both synergizes nicely with the Seraphine, which... how reliable do you think it is to do the root into trap combo?
If you get the empowered Seraphine E, then it's pretty reliable, I'd say.
Okay, yeah.
And especially with the ultimate as well. There's no cleanse on Hansama as we enter game 2 here.
But E2 is gonna have to like play around bot and like punish bot and attack bot lane.
Okay, fair. Well, let's see what they bring to the table. Koi had a fantastic early game. It didn't result in a huge early gold lead, but the things that they did do was, first of all,
that Ornn is gonna be a little bit scary for G2, but if Rumble is left in isolation with first strike, he'll win into Ornn and push. Surely. Both jungles will path bot, but the 3v3 of G2 is hard winning if they hit a hook.
And I think that throughout the first 20 minutes of the game, it was non-stop pressure from Koi onto G2.
Oh my god, that's a big chunk already.
Of that warding trinket to start things off here, wants to try and control these bushes as much as possible. You don't want to give Seraphine control of that middle bush because she walks out.
Has Alvaro ever played Seraphine in his career?
Trade effectively. You can also use
Let me have a look.
The beat drop, that E or the high note to get the extra damage.
He has never picked Seraphine in his career ever.
Did take a big chunk early on, so Super and Alvaro
he is
doing
first
a good
timing
job
it.
of forcing Hansama and LeBron.
He's probably played a lot in solo queue, but
in this early game.
Really good trades from MKoi.
I mean, I guess the good news is at least it's not AD Seraphine. You're right.
Can you see these Alvaro E's are continuing to land, and that means that they're going to get full control of bot here. I think MKoi are looking to kind of just repeat the early game from game 1, try to leverage this bot prio to stack Drakes and have a nice stable early game. One crucial thing about this game is that both mid laners, neither of them have teleport. So if Caps dies to an early gank like we saw last game, he can lose a lot of minions and be put really far behind.
Same is true to Jojo. If he is caught out early on, perhaps with an early gank from Skumond on this Jarvan, it's very tricky for him to play. been a while since we've seen Alvaro on this Seraphine.
Okay, no
pick.
craziness from the Jarvan early.
2021 when he was playing for the Kauai Kiwis.
What?
In Tier
What?
3. It's been a hot minute for the guy. Don't think a Seraphine is something that we would usually associate.
Wait, Alvaro
too much
played
with the player,
Seraphine on the
but one of
Kauai
best supports in the league, often
Kauai
challenging for
Kiwis
that position, is
in
the best
Tier
support
3.
in the league. Has tried his hand
Scheiße.
at everything and has been pretty successful at all of it.
Absolutely. Bit of information going to be garnered. Hook being threatened. Alyoyo spotted out.
You're right, BB has no glasses. Did he get LASIK or what?
Through from LeBron. Yes, it will.
Lands the root onto Alvaro. Hansama did get slowed by the beat drop. Skewmon here first.
Oh my god, he just cooked the shit out of him. What the fuck? Wait, he just double trapped him. How?
Puts the trap down, and then there's the EW combo to get a trap behind LeBron.
The EW second trap?
With the Q to take LeBron down. That was some clean Caedrel mechanics.
And I think he also just stacked a headshot passive too. I think he got 3 headshots off in that skirmish.
Okay,
Like,
well,
as I
that
was
was supposed to be
wondering where the third one was
insanely
coming
good
from, and I'm
for
pretty sure it was
G2,
just-
but now it's completely
The
cooked.
first trap, then the E, then the second trap.
Then the W, second W, yeah.
It's not completely cooked, but it's pretty cooked.
There was 2 traps. Okay,
You
my
can,
bad.
you can stack them.
Yeah,
there is a
the
cooldown, it
first-
has to replenish, but
Yeah,
it's similar to Heimer's
Okay, we'll see it here.
Put
So he
down.
gets the first trap off of the CC from Alvaro.
Root
Then
trap.
he does EW combo. You can cast the W
And
while
there's
you're
the second
Eing,
trap.
and the
Yeah,
second trap
that's-
is behind
Okay,
LeBron.
clean, man. That was clean.
It's very
That was
nice.
actually insanely
played
clean
that
from
by
Super.
Taking names, and because of
Holy
that,
shit.
Endpoint able to get more push down towards this bottom side. Already almost an 800 gold lead for Super on this Caitlyn.
That was
battle in the bot lane
Labrov
one,
just got fucking
he had
headshot.
always wanted to watch
Literally.
in this series. Was important in game 1, but more about the scaling here. We see Hansama and Super battling out for early game control.
Now, of
Okay, now
course,
hook again,
this
Labrov.
does include the game 1 performances
Yes.
from both of these teams, but you recognize.
Oh,
Hang on a minute.
super
Oh
cool.
wait, his E got cancelled.
Playing
Now
for
he's dead.
Hansama
Oh,
with
he had
the
all that
sun.
aura, now he's
Comes
gone.
out, Hansama has to back away. LeBron will be able
All
to
that
get the kill.
aura. No,
Forced
it's
away
gone
as
now.
well.
You have
Might be
hook?
a caster curse and a half as LeBron. Does he have the hook?
Flashes for it. I think he was looking for the
Hansama's
flash
laughing.
blows there, but just not quite off cooldown.
Now they
Yes,
push out on
Alvaro
base.
reset, but Alvaro was
Well,
able to
Caitlyn
flash
still has
out.
flash,
Super ends up dying.
but not
The
having
gold lead is
flashes
still
in
his
general against these
favor,
champs is
but
a
it's swung
nightmare.
Slightly back into Hansama.
I mean, the craziest thing about that was, had Super based yet, or were they both just
He
sitting
had
on a
not
door?
based.
Like,
No, he was still sitting on the goal.
I was
Ooh,
gonna
Vamos
say, 'cause
Koi, I heard him in the
obviously
audience.
If he had an opportunity to go back to base, that
Cooking,
the
but that
other
guy has
different
2
job
biscuits.
would have made it, but now it's Hans that gets to come back with a BF sword as well. So
Ooh, I don't know if you
just
can
like
clear that pink,
a
buddy.
nice hook connects from
EQ out.
Labrov, and,
In prison. Good flag and drag over the wall there.
You can
by
EQ
Skewmon.
well rooted W.
Sometimes can be tricked right at the edge of the flag.
Well,
and
it's
drag
BF sword
range.
versus
If you
BF
put your
sword, but a
flag
boot
down, it can be
stiff.
pushed over
So
the
I guess
wall just
Hansama got a
outside of
pretty
the,
good base,
Dragon strike.
all things considered.
Q.
I've been victim to that many a time.
But I feel like this game, it highlights the character of Supa. Do really cool, crazy play, and then immediately make a mistake to kind of lose the lead.
Was it a mistake? Because I'd have to look at the state of the lane, but the
I mean, I
thing
feel
about Nautilus and a
It's
hook
hard
champ,
to say because we were in the replay, but for sure when you kill the enemy support, you should be able to have a base timing before Labrov gets back. That would be my criticism, that they weren't able to base.
So I
Yeah,
think
the
part
dash
of it
is
was
just
Elioya
W
came
spamming now.
down and they were looking for a dive on Hansama before Labrov could get
This
back.
3v3, if they
And
can
then after
target
looked
the
for dive,
Seraphine,
Labrov
it's
was
pretty
already
winning.
there, and they were like,
Elioya
"Oh,
got
we need to
spotted
get
by the
another
Yashi,
wave in, try and get the push in to
but
make
he's
sure that
still
we have
waiting.
an advantageous recall timing. Didn't get it, and because of that, didn't have the gold spent. As we see both the junglers down towards this bottom side once again. Still a lead for Super.
Is Seraphine not inting here?
Very far here.
That he is. Flag and drag into the hook. Alvaro no escape.
See what I mean? This 3v3, whoever gets the hook is just fucking cooked.
And the arrows from his quiver find their mark.
And Alvaro, I think he's not used to playing such a squishy champ like the Seraphine. He's not respecting the hook range, and as soon as they get on top of him, he dies so incredibly fast. The Seraphine is so squishy.
I mean, for me though, we've been seeing Alvaro play way more range support this split. We've seen Nami, we've seen Lulu. And
I just think it's
him bringing
range
up the
support
Seraphine
meta
is
in
too
general,
much of a
right?
Surprise. The biggest surprise, knock back.
Onto Cats.
Jojo might
Jojo
be the
going
one
in with the
killing him.
ghost.
He can only kill with flash Q.
Counter ghost used. So both the mid laners will be able to retreat. Labrov here, just shadowing Caps. Slightly step forward to get that cannon. And Caps will be able to retreat.
Okay, quite different from what we saw in game 1. A lot of skirmishing.
Now comes a
happening,
my
but
fraud.
ultimately,
Seraphine looks
it's
good here.
G2
I
that's
didn't
getting
even
the better
say
end of
that.
this. We look at the AD carries and that goal difference has now been nullified. Hansama getting a kill for himself onto Alvaro. And really the thing is, to me, is that like, he's not respecting the Jarvan in that play. I guess he
Freeze
really
the
wasn't
wave,
expecting
God
the Jarvan
bless.
to just come over the wall and all in
God
it.
bless.
Because the chain combo CC, like it, I mean, it's ruthless.
You guys mentioned the teleports not being on these mid laners early on. Labrov stays around to hold the wave for Caps. We saw Jojo actually stopping his recall, deciding now he is going to complete it, but doesn't have the option.
It's good that they have the freeze here, but if an arrow hits Alvaro in the head... Wait, Hansama?
Hansama still has flash. Going on.
Oh my!
The hook going between
He's dead still, but... Scheisse. Bro, the Seraphine is level 4 in the lane. Rise ult, rise ult, rise ult, rise ult, rise ult. Wait a minute.
Hansama still has flash. He's going to use it to get across the wall.
He's dead to the headshot. Oh, Labrov couldn't block it. I mean, he was dead no matter what. Good, good, good rise ult. Yo, Labrov is...
A much needed roam from Jojo.
I think he was dead anyway. Jojo was flash Wing him anyway.
Getting so violent, and they needed it to go the way of Koi. So involving the Rise was a much needed play.
Where did Labrov go? Was he warding mid? He was freezing mid, right? Was this on the same... I think if the hook just hits on the stun,
but then Jojo arrives.
Yeah,
Hansama's way healthier on the push out.
By Jojo, because we saw that mid lane was frozen, so Jojo just says, I don't care about the mid wave. You guys are fist fighting on both. I will move, even if Labrov blocks the ulti.
Okay, Rumble to top wave.
Hansama. And with that, it's 2 kills going for the way of Mkoi.
And Jojo, even though he lost that wave, gets himself a kill. Now has a 400.
Broken Blade's getting a nice lead.
On this Talia.
Broken Blade was always like, can he play Rumble? He's been doing it a little bit more this bit, which is nice.
About a 15 CS lead in the matchup as well. And we talked about it
Ash E spots the Zinzao on Grump, I think.
Does push Caps
so they're going to do grubs.
He's not afraid to play in your phase. He's not afraid to find his
Hansama is going to need a bit more numbers in bot after these grubs. He needs numbers in bot.
Times already in this game. Even if he doesn't gank, he's just in the vicinity to try and put some pressure down onto Caps.
We haven't looked much up towards the top side. Broken Blade on this Rumble, as expected, has developed a lead over Mirwin. About 700 gold his advantage. Now with a completed Leandries, where Mirwin doesn't have the Kaenic Rookern yet, it's going to be hard for Mirwin until he gets that first real sizable.
They need to not die on this timer. Like Scumon's playing for himself instead of for bot.
Also, knowing that Scumond is on this side of the map because he's just taking...
Like, one of them's going to die here. Oh, my...
have to play a little bit more passive. Elioya using that time, though, to come down towards the bottom side. In charge of Crystal Arrow. Ignite on Super. He'll cleanse it away. Labrov going to fall.
Who flashed?
Yeah, he did, and immediately
what?
got knocked up. I think he base planted on that Kit Kat. But wanted to take a quick break, it seems.
It felt like G2 knew that Elioya were there because they were like...
There's a lot of misplays going on here.
Their top side,
and Hansama is going to lose this whole wave.
If he lands the hook on Supa, they can
like Scumond is playing for enemy Raptors. I think he needs to be bot side. They need to like... I know Labrov is like making mechanical mistakes, but he needs his jungler to be around bot and they need to like contest these 3v3s.
It's just been a fist fight in the bottom lane, swinging between
like lane ganks from Jarvan in this matchup are so strong.
Both AD carries in a good spot for their respective teams. Of course, it is Supa that has that early advantage. He's actually sticking around for another wave as Broken Blade drops the ulti top.
Mirwin here, even with the flame
popped his elixir.
and those electro harpoons, can tank up that
I
damage.
mean, Mirwin has TP, so it doesn't really matter. He could also Ornn ult into the lane here and use his flash.
With Drake up in a minute's time, Broken Blade might not think about the fact that Elioya could be there.
Yeah, Ryze is roaming.
Jojo moving up with the Realm
Good by
Warp,
BB.
Immediately runs back
to back it up.
Coming out from G2, and Broken Blade respects the fact that perhaps there's someone there.
This is more like it. This is what G2 needs. They need this. Good ult him for his flash. Nice. So now Seraphine's just going to get Doven, and this is exactly how the game's been played for G2. I mean, Ryze ult could cover. Ornn TP's top. Ornn TP's top. Okay. I mean, yeah, he's fucking dead. This is how they want the game to look. Seraphine can't play. Stop Caitlyn from entering or like fuck with them in bot, and this is much better.
0-3-3 for Alvaro. The supports have not had a lot of fun in this game, I would say.
Yeah, we're contributing to both the Nautilus Death Fund and the Skarner Relief Fund by killing the
Skarner Relief Fund.
Dragon now in 8 seconds. With the numbers advantage, G2 have position, but...
It's a good showing from the LEC 7th seed. Yeah, it's a pretty good showing.
They want to get the reset on.
Our region, 7th place teams like this? Damn.
Nice spot to contest this trade.
Scumon just hit level 9. Elioya yet to hit level 8.
That's a great point, yeah.
Really efficient.
No flash, Jojo.
Here as he looks for
Gets his ghost. Not bad.
The ghost. Drake is up, and Lebrov is a bit delayed, so it's going to be Mkoy starting that up. Oh, yeah, they've
This
started
Drake
up,
is going to be
but
hard
G2, they
for
wanna contest.
Koi, I would say. Rumble has TP advantage, or in TP top, they knew it, and Seraphine has no flash. I think it's a bit of an early TP, but let's see if they can make it work. Okay, Caps, we are in there. Oh, he walked on a trap. Jojo ults in. Why? He has no flash. But this is... The game is over. But they have no TP on top, and Rumble has TP advantage. And they have no flash on Seraphine, and they have no engage. And Ryze is zoned away, and they have no vision. And they're like... I think here they just kill Caps and everyone just run.
Still doesn't matter. It's a 4
Maybe Yoya dies, or the Ryze ults, and then the Caitlyn would probably die, even if Jojo doesn't go in. I think Caitlyn has no way to escape.
And 4 kills for G2.
I think that
This is
Jojo
a messy
just
series
arrived
so
late
far.
to the fight as well. He did have the round
This is
war,
the
but
thing
he
with playing
ultimately round warped to his
Caitlyn,
death.
Seraphine against Nautilus.
G2
The game is
recognized
so
they could create
fragile
numbers
for you,
advantage even
and if you
quicker,
just
send
slip
their
up
opposition,
and you
their
fall behind,
collapse
the
was so
game is...
fast, the Koi didn't
I don't
really
like
have
this
a
word,
good
but it's
response.
basically
That is
unplayable.
now a 2.3K
On objectives
gold
especially.
lead going the way of G2. They have 2 dragons to their name. They have the grubs as well. Everything just looking G2's way here in game 2.
BB on this Rumble, 1,000 gold ahead. Mewin didn't have teleport, so wasn't going to be
1,000.
able to join that play anyway. But I remember the days when Broken played on Rumble, it was just something we didn't
I don't
see.
like this word, says it
last
every day.
year, Rumble and Jace,
Do
Rumble and Jace. We asked for it over and over again. Now we've seen him on it a couple of times this split. This is the 4th. There's one.
Is he dead to the E overheat auto attack?
Broken Blade flashing forward, auto's enough. He went into the danger zone, overheated.
He has
and
Caitlyn
still
ults, but...
manages to get
Oh
himself
my
out.
god, headshot.
Super has to cleanse the arrow that came from the mid lane from Hans Summer. And Broken Blade should be able to back
Yeah,
away
Alvaro's
here.
having a rough one.
Stay around. It's on a ward. BB has the equalizer in 2 to just look to clear this way.
Supa's
Rob
playing
comes
this.
across. Supa's going to get slowed. The flash available for the Caitlyn. The Cataclysm 2 for Skewmon. Puts him in the cage. Flash away. Flash forward. Skewmon finds another. G2 taking control of the game.
Can they kill him, really? They've full moves now, and now they're losing mid CS and plates. And
G2 are just getting everything here.
BB doesn't have TP, so the Ryze can get something in bot in terms of plates.
Nothing left in the tank. Soup and Alvaro both end up falling, while Hansama is just able to hit mid tower for free.
And Skewmon and
You can
LeBron
cancel
were on
Nautilus
vision.
base, I guess.
They
But
knew that they were there. Mcoy knew it. They thought they could react.
Bro, this gameplay is...
Losing their AD carry too quickly and now losing
I'm sure
the gold
Melzet's
leads
gonna
that
get
they had
fucking
developed.
angry. Like,
Only
what the fuck are they
300 gold
doing?
Separates Jojo and Super from Caps and Hansama in totality. And on the rest of the map, all I'm seeing is blue.
I mean, it's 5 deaths for Alvaro in this game. He has been the target. His positioning has not been great at times, and G2 have consistently tried to punish him, and they've ultimately succeeded.
I mean, Alvaro was worth 120 gold in that last battle, so he's not having the greatest game thus far, and it's just the problem when you fall behind on this Enchanter support.
Yeah,
you have so little levels, you have so little resistances, so it's so easy to just continue getting farmed and killed on repeat. Whenever Skewmon has that ultimate, whenever BB has the equalizer, or even Lebrov just with a hook,
He is the 6th jungle camp.
for Alvaro to actually have impact
7th jungle camp.
up until he gets 2-3 items much later in the game.
I mean, it's why we see hook champions.
Alright, Jojo gets bot tier 1.
Right?
Jojo's
Because
not
of how
weak.
effective they can be. Like, oh, I landed 1 piece
But
of CC on you, you'll probably die.
Kill him on repeat.
Yeah, exactly. So once
it's
the
just
snowball
the game
starts,
is
it becomes very difficult to stop.
really hard to
Koi,
play
they will
from
secure the first
the champs
tower
that
of
are in the game,
so
you know.
That's a nice injection of gold onto Jojo. Ulti committed onto Elyoya.
Lebrov with the death shot there for the follow-up. Flag and drag out, but with a hook from the
That's the most valuable Sinza ult I've ever seen in my life. He still dies, but he just tanked 4 ultimates.
The harpoon finds the whale in the jungle. Elyoya
Jojo, you're to carry this game. No flash caps, but Skewmon's now bot. He just killed Sinzao and now he's bot.
With that empowered recall from
This
the
would
Riptail,
surprise
and look
Jojo a
for
bit.
Jojo too. Weaver's wall forward from Caps. Jojo trying to trade
Oh,
in the
nice
second
combo by
shot.
Caps. That's pretty tricky. Does he die? Oh, he flashes this.
Jojo
Oh, what? Was he in that circle? He flashed the Talia Q. Otherwise, he's dead.
Credit to Jojo.
I mean, he's out.
Barely
That's good.
getting away with
But
his life. He has to commit the
it's
flash.
always a butt in
But
these
my
plays, you know.
goodness,
It's like
G2
he's
are
flashy,
not
he's out,
slowing
lost
this
both
game
sums,
down,
and bot
I
towers
think a
free
lot
for
of the
Talia.
credit deserves to go to Skumon once again. We think back to last year's summer.
Skumon's having a really
he
good series,
who
that's true.
earned the finals MVP. It was he who got the better of Elyoya in that finals. After Elyoya
If that
came
Rise's
into
name
the
was
finals,
El Arvelia, he
considered
wouldn't have
to
been in
be
that
the better
circle.
jungler in that matchup.
True.
This man is stepping up today as
Vivi
Broken
is-
Blade now the target.
Calling the ram.
He should
Broken
be
Blade
dead.
locked in the alcove. Elyoya here to keep him in. Flame Spitter out. Elyoya has no ult, but I don't think Broken Blade has the damage to work through both of these right now. They dodge away from the harpoon. Wind becomes lightning.
I
Broken
missed
Blade
both
still
harpoons
getting
and the
chased
Sinzar
down.
W
No
hit.
equalizer for him too. In the end, should die even with the scrap shield. Camps comes across Mirwin, flashes forward, dodges the seismic shove, and will escape the
He has a lot of magic
clutches,
resist.
but the chase
He's
perhaps
TPing
can
out.
continue.
He's TPing out.
Yeah, Jarvan's
from
coming top.
Mirwin. Skumon looking for the flank as well. The
Woof.
arrow. Elyoya dodging.
God, this action just happening everywhere. There's 17 kills, 17 minutes. Fight bot, fight mid, fight top, fight bot, fight mid, fight top. We're just running. Skumon's just running from like here to here to here to here, just fucking ganking everyone.
Just caps with Skumon and Hansama with the arrow as well. So it ends up being just a free kill for them, and Elyoya gets a little bit of revenge at least. Although you can see how hard it is for MKOI to make any plays.
I'm surprised G2 haven't cracked these side lane towers yet.
BB.
Can they fucking get this tower?
Didn't get the tower either. These two teams met in the upper
Skumon
bracket
is farming
twice
Ashes
last
mid-wave.
year, in spring and in summer. 3-1 on both occasions to G2. On the first, MKOI were able to come back through the lower bracket, win the finals in the second. It was G2 who brought home the title. That victory versus MKOI.
It was a 3-0 in the summer,
was.
wasn't it? Yeah.
In the summers.
Boom.
In the summers, in summer. But yeah, 3 times
Summers have
3-1.
passed.
3
I take it back,
3-1,
Skumon. If you're
one
gonna play for
time
yourself and
3-0
get this kind of
last
lead,
year.
big W.
Face checking again.
There's no way this is a fight though, right?
Yeah, it's not a Zehen. Jarvan does have
That's
damage,
true.
but we're not looking at like Collector.
Ornn is moving mid with Ornn ult.
Thunder Sky, Black Cleaver.
There's
Yeah,
no
that still
Drake,
hurts.
and G2
Yeah,
are on
that's
soul
probably not
point
enough
at
to
18
1v2
minutes.
Their bot lane just
19
yet.
minutes.
Third dragon of the game goes the way of G2, and in game 1 we gave Koi so much credit for how they executed the early game, but G2, I mean, they were willing to scrap against Koi, and they've just been getting the better of them. That single fight around the dragon.
Is it worth to just
really
rumble ult the next wave and
cementing
press
their
B
lead,
and
where
click
they
top?
got 4 kills for 1. A tower will fall. Top tower. I
Maybe
think
doesn't need to, but
getting
I feel like
pretty
he's
low
just
as well as
lingering on the
Caps
weak
is
side
that
for like 10 to
Wise
20 seconds
lonesome up there.
more.
Observers showing us on the bottom right of your screen.
LeBron might be caught here though.
B-Drop goes wide.
Is Steel Caps the best? Is it better for Labrov to go Mercs this game?
Snaptrap to follow up, and you have Elyoya coming in from the
Rise,
side, but
Seraphine,
because the
Ornn
B-Drop
sounds
doesn't
annoying.
Connect. We're in the wrong BPM, not my tempo for the rest of MKOI.
I feel like if he's getting auto-attacked,
Broken Blade spots Jojo. LeBron's coming across as well.
Jojo has ult,
Has
is fine.
that depth charge. Jojo
If
trying
anything,
to trade
BB
in.
might be the
Elyoya
one in
on his
trouble.
way to try and
That's
help
why he's
out
ulting to the
his
left,
mid
because
laner.
he wants to keep...
Equalizer down. Jojo caught with the dredge line. Elyoya dashes forward, flashing in by Broken
This is why I
Blade,
think BB
and
should have just
Jojo
ulted the
with
bot
an
wave
encore
and
from
based.
Alvaro
Like,
is able to find
their
the
tempo is
kill.
so dog shit. Now they just give a free kill.
Jojo's doing his best in the situation that they've got, and the support comes in at just the right time. Now Super caught out.
Skumon going for the chase here, and arrow goes out. Super has to flash it, flash.
Oh, bomba.
And he lands
Labrov's chasing Alvaro.
He's not done.
No flash on Alvaro. Hola! Skumon's just running around. I ironically think that Skumon is running around, and this is like a diamond solo queue game where he's just collecting free kills on people, hiding in bushes, farming waves from his AD carry. Like, he is just like, the way he's playing is just kind of solo queuey. He's just getting so many free kills.
And plays it so well, and that allows him to then rotate the bot as well. But let's watch Jojo, some fancy feet once again here. He kites BB out and then uses the Realm Warp to create distance and get himself close to Elyoya. He knows that he can't get cancelled because Labrov is too far, and Labrov really wants to CC Jojo with the ultimate by hitting Elyoya, but he doesn't get it, so BB doesn't have enough damage.
Koi started Baron and then
Super
stopped.
took the safe pathing. He knew, like,
He
Hansama
is
is clearing.
respecting this,
Yeah, like Hansama is clearing mid-wave under tower. I understand why Super thinks it's fine to walk here, but...
Oh, but he uses the E as well, which means that Super, Skumon
Why is saying Jarvan looks completely near my fraud? I never said that. Chat, you stop being so
Yeah, I
annoying.
mean, I'm looking at the minimap and I'm thinking to myself, maybe Elyoya could have fought Labrov, but he recognizes, hang on, my AD carries just dives, Skumon would collapse, Caps on the way as well, not worth it. Decides instead to go back to base, and 13 kills to 7, just short of a 5k gold lead for G2, and I mean, so much of this being driven by Skumon.
You're so
Back-to-back games, this man has been the hero for G2.
Really has. For MKOI, though, you are starting to get some of those Masterworks. We see the upgraded Infinity Edge for Super. The gold lead is 5k, but those Masterworks usually between about 7.
Well, G2 have Soul in 1 minute, and I think whoever gets hit by the arrow, gets hit by the hook, gets hit by the one-shot. So it's gonna have to be Ornn that walks in front, I guess. I'm surprised that Mirwin is a level up on BB, though. That's kind of crazy.
Cloud Soul in 90 seconds.
That Ornn has a lot of XP.
It's not the most impactful soul, but it is still pretty valuable.
I would say it's very impactful this game. It's going to be so hard for MKOI to try to maneuver in the fights if G2 are able to pick it up the soul. But G2 was in the same position last game, but with the opposite foot. So MKOI are looking to try to recreate the magic we saw from G2 last game. All they really need is a...
Hansama to face check a brush.
I think...
Yeah, or
flash.
Or LeBron
oh god, no, not like this.
There's the Rune Prism follow-up. Good damage onto the Nautilus. Forces him away. Caps coming in from
It's still
the side
50 seconds on the Dragon, guys. I can see what Hansama's saying there. I know the second Hansama got Caitlyn started queuing, Hansama said, go, 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 he's inting. What the fuck's that guy doing? And he's right. If Jarvan just EQ'd the Caitlyn there, she was one-shot. So I think Labrov felt like he had to go in, you know. You could see, by the way, the Ashe was clicking that she's screaming to just go.
Jojo 2 levels behind her, a level and a half. Does have that Rod of Ages, now masterworked at 7 stacks. Needs 3 minutes more, but you do not have that time.
3 item Ashe, 3 item Talia. Caps is on 270 CS. I don't know how the fuck that happened either.
MKOI need to try to hold this spot.
Mirwin begins to back away. Caps trying to
Chat
get
reset.
into the top side of the play. Jojo retreating for now. Control ward down from MKOI. Can be cleared out by G2 and is so. A couple of snaps.
5k up G2, but that Ornn is creating a lot of fucking problems for them, I think.
Further forward, Jojo, the hook.
Spider-Man.
Blast cone used by LeBron. MKOI still holding their ground in the river.
Ashe W's nice, but they have heals. W misses.
His fancy feet has the ballet shoes on this
This Ashe W is cooking them a little bit.
And MKOI will start up the Drake.
Skew1 is just standing there. Hook onto Ornn. Labrov is gonna die here, 100%. Nice EQ by Skew1, but he's gonna die. Oh, nice ult. Oh my god, Skew1, just honor him. Honor him. Honor him and Caps. That looked horrible. He EQs the Rise, makes all of KOI walk into him, ults them. And then, what the fuck?
As he takes down 4 members.
That was such a good fight from Skew1. Holy shit, honor him. That was actually like a... That was like a... I don't know where the Rumble ult went. If it went on Skew1's ult, then honor BB as well, but...
I mean, I think you summarized it beautifully, Jack. The start of the fight looked so promising for KOI. They got
that fight looked awful for G2 at the start. Like, Labrov hooks an Ornn and then...
A lot of credit needs to be given to Broken.
He doesn't even press R, he just kind of dies.
You'll see the ulti comes through initially.
Oh, he R's the Seraphine. Oh, the Rumble ult's not bad actually. It zones away the Caitlyn a bit. But look at Skew1. EQ, Thunder Sky, auto, pull them up, ult, auto, Thunder Sky, auto, Thunder Sky, auto, Thunder Sky, Q out.
And they just melt the carries.
And Caps got a lot of damage off.
Too far from KOI was all Skew1 needed to bring KOI to their knees.
MKOI, a team that we so often praise for their team fighting. G2 here, just accepting the pressure, not buckling.
All right, Soul for G2, Baron for G2. Yeah, I think GG VP or.
Minutes left on it here for G2. And what a performance overall from them. For MKOI, you're looking at the last dregs of hope, at least in this game. It is a best of 5. You have 3 more to try and reverse sweep.
As far as it's been a statement series from Skew1. I think a lot of people were looking at Elioya as one of the best junglers alongside maybe Yike. I think a lot of people were kind of down on the Skew1 stocks, especially with the rough regular season that G2 had. But this is the Skew1 that we saw last summer. This is the Skew1 that we saw dominate. I mean, he full clears, but after that, he is on the line.
16 hill participation out of 18. Only missing
Jojo's getting some plates top.
Across the entirety of this game, and now G2 once again with that 2-lane split. Push for the
Oh, this Ashe looks so OP.
Will be able to take it, can go for the inhib as well. Hansama unleashing his quiver onto
I would say
G2's
comps, yeah, it's good. It can be a bit tricky in team fights if it goes late, but they got their Drake stacking, so they're fine. They have to Ornn ult here, surely. Hansama is just eating towers.
Jojo now back.
They're gonna have to pull the trigger soon, KOI.
I remember this from the regular
Ash's positioning's a bit
season.
sketchy here, but he has ult for his Cloud Soul.
Completed. Can MKOI pull the rabbit out of the hat?
G2 could play safe here in this base, but they are 10k up.
Giving them the fight for now. The mid inhib.
Nice arrow. Nice rumble ult.
An actualizer does not beat an equalizer, it seems, as Jojo falls first. Mirwin still on that front line, but
Hansama's gliding.
Out by Elyoya, but the dash in from Skewmon.
Hansama is gliding.
G2 wipe them away in
Wow.
the base.
Monster stomp. I think a lot of misplays from Koi. A few misplays from G2 as well, but they get the win.
The early game, the bot lane felt promising for Koi, but G2 is willing to bring the fight to Koi, and they came out.
Did you see the rumble jump? No, I didn't.
Skewmon
Is there an interview? No, there's not.
Such
Wow.
an impressive series. First
G2 just look like they get into playoffs and they're just rolling the fuck out of everyone.
0-15. What an impressive performance from this young man in the jungle.
Like they fucked up KC almost through game 2 really hard though. And now they're just annihilating Koi.
That is G2's comfort zone. They're willing to scrap with you. They're willing to go into the chaos. And G2 were the one that came out ahead.
They were. Great performance all around by G2. We're going to hand it over to the analyst desk to break down that game.
I think Scumon's just having a great series.
Skewmon, hey, how good is your jungler?
He's OP. I mean, where was the Yoya?
Oh, is that a summary?
I mean, that's a pretty good summary. I don't know what to say. Skewmon, I think, making a name for himself, and I would say after his first two games, best jungler in the league. I think it was contested. I don't think it's contested anymore. We've seen 2 games where he can do both. He protect, he attack. He can selfishly farm in the jungle and do nothing for 20 minutes and then be a team fight threat, or he can just run bot as everyone is inting their faces off from both sides. Don't let anyone convince you otherwise. Pick up the kills and carry the game.
I mean, it's hard to argue with at this point. I think Skewmon has shown an absolute great series so far, and I am just so disappointed in them quite because they showed us so much game 1. They showed us that 2v2 kill now, early game in the bot, and I was like, okay, we're getting a little repeat, and then they just started dying.
And then it kept repeating. And then it kept repeating. Oh, and we start here, Finn, and you're like, Dracos, look how great they are. And I agreed, Finn. Game over, right? We go game 3. Headshot. Stop it here, MKOI fans.
Yeah, the triple headshot was like the peak of the game for Koi, and it went fucking trash from that point onwards.
Just go and get your BF and then stomp the lane, but they're greeding for the recalls, Dracos. They're greeding because they want to get the perfect recall, and now they end up dying. And the
yeah, they're greeding for BF sword base, I guess, right?
It's out of character for Alvaro, I'm gonna say, for sure, right? The
I just think the range supports are a bit of a pain for European supports in general. And it depends what the meta is going to be at first stand, but range supports has always been a bit of a pain for EU in general. But I will say not only like picking them, but also drafting for them. Like picking Seraphine there and then going into Ashe Nautilus is hard. That's not easy. Like, the Korean teams are just slamming Lucian Nami, Aphelios Lulu 1-2 half the time. But they always ban like Nord for it, or they pick 1 on 2 and they pick 1 on 3.
You know who wasn't even? Broken Blade.
That's very true.
He was 800 gold up, and okay, we interviewed Alfari, right, before, and he said, top doesn't matter. Top doesn't matter what it's going to be a Sion matchup. Top doesn't matter. I said that was wishful thinking. This is exactly why.
Put me in Rumble that game with Skewmon as my jungler. I look the same, okay? Like, what do you mean? Rumble got a headshot, but then he just died 2 times randomly, and Skewmon just kept picking him up the stack. I love Broken Blade. I think that was a good Rumble.
They're not going to pick you, bro. That's propaganda.
Come on, I can do that.
Finn trying to get back onto a pro team. Did Finn officially retire yet or not? Is he still pro play?
Didn't matter because BB was on fire. He has been playing well, and you just can't tell me the 1K gold lead isn't important. He always had prio against Miro, and we saw that as much as Ornn on paper can be this big scaling late game threat, BB was finding good equalizers in fights. Something that we saw yesterday didn't happen in the Ornn Rumble matchup for Mainter up against Lot. So it is still that big moment where he did contribute more to the team. But I think we just have to keep saying it. Skewmon. BB destroying his lane opponent. On track, but it's Skewmon who is making the difference here on the Zehen, finding the creative angles, even if we didn't love the build. And in this one,
Hysterics needs a timeout. What did he write?
And murdering them. Like, that's the power of a J4 when ahead, and he leveraged it so well.
Chat, I'm considering going to the doctor. You're making me so ill.
With a huge grin on my face because the main
Welcome.
worry for
Welcome,
G2 in
hysterics.
regular season was that what happens when Caps doesn't step up? Well, it didn't look that convincing, but this series, Caps has been kind of invisible. It's been all the other 4 players having huge moments, and I think if you ask a G2 fan, this is very convincing.
I wouldn't say it was super invisible.
You want to see that range,
I just think
and you want to see those options in draft, and I think so
Scumon's
far
just
we're
carrying the game
definitely
alone.
seeing it from
He's
G2.
just doing his job, I guess.
Sweet merchant, but I don't believe.
But they
I know. No,
People
sorry.
want the reverse
Yeah, I
sweep.
know. I did curse you guys that one time.
Well, and to be fair,
Cameron me.
No.
It starts.
Wait,
with
the Fnatic
success.
fans.
It starts right now.
the camera wasn't going to give that to you. Guys, I want to give you copium. I want to believe in the reverse
But
sweep.
the thing is, he's like, camera on me.
It starts with success.
No,
and success
no.
doesn't come from Madrid. It comes from the Berlin studio and a massive reverse sweep from MCOY.
It does. It started so far with failure, and I don't want it to end with failure. I want more from MCOY, but I can't keep betting on intangibles. I can't keep betting on the idea that there's some imaginary ceiling that they've yet to hit in this series.
And success.
It starts with success doesn't make any sense. I don't know what I was saying. It starts with failure makes
It's
a
too
lot
late.
more
It's too
sense.
late. I'm sorry.
No,
It's
makes a
stuck in
lot
time
more
for
sense.
forever. It doesn't. You can't take it back.
My point is, maybe this is the kick in the butt that Movistar Koi needed. The question that I have is, we have that early game which we put a lot onto from game 1, knowing that they have those systems. We also have the context that
Systems
in the
aware.
struggle for getting to those playoffs,
The
Melvin
S in
said,
Fnatic stands for
"You're gonna
success."
have to play better.
Shut the fuck
you
up.
cannot make these mistakes. We're looking to beat the best in the world, so we definitely have to beat these, right? So do you think there's been too many mistakes made in this best of 5 to presume that they can pull it back?
I mean, there has been mistakes made, but look, if you want to come in to that finals in Badalona with a huge mental advantage, what better way to do it than with a reverse sweep? Right here against G2. If there's ever a moment to do it now and show G2 that last finals in Madrid was a fluke, a reverse sweep here would be a juicy start.
I will say, the Fnatic fans, they usually cheer for everyone who used to be on Fnatic, except for Caps. Because he's a traitor.
They want to mix things up a little bit, which I think is fair.
Is there LEC
appreciate it.
tomorrow?
Well,
No.
I hope we see
Tomorrow's
the reverse
Tuesday.
sweep.
No
That
games
would
are
be
tomorrow.
5
I think
games
maybe
to close
LPL's
us
tomorrow,
off
actually. I'm
for
not
our
sure.
Super Week here in LEC versus
Yo, what
in
up,
the
Crowny?
studio. But let's
LEC's
see
back
if
on
it's just
Friday, I
G2
think.
who will
Friday,
get tickets
Saturday,
to the
Sunday
grand
is
final
all
after this.
in the LAN event. D. When's the Nuzlocke? That's a good question, actually. It's very soon. The Nuzlocke's gonna start... It's probably gonna happen on the 3rd of March, I think.
What's wrong with me today? I think you should have a break.
Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
I think.
Maybe cause I'm the crushing.
Oops. Chat, is the LCK over? Wait. When? Am I fucking stupid? LCK ends next week. LEC, well, this week. LEC and LCK end this week, right? LCS ends this week. LPL doesn't, though. And first 10 starts on the 16th of March and ends on the 22nd. My birthday is Thursday the 19th. The 4th day of group stage. My birthday. W. Wait. These group stage games are BO5s. They're all BO...
Welcome to
Wait, it's first and all best of 5?
You need the right build. Choose wisely, because every upgrade brings you closer to the next level.
They have to be all best of 5s. It's a
So
5-hour gap between each
How
game.
will you level up?
Hey, big win. How old are you turning? I'm turning 30 on the 19th of March. Yeah, I know. That's crazy, right? What are you going to do to celebrate? I'm going to try and get rank 1 in World of Warcraft TBC Classic Anniversary Arena. Probably going to do it in 2v2 as Priest Warlock. We'll probably be grinding most of the day before First Hand starts. And then I'll co-stream League. How long will you be in esports for? I'll be here for a long time, so if you don't like me, then... well, hopefully I'll be here for a long time. I say that I will, hopefully. Hopefully I'll be co-streaming until League is... just me and you. The 30s are the best year of your life. But everyone says the 30s is the best years of your life. You're setting the expectations too high, bro. Nah, co-streaming's... LCK, I'll for sure cover LCK till the day it ends. LCK is my day one. Dirties is when your muscles start to go? What? I never had muscles to begin with, so big W for me.
The route onto Al Rohan. Summer did get slowed by the beat drop. Skewmon here first. Awesome damage onto Lavrov.
Super. Holy. Nice flash again. Look him. Yeah, we kill. I'm going more as well. I want to go more. I will. Yeah, chill out. Just tank. I have a hook. Can you tank? He's dead. Give me. Good job. Look, Arise. Rumble low. Yeah. Nice. Oh, somebody talk to me right now. No. I'm not talking to you. Skill him and Gunash. Do both.
Somebody talk to me after this play.
Welcome back. Oh,
sorry, no, I just wanted to understand. He said, okay, someone talk to me after this fight. And then Brokenblade goes, I will not talk to you after this fight. I want to understand what this dynamic is all about, because clearly there's some internal comms about communication. That when someone pops off, apparently someone needs to talk to someone.
I think it's like, oh, talk to me now, huh? Talk to me now, you know? Hey, let's hear what you have to say now.
Okay, it could be that, yeah. I mean, right now, the vibes are very good in the G2 camp, but for Koi, their backs are against the wall. Now, for any LCK fans, I mean, this position shouldn't really mean much to you, because we've seen a reverse sweep very recently. So, if... I'm not spoiling. If a team could do that to this other team, I believe that any team could reverse sweep any other team.
A team... that had
we have to worry that much about sports?
The team that had it done to them as well shares a similar spot in their region's ethos.
That's true.
As G2.
That's true.
Similar spot in their region's ethos
right?
as
So
G2. Did Bro get reversed?
2 days ago?
2 days ago, yeah.
Guys, look at the results. Just did a quick bit of research. G2 last year obviously made all finals with this roster.
Yeah.
When was G2 ever reverse swept?
In the LEC. This would be their 10th.
Wow. Oh, damn.
Which is an incredibly impressive feat. The last time they didn't make finals.
Wait, I have a 500 gold bet. You're right. Fuck.
2023, I believe.
2023?
Yeah, when it was BDS
my 500 gold bet was, my prediction was 3-1.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
And that was a spring split, right?
That was a spring split, yeah.
Damn,
for G2.
Crazy. Okay. And so, of course, the roster...
So I kind of need Koi to win this game.
That was the Mickey and Yike roster, and then last year they introduced Skewmond and Labrov. I mean, wow, what an impressive run they've been able to have. Koi, they're going to have to find the reverse sweep in order to Try and end that streak. Of course, they could still.
I need my WoW gold. Scheiße.
Won 9 finals in a row.
Correct.
They've just been in 9 finals in a row.
That's very, very true.
They've only won like 7.
Often, I do tend to win more, lose more in winter and in spring than later on in the year. Summer tends to be where they really ramp up. MKOI, the right of first selection, have chosen second pick. G2 have picked a blue side once again. So it's kind of a mirror of game 1.
Nami ban from G2. So Lulu is quite powerful. Yunara is quite powerful because Lucian Nami's out. They banned Aphelios to force the Yunara ban, but they didn't ban Yunara, so they banned Nami to force the Yunara ban.
What AD carry are you thinking
because Lucian Nami gone, Corki Nami gone, Aphelios gone. They couldn't force Yunara ban. They don't ban it first pick Yunara.
First pick Yunara here for sure, right?
But it's okay because if they first pick Yunara here, it gets matched by Corki. And with the Mundo ban. Wait, what happens in this draft? There's a Lulu here somewhere. And then Corki gets picked on 1.
What's the trade here for Koi? What are you giving up? Or like, what is your priority? Because you have to expect Yunara to come through.
They get Corki Pantheon.
They really want to get their hands on.
Yunara Lulu.
Could be an Aatrox flex.
Then he probably plays like.
With the fact that they are on the red side, they could flex it all the way to 5.
I mean, I guess he could pick Aatrox here. Jungle, yeah. Or something else. And then on 3, you have to pick support into Yunara Lulu with Corki. I don't know what you pick actually here. Do you just go Karma? Or Leona? Wow, they drop the Pantheon, they go Aurora Flex. Okay. I think G2 should just slam the Lulu Pantheon, shouldn't they? I don't know if Lulu Pantheon's good together, but they're strong champs.
Perhaps as a deterrent to the Cassante.
I think it's not good at the Cassante though. Or it's like
they're gonna take the Cassante. Well, Koi could kill the Aurora. Oh, but Gwen's banned. Oh, it's so monstrous.
Mirwin actually has 3 times as many games on Aurora.
Do you pick Karma here and just play the lane?
3 games on it all time.
I don't know, man. Do you trust putting Alvaro on Karma after the last game? Or do you just put him on Leona or some shit and play the game?
Both of them under their career win rates.
Not the numbers you'd maybe hope to try to make the reverse sweep happen.
Because the last game was... Oh my god, he picked Rakan into Lulu. Oh, that's hard. That is rough. I think basically what's happened backstage is I think they've said, bro, we need to put him on a melee support, like we just do. We just need to put him on a melee support.
And I think that you have to have a lot of enablers. I think Rakan is a nice idea, but how do you both
Someone just broke a bottle, it sounded like.
Lulu both in lane and later into the game?
Yeah, it kind of sucks. You ever jump in, a wild growth on your target immediately knocks you out of your knockup. Polymorph as well is really painful. However, Aurora goes between worlds, jumps onto the back line.
Aatrox ban is good. It's crazy that Pantheon's just slipping to the draft. Surely G2 are the ones who ban the Pantheon. Nocturne Pantheon, good bans, no more dive left.
Well, there's that Aatrox we briefly discussed.
No gold for you. That's true.
I think we're gonna kind of see a repeat of game 1 with G2.
What would Yoya play in this draft? Is it a Maokai game for Yoya? I feel like they don't have enough poke for Maokai to like fit their draft. They're gonna have to play like Maokai Yon, but yeah, these bans from G2 are great. I think that Skewmont could just pick a Sejuani here and play the game. Because Wukong might come out on 4, they play Wukong Rakan, and then I think Volley can pick Volley.
Maybe? I don't know.
They could pick Wukong here, and then I think G2 can just pick Sejuani into it, can't he?
It's more so that I'm just thinking about if you need an engage, what options do you have?
No, it's game. It's over. I do not. I refuse to believe this. That you're gonna win on Jace.
They're kind of pivoting, trying to play more range now with Jace Corki.
But then I don't like Aurora.
Unless this is Jace mid Aurora top Maokai on 5. Then I see it actually, because you're playing double range heavy into Lulu.
Mid matchup is she can really struggle at actually getting in range to do decent poke.
She can kind of be like the finisher, like you poke them down and then Aurora tries to
this has to be Maokai on 5. They should see. This has to be Maokai on 5.
Tried and tested.
Oh my god, and they're walking into it as well. Wait a minute.
Really nice. They can both dive really deep. It doesn't have that kind of this
Bro,
engage,
lock that shit
then
in.
It's a nice pivot after Elyoya locks in the Jace.
So where is the Aurora going is the question.
Don't put that
Is it
Jace jungle, please.
used into the
Don't pick
Cassandra,
Sylas,
or
don't
does
pick
Aurora have
Akali.
something else in mind?
Just pick the
Shut
Maokai.
down the Ahri if you're gonna pivot this Aurora. Is it something like the Cass?
Oh,
Works
good
well into
heavens.
the Yanara and into the Wukong?
Chat, I'm on ads. If you know what ads, you can use the tier 1 or Twitch Prime. We don't have subs to channel if they want to back for the game. That's big kiss.
If you ever use Q on the wave, Cassio then has nothing.
If you sub now, you won't get ads for the next 30 days. I think it's
Isn't it so difficult to play? You're
this
playing
MKOI
Rakan
comp is
with no
horrible to
frontline.
play.
Like, I always think of Rakan as like it's great follow-up.
Rakan
but
hates his
it's
life this
kind of
game.
torture to engage solo, especially when you're up.
It is
against
horrible. He's playing with
Cassandra,
Cassio,
Wukong,
Jace,
and
Corki
Lulu,
on his team
and
against
you just have
Lulu
nobody
Cassante.
that goes in first. It needs to be. I feel like the only real win con I see for MKOI is either JoJo
I think this
or
is
Mirwin
fucked for
getting a
Koi.
huge lead, and then they can just
Unless, yeah, I agree. Unless Elyoya and Mirwin have to carry the game. The Jace needs to, like, power farm somehow massively far ahead.
Obviously, the Cassandra is going to be difficult.
And
Wukong has the clone.
Aurora has to super stomp her lane. And Cassandra needs to get, like, really far behind. And your bot needs to go, like, semi-even. How would Maokai save the draft?
It could work.
I think Maokai can save the draft, because then you at least have Maokai, Jace, Corki, which are 3 good poke champs, into a no-engage Lulu Wukong. Which, I mean, it's a little bit engaged, but at least you can just range them, can't you? Jace, Corki, Maokai sounds kind of good into it.
For MKOI to play, and I think JoJo, I need to see him really have a fantastic game, because I do think if he gets ahead, then he can kind of be the
But that would
bucket holder,
involve
as we talked about before, because he can be the tank, he can be the front line,
Mirwin or JoJo playing the Jace.
Let's get into game 3.
And maybe they want to avoid that at all costs.
10th final in a row. MKOI looking to get their
10th
third,
final in a
slowly
row?
beginning a little
In
bit
a
of
row?
legacy here in the LEC. With a couple of wins under their name. We'll see if they can put G2 down into the lower brackets.
I mean, we've heard conversations around MKOI when their expectations are to be competing internationally. That is where they set their sights. And
Scheiße.
personally, I never like those conversations because I think that your focus, like it devalues what it means to win domestically, but also I think it kind of takes for granted the level of the domestic competition.
Sorry, my phone's dying.
I
He's
think
playing
that what we're
PTA
seeing right now is that
Aurora?
It's also just very high expectations to then come in and just comfortably be better than everyone else. And right now we are seeing these silly mistakes that Melzet continues to put pressure on them about. And it's understandable why he gets so infuriated
PTA
by them,
Aurora.
because the ceiling of this team often feels so high,
Yeah.
but then these silly mistakes are often what cost
I've never
them
seen
very
that
big
before.
games.
I mean, I'm torn on it because as a former pro, I always had it in my head, like the reason and everything that motivated me was that one day to win Worlds, you know? It's like the dream. I think you always need to have a dream.
Well, the win
that pushes
condition
you
was
to reach
Aurora
those
stomp your lane
ambitions
very,
and
very
goals.
hard.
But you also need
And
to, like,
Jace gets
take it
some
one step
massive
at a
power
time.
farm
Right.
camp
And
leads because
for
bot
me,
is
I
doomed
think
forever.
sometimes it can
Like,
kinda
it's
feel
look
like
how
nearly
unplayable
like an
it is.
excuse. Like it's fine if we're bad right now because at the end of the day, we have this larger reaching goal that we're going towards. And I think there's a healthy way of doing it, and then there's also just kind of this feeling of underestimating your opposition because we're gonna Worlds is the main focus. So I agree with you, Vic.
It's the sort of, we excuse mistakes now because we are scaling up.
This is also nerf Jace,
Melzet
yeah.
is not excusing anything.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
He is.
100%.
Yeah, that man is holding his team to a very high standard, and they're going to need to deliver to bring about a reverse sweep. So we did talk about this Aurora versus Cassante matchup early on. It is
Aw, the
horrible
cookies,
for the
help me,
Cassante.
please,
Aurora
biscuits.
is such a good lane
JoJo
bully.
is a
I do
E-flash here,
often
kinda
prefer
cooks.
seeing her in top lane. Oh.
Oh my god!
JoJo should have reacted to that.
Caps just hits him with the flash charm.
I mean, that's revenge for game one. TP's in front of his face, and then Caps finally gets to put the doubters to bed.
And that's why he didn't mention his name. He was asked about the best mid laners.
That was quite. I don't want to be. I don't want to sound like, you know, the. I feel like the way he was clicking forwards, it was quite obvious.
Dodging those cues
It's
very
just.
well.
It's even though it's obvious, it's still really hard to react
That's
to.
what it felt like he did initially to channel it up.
It is really hard to react to.
Keep Broken Blade in lane. Broken
In
Blade,
melee
though,
range, especially.
He's healed up a ton with that Doran shield. JoJo did TP back, the chance going out. Yeah, it's not great at all. That lane not in a good position at all for Caps right now.
You can tell because he clicks back and then he clicks forwards and he clicks back forward here. And now you can see he's really interested in it. He's going past the melee.
Oh, flash into E.
It was really nice. Actually, oh, Jojo flashes over this one for the kill.
Mid lane matchup, it's delivering.
I will say, on the first kill, just quickly, Caps auto E-flash autos to proc electrocute and kill, and I wonder if Jojo thought, even if he E-flashes me, he doesn't have the damage to kill me. But he just got electrocute up, I guess, and he auto E-flash auto, then it procced it. And now Jojo solo kills him back, okay. And now Jojo's rolling up his sleeves a bit, okay, he's feeling it.
But overall, Jojo, he's a happy man.
And one thing that we didn't touch on, I just noticed now, Mirwin is running the PTA, so really opting to go for this hard lane bully style, and it has resulted in him already having a 300 gold lead.
The PTA Aurora is kind of based. I've never seen it before,
I
though.
think that's a big reason, because in my head I thought the Cassandra, yeah, it's a bad matchup in the Aurora.
I think the thing that just hurts a lot about this game for Koi, I've said it before, but Yunara Lulu is literally playing a 2v0 lane. They are just scaling for free and winning.
From your auto attacks on enemy champions to a bunch of max HP damage.
And so, coming into this game, I kind of had this mental idea of, okay, you know what, I've been wrong about drafts many times throughout my career, and I'm open to being wrong about this one from Koi. While we have our doubts, I'm open to learning and seeing ways in which it can work. I might have to hold my breath here as both supports have made their way into mid lane.
Don't hold your breath. That can't be good. Jace QE first try.
Caps on the right side of the wall for a accelerated shock blast. Noxus blast going to hit Jojo, though, still
Beautiful.
slow.
How much gold?
Out.
Plus 11. Hey, big.
Force, Caps and Lebrov just to respect.
This wave is so bad. So if Jojo and Alvaro can just hold this wave, force Caps to recall.
The thing I don't like about the PTA is, okay, if you go PTA, you need to fuck your lane up. Because electrocute value in fights, or Comet, whatever it is, sounds really important, especially electrocute.
Lebrov coming across. There we are. Jojo gets the petrifying gaze.
Yeah, this is horrible.
Caps hits
he levels up, God bless.
Charm. Dodged by Jojo, walks back to the lane.
Oh, I like watching these two mid laners fight. You can see that they are not wasting any time trying to fight. That wave is in a really horrible spot for Caps still.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, so the reason why I
It'll
brought
be
up
okay,
that conversation
that
about
wave.
draft is because right now what we know is Koi have winning mid matchup and they have winning top. And of course, Jojo
Oh,
died
this pick
1v1,
onto
not
Jace.
ideal, but he rectified the situation by getting...
Oh, I think Labrov went a bit early, but I wonder if Jace is going to cue the bush. Ow, wow. They can play this Koi big time. They need to flash out soon on the W. Nice flash. Oh, they're going to live. That sucks for Koi. Oh! What? That hit! Jesus.
Super puts Lebrov in the dirt.
And Elioya and Super there able to start that fight. Elioya kind of baits them in with Super being able to move, and alongside Jojo since Caps was in the base. That was what sealed the deal and allowed MKoi to run them down and pick up that kill on Lebrov. There's now more fighting in mid.
What?
Skewman looking to get in here as well. Still only level 5. Will hit 6 off 2 minions. Gets there, but Alvaro is in there in time to defend Jojo. Caps doesn't want to use another Spirit Rush forward. See what G2 were thinking. Needed a couple
Did you
of
see
minutes
that
to die
Cassio
in the way for Skewman to get towards that Cyclone.
Did he like sidestep
I mean, a lot
it?
of
But
this series has been about bot lane, and I'm glad that
What?
we're finally getting to make it about mid, because both of these mid laners
How did
are
that not
hungry
stun
for
him?
that action. Jojo not connecting the ulti, opened up a window
I guess
for
he
G2 to
clicked
try and
just
find
enough
a
left,
play.
but that must be
Caps,
like the
his hit rate
absolute
on the charts hasn't been
maximum
the
like
highest this
diagonal
game,
angle you can
but
be at
it looks
ever.
like G2's looking for more.
Oh, he went over the Rakan W and he has no flash. Oh, scheisse.
Takes the kill. And Skewman says it can be about mid lane if you want it
flash.
to be, but I've been running
Oh,
the
they can't get any more numbers down here, and Super can hold the wave if he needs to.
I mean, Skewman, he knew Elioya didn't have the
Skewman W'd over the Rakan W. Is he dead? No, he's fine.
As more trades happening around mid, I mean, this game, there is no relaxation
Awa.
here.
Oh, we're going in. W. Q sidestepped. Hansama gets the shield. Q. No flash though. Oh my god, they're 1 HPs. Caps, you need to get back to this lane somehow.
Jojo has enough for a Noxus blast on the twin bangs. Skewman's coming in
Caps
from the
is
side.
so
This
cocky.
charm connects.
Flashes the
Skewman
Q.
dashes in with a Nimbus strike.
Flashes over the Jace QE.
Flash forward, knockback.
But you got no damage! And he's not in range for his bonk either. Nice match by Yoya. This series feels like... It feels like it's personal in a way. They're just attacking each other.
Continuing to get the upper hand on Caps here, as he's able to crash the wave and pick up a kill on Skewman, and that's going to be 3 grabs.
Everyone's killable.
Elioya with fantastic timing. I mean, I was worried that Jojo was going way too deep, not respecting enemy jungle, but he had full faith that his jungler would come
Everyone is
at
killable.
just the right time. the hammer knockback, because Skumon, he tried to read the play. He was like, okay, Jojo might be able to get away from me. If I flash in front of him, I can land one more auto attack. Then the hammer formed to push him away. Created enough space that Skumon couldn't actually land that last auto, meaning that Koi is able to come out ahead. I mean, it's crazy to think that there's only been
Are G2 in it for the content? Apparently, yeah.
Like, the damage dealt must be crazy already.
Yeah, I mean, Vedi, third time's the charm. Let's hear the draft point.
Do you want me to bring the Skumon down? Coming out, Miasma down.
Can Rakan follow? He can, right?
Is available.
Oh, he has his ult up. It just came up or what?
Now Skumon's here in time to make the play.
No, but Caps, you got hit by the QE! Oh my god!
Skumon gets one in response. Supports and junglers facing
I think he just
off
needs
in
to
the
play it
mid lane now.
slower.
Both the mid laners have been sent to an early grave. Good accelerated shot blast from Elioya will chunk out Skumon.
All right, gentlemen, welcome to Fight Club. The only rules of Fight Club is that it has to be in mid lane and only 3 people are allowed at a time.
And we have to talk about it.
My goodness. It is Jojo that finds a kill.
Hansama has
Super
ult here,
now
by the way.
against Hansama.
But he has no support.
Just yet, but Alvaro
W doesn't hit.
Can come in. Hansama uses the ultimate, can use those can-maze steps to dash away.
But this game, every time
Some guy in chat says, I smell a reverse sweep.
There's an
They're 1k up.
As Elioya
Alright,
uses
buddy.
the mid-fight to now pick up that Hextech Drake as we go into the replayer. It starts with Jojo flash ulting forward, doesn't get the petrifying gaze, but Caps is being
But if
ran
Caps
down,
just
he
doesn't
gets the
R back
ultimate.
in here.
Then Caps, he wants to continue the play.
Oh,
so
it's the
he
Lulu
dashes
shield
forward.
faded,
Now
I think,
Jojo
that's why.
gets the Q, takes him down.
He probably
so
thought he
turns
was
into a
fine with the Lulu
1-for-1.
shield, or that he could dash over the Q.
Caps was way too greedy with that. He should have just kept his distance. He thought that with the polymorph duration, maybe he could get in, land a charm, make it
Every game when
impossible for
Jojo's
Jojo
in
to
it,
actually move.
mid is
But
Armageddon.
Jojo was able to come back out of the polymorph just in time.
He will play
order
in your
to
face.
Get that kill back. 2-2-1 the scoreline of Jojo. Still has a
Labrov
400
could have
gold
used
lead.
heal.
Has
Did
about
he have it up?
a 2-wave advantage in that matchup as well. Top lane, okay, they're there. Mirwin has built up a very healthy lead, but supports are back in mid lane. Junglers are hovering around the area as well.
It's the but before
Maybe
that.
Caps knows about my
Support
bet.
back
He's
in
giving me the
mid
gold.
lane. It's obvious. Supports will
W
always be
Caps.
back in mid lane in this game. Drake up in 4 minutes time, a long time before we have to play around it. No real objectives on the map apart from the blood of your enemies. Hansama goes in with the barrier.
But the fights don't even make sense. It's just they see each other on the screen and they want to fight.
Alvaro and Elioya able to catch out.
Labrov.
The quickness in, the Lulu
Holy
down.
one shot.
Elioya gets his
Yo, Yoya's
second
getting
of the
strong.
game. And now Hansama needs to retreat, but the chase can continue from Alvaro. Headfine gaze there from Jojo. Hansama.
Okay, Koi.
Tower survives
This is a
now,
free
now
kill.
with a wave coming in, not really too much he can do in this situation.
I don't know how they're getting... I don't know how the game has gotten into this state.
Top lane as well.
And Mirwin goes between worlds, dashes away. Broken Blade used the all-out as well. The two-fold hex for Mirwin for a little bit more damage on the Cassante as he tries to retreat, dodges the weirding, and will heal himself up a little bit with that refillable.
There's not a moment to breathe here.
So,
Skumon's looking for mid.
on mid.
Jojo dodge it.
No flash.
He's respecting it though, he's cautious. Labrov once again in the mid lane. But
Jojo is playing
Koi.
safe. Wait.
Good
Ow!
damage. That's a Yumu's
What the fuck?
Longsword for Elioya. And this is, I like the idea of going for these aggressive skirmishes because we said MKoi would struggle to find engages. If your poke is strong enough, you don't actually really need to find those engages. Everyone is half HP, and as we talked about in draft, you can use Mirwin as a little bit of a finisher.
I mean, my whole draft point was that Koi have winning lanes, in both in top and in mid. And I mean, credit to Koi, they're
Takes the
playing
base
through
there.
mid very well. They are constantly finding skirmishes that go their way. They're finding successful picks.
Chat,
And you look at the bottom of the
reset,
screen,
reset, hello.
individually, there's no significant gold advantage, but collectively, Koi have advantages across the board, and it's netting them an overall 2k gold lead. Koi find themselves in a fantastic position early on. Role quest now starting to be complete for Koi, and remember, those early kills, those early assists, rapidly contribute
This my
to the
fraud mode is
completion
gonna
of
go.
those quests as
It's
well.
gonna go.
Yeah, and Koi decided to put Mirwin bot very early here.
I mean, it's probably because of his role quest completion.
Yeah, but it does delay Super quite a bit. I think maybe it's partially because of Broken Blade itemizing so heavily into the MR that Super is just like killing it, but I don't know if this is actually good.
Also gets Super a little bit of experience by himself. As you can see, Alvaro is down towards
This is
that
what
bottom
T1
side,
does. They
so
put pace top lane at like this
not
timer.
Sure how effective
But they
it
do
will
it
be, because
with
the decision that MKoi
like a lot
have
of
made.
resources
Skumon
behind
looks
him.
towards mid lane
They
once
try and
again,
take
both
the top tier
supports
one.
passing out
This just
there.
feels like they put
Next
Corki
main
top
objective,
because
the Rift Tower or
Cassante...
the Drake up in about a minute 40.
I don't know.
Going for the engage, Spirit Rush out, quickness used by Alvaro. Already has that Zeke's convergence complete.
that was kind of insane reaction times from Caps. It felt like that he...
Jojo. Oh, dodges the charm, the black point.
Oh, the triple ult on the buffer.
And LeBron will feel the
That might be GG, because they're... Actually, they're not going to die. Wait, they can turn it. Oh! He didn't get his ult R2 tick off. Nice flash. Oh, he almost killed him. Jesus, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just up the volume and enjoy this shit. This is just all hands, no fucking thinking. Just send it. This is all mechanics. Once the fight starts, Jesus takes the wheel.
Have an amazing performance to put MKOI on his back, and he's having just that. The 3-man petrifying gaze. Now Mirwin in the top side
12 kills.
Some plates with Matt. Jojo
So Aurora's back top. Supa's delayed on his quest completion to Hans Mama.
Yeah. This is how scrims go.
This is like scrims.
Demonstration of what happens behind the scenes.
Who was laning versus the
chaos.
Corki? Because Corki lost both his sums in this fight. If you look at the bottom, you might see Corki's going to lose his sum somewhere.
So he
I don't know where.
preemptively uses his ulti. Having 2 charges left means that he then goes in. The charm
That's
goes wide.
how does she get her ult off in polymorph?
Gaze, the shock
Did she
blast from
start
Elioya
casting
to
it as
set
she
up
got
onto the
polymorphed?
Brov, and then it becomes a chase down. Caps is able to get one back at the very least.
I guess he buffered
but
on the
it's
polymorph.
Another 2 kills go in the way of Koi.
Skewmon using his flash there as well to try and get into Jojo on the backline. A 1.1k lead for Elioya. The charm going to stop the quickness here from Alvaro, who does go back in with the
Okay, we are just ult on cooldown in mid. It's just ult on cooldown.
Alvaro spending so much time around
No
this
sums on
mid lane.
Corki.
Hans Summit, the only bit of blue in the gold leads towards the bottom, has had a little bit more support from LeBron than Super has had.
Drake is up.
Alvaro.
Yoya's
Jojo
pathing
feels
into it.
kinda like
Look
a
at
raid
Yoya's
boss. I don't know,
items.
whenever I see him on my screen,
Scheiße.
I'm worried for
I think the
Cap's
raid
sake.
boss is the
Even though
chase.
the gold lead is only like 100, pretty much nothing, he still has so good control of this mid lane
The
here.
chase is going to be fucking broken this game.
I mean, this is a really horrible matchup for Ari. Not only do you lose in terms of health just because of usual itemization, but also just it's a DPS champ versus a burst champ.
Yeah.
And so if any components of that burst don't connect, then the DPS champ will win. But on top of that, even approaching the wave, you're leaving yourself susceptible to getting poised and then run
Nice
down.
buffer.
Nice buffer on the weirding there to get out of the Q3. Skewmon,
Oh,
though, still
nice
looking
W
good.
predict in the bush. You didn't
Prediction
see
from
that.
Alvaro to get that grand entrance knock up on
Show me
Skewmon.
JSQE on Lulu's health. I just need to
Back
see
in
it.
for
Please
Alvaro
just
for
hit.
sure after he got
Oof.
caught so many times in
Good
game
sidestep.
2. Right now there's a lot of fight over vision. The dragon is alive. Skewmon testing the waters. Looks like nothing too much is going to come off the back of it though. My goodness, what an exciting game 3. Both of these teams
I think
battling
after watching the first
blow for
16
blow,
minutes of
but
this
it
game
is
and the rest of
Koi
the
that is
series,
consistently
Alvaro
coming
needs
ahead.
to
The
be
dragon being started off,
locked
here
on
comes
engaged
back from mid.
supports.
Gotta be aware
Oh,
that this could be
please.
happening as the
What, they
bottom
just
is
go?
caught out. The Cyclone going in. Jojo gets the petrifying gaze onto Caps, but he's gonna fall before
They just go.
much more. A quickness out of Alvaro
Yeah, it's
to
hard for
choose
Rakan to play
retreat
fights, not gonna
rather
lie.
than attack, and Caps getting the resets on the
Got his
spur.
flash.
Almost
No
catches
sums on
Elioya with
Corki.
the charm.
Hansama's
Hansama
ulting.
steps forward now. His turn to do the damage.
Can
on
they
Red
dive
Boy.
them?
They don't want to let Elioya and Super escape. Super trying to get out the phosphorus bomb down.
Wow,
but
all of
Skewmon
Koi's dead or
should
what?
be able
Maybe he
to
can
chase
trade?
him out
No, he
even with
can't.
the barrier. Meanwhile, underneath the tower,
Whoa, they 4-for-0 them. I respect it. The longer they wait, the more they get poked down. But Skewmon just goes. He just
G2
goes.
find a huge fight in the river that Koi was
And
not
Koi's comp is not
ready
very good
for.
at
A quick collapse, a
them
quick
getting
engage. G2
attacked like
pick up
that. They just want to
4
poke them and keep them in range. They thought that because they're in fog, they keep them in range. But I think Skewmon knows they're in that bush. He's already clicking there before he gets queued. Ah, it's great by Skewmon, you know.
Jojo being so fast, and Supa's not actually able to join the fight. Hansama has the first move, Supa has to walk around, and I thought that Elioya and Supa would be fine here, but they choose to split up because Elioya wants to stay under tower while Supa goes up. And I think if they tried to stay together, maybe they could have traded 1 kill at least back. But G2, they play both fronts well, and they pick up 4 kills.
And a tower in the bottom lane as well.
And a gold lead.
And a Drake.
That was a 3k gold swing off that singular fight.
It's
Massive kill.
It's
and
another
now
situation
G2 should just start
where a
heavily
single
attacking them.
moment swings
Heavily.
the whole game.
They have
Koi
2 item
did
Wukong,
so
2 item
much
Yunara.
in terms of building up their lead,
Flash on Wukong up,
finding
no
good
flash Jace. They
skirmishes.
should just start
But
really
the thing
sending
is,
it
I
now.
don't think that was inherently a mistake from Koi. It just felt like that G2
That
had
just
such
felt like a
clear
good play
game
from
plan of
Skewmon.
how they wanted to approach it. It was Koi that was setting up the trap onto G2, but it was
Chat
G2
reset,
that ended
please.
up springing it and finding themselves.
This My Frodo mode is just turning
I think
into
that's the
chat making
difficulties
shit
of
up.
this Koi comp. You saw that Elioya got some poke onto LeBron, but they really need to execute the fights better than G2, or they need to get a huge amount of poke down to disallow Skewmon from really getting any sort of engage. Because if G2 can
Is he
just
going
have
Lich
a
Bane
normal
Ari?
team fight where Caps lands a charm, Skewmon gets the
Yeah, Jason's a raid boss, but he's a poke champ.
For G2.
And we're seeing another situation where this is pretty consistent for Hansama. He'll stay even with his opponent AZ carry, and the moment that his team gets a lead, look at that massive swing in gold. 1.2k gold lead, the advantage for him. 2 items completed on this Yunara. He's got a Lulu at his back.
With the
yeah, play to Ari. Play to
well.
Ari.
So,
Hansama's pretty happy. He
I
can just push mid waves and move.
G2 now find themselves in a very scary position once
Both
again.
top laners are just...
It's going to be hard for MKOI to fight back from here, but
yeah.
have managed to get 2 items on Elioya, who still holds almost 1,000 gold lead, as is Mirwin. Yet to get that second item. Elioya's done a bit of dentistry, stolen a fang out of Jojo's mouth, has the Serpents as their second item, with the Last Whisper alongside it.
I see what you did there, Medic.
For Jojo, trying to get up towards that second item himself, but Caps Lichbane Malignance already complete. Fiend Hunter Bolt's Kraken Slayer for Hansama. You can see like Jojo's been put in a side lane to try and deal with Broken Blade. But Broken Blade with the Caning Rooker,
oh, nice sidestep.
extra magic resist on top of it is able to survive.
Oh, he
Caps.
was. Does he die to the? No, he doesn't. Right, he leveled up. Nice try by Mirwin, to be honest.
Don't do it.
To try and go across the bear,
Nice try by Mirwin.
Unable to escape the clutches of the Cyclone, pulled in to the eye of the storm as Skewmon claims his fort.
Caps was really thinking about going back in to see if he could get that kill. Mirwin coming so close to securing that kill, but it's another pick going the way of G2. And it feels like the game is quickly slipping out of the hands of Koi. The early game, even though it was
kills
chaotic,
there.
it
Yeah,
did
but you
feel
can't
like
live
it
like
was
that.
in their control. They were the ones determining how these skirmishes would go. But now the game feels as though it is G2 dictating the pace. 2 minutes until Dragon. There is the Baron alive. I don't expect that to be the next objective. These outer towers likely going to be what G2 is focusing on.
And the problem is that MKOI are kind of fumbling with the stronger pieces. They're fighting around Jojo that had a big lead on Caps, and they still lost. Mirwin, who was level 14 to Caps level 12 there, nearly solo killed them. Still, it's
I guess the
Skewmon
Lich Bane is insane for burst and a good side laning.
Falling now and losing a little bit of that lead that he had on Broken Blade. And just these cumulative leads that G2 are claiming back is allowing
I'm losing
them
my
to have
500 gold.
control of the map as you see Caps take that top tower, push it out, and now move to mid.
1.5k gold lead for the Ahri. Remember how dominant Jojo was in the mid lane matchup. Once you free that Ahri up to move around to these side lanes, she becomes a lot more confident mid lane.
Skewmon plays a lot of confidence.
Valkyrie away, G2 are set on the tower. Still have the Rift held in pocket as well for Skewmon.
3 towers to 0 right now for G2. Koi, how do they find ways back into this game? Well, this will be a nice advantage picked up for Mirwin. He'll secure that top tower.
Yeah, where are the
Grubs
messages?
will finish that one off. Against Caps in the side lane, he still has a 2-level lead for now. He'll definitely still win out in that matchup. And I guess I'm thinking about these team fights, and I'm just
40
looking
seconds on
at
Drake.
that build for Broken Blade. He is 0-0-0 in this game, but I'm telling you right now that if they were to play 5v5, he would become a very difficult wall to move.
Hansama no IE yet.
And the Jack.
Jojo's Roa is gonna proc, so he's gonna be alright.
In these positions, you need to try and work your way around him.
He's a level up.
Mirwin's doing in the mid lane, looking for
They need to
good damage.
base on this Lulu, but they're gonna lose a lot of control. But he's basing there, he's gonna get cancelled. They're gonna have to block for him. And he cancelled his base anyway. Oh no, G2 have blundered this Drake. Labrov got way too chunked.
Here onto Labrov.
Nice poke coming through from Koi. These are the type of plays that Koi definitely need to be making.
I wonder if they can rush Baron here.
That bot river.
I think
Jojo's gonna
G2
push
can do
out
Baron.
Extra wave as well. And Caps is heading top. He does have the TP.
This map state looks kind of
They want to try
funky.
and contest, but it looks like they're quite happy giving up this third
No,
one.
they can't.
It's only the second Drake for MKOI, third Drake of the game, as you say, Betty. So no soul point.
The
no
waves are
real
too
threat,
fast.
Can just accept, you know, yeah, Labrov got a little.
They
poke
could
down,
definitely
that's
start
okay.
hitting this and heralding it.
It's not the end of the world for G2, but
They need
we
to
can kinda
base and
see
retake
how
top,
MKOI
or
wants
they need to hold
play.
mid, because there could be a herald angle
Elioya,
somewhere.
Supa, any of these champions, they're capable of doing a lot of burst.
Oh,
getting
Mirwin
big
can look
poke.
up here to
Great engage by Alvaro. That's gotta be a Baron start. That's gotta be a Baron start.
Immediately deleted, and now
Surely they need that Baron.
being collapsed on.
A beautiful pick from Koi. A small positioning error from G2.
Great
quickly
engage.
converts into 2 kills. Alvaro in a position to try
They
and
have good
shepherd
Baron damage. They
G2
have to
into
go
maybe
for it.
another pick,
BB
because
has
Baron could be
TP.
a possibility.
They could try and play this fight. Caps can base and TP back. I don't know if he has Rabadons though.
Skewmon, they're going to start up the Nash. Skumon does have the flash, he does have the smite. But
No, he's going for a Seekers. Alright, double TP. No ults other than Cassia ult. Jojo has ult flash. He could just send it, and I feel like he might. Charm hits the crab. Skumon flashes in. Big knock up. One down. This is Jay's smite. Corki's running. Two down. Skumon's just fucking them up. Nice flash by Jojo. Reposition. Doesn't have ult. Flash out from BB. Oh, Labrov's here. Big ult. Caps finds the Corki. Skumon still hitting. The W. The shield. Gets sniped. Labrov, can he kill Cassio? She has Omnivamp on the east. Flashes. Polymorphs him. Handsummer over the wall. Dead to the Baron. W slow onto the Aurora. Has no flash. Ults up in 5 seconds for Aurora.
This was a 3 versus 5.
It was a monster angle by Skumon. It wasn't even an angle. He just flashed over something and just sent it. Flash ER. Jace dead.
Jojo is doing so much damage. He's trying
Caps is going to snipe him here. I think Caps knows he's in that bush. Look at Caps. Sees him.
Just outplays him.
W.
I mean, Jojo
Flashes.
as much as he can.
Why, yeah, scheisse, man.
Petrifying gaze onto the 2 engaged members, but it's just not enough. Skumon, I do not know what he ate.
Jojo went kind of crazy towards the end, but not enough. Almost got the Lulu.
What a monster series it has been from him. Labrov and Hanshammer eventually rejoin the fight. 4 members drop on the side of Koi. They take Skumon out in exchange, but the Baron is stopped. And
Yeah,
G2
Caps
win
lose
another
Seekers,
big
but now he
fight.
has,
What
he
I
has
love about
arm
that
guard.
from G2 is that a lot of times when you're... Oh, wait,
That poke doesn't really do anything. Broken Blade's just clicking in. What the fuck?
Red Boss is going down.
He had to walk forward over the miasma to be able to dash back with the Pathmaker. Is able to survive. Talked about it very
He's a
difficult
tanky
to
boy.
kill, even if you have
Holy
a lot of
moly.
free time.
I mean, what we know for certain is Koi has the damage. What they don't have really is the utility. You think about the amount
What happened
of
if G2?
CC
If
that
G2
actually
wins
exists
this
on the side
series,
of
that
G2,
means
the
Friday
pushback
is
that can
GX
come
versus
through from
KC.
K'Sante, the knockup from Wukong,
Winner
the charm
faces
from
Koi.
Mari,
Winner
and then
faces
the
G2,
polymorph
and it's
on
all
top
in
of the knockup
Barcelona and
from
in
Lulu.
Arena, which is
I feel
kind
like
of
it's
actually
these
kind of bangs.
tools that really are the difference maker in these very close
There
fights.
could be a KC lower bracket run into the
The
finals.
lack of CC is what's
That would
making
bang.
Emko's comp hard to play. As G2 are trying to get full control of this top side here. Oh, Jojo might be caught.
Jojo's insanely
Doesn't
caught.
have
He
the
can
teleport.
TP out, but I
With
don't
the
think he
Shurelli is
can.
there for the movement speed. G2 begin to collapse on
Oh, the ground
Caps.
helps.
TP out early doors.
Oh,
the Cyclone
Skumon.
there in time. Extra movement speed.
Nice.
Force
Really nice.
gets him in range. Jojo will fall.
That's got to be a
Now
Baron
it's
start.
Koi that
Wait,
can
Broken Blade,
try
what are you doing?
Contest
You
this
trying to
match
clear the wave or
4-5
what?
Potentially. But BB did get really chunked
Maybe
on
Baron
here.
start
Maybe
is
that's
a
his way
bit
G2
sketchy,
from trying to
but
start
I
the
think
match.
they should.
It's scary Nash to do against this
There's a lot of poke, and Broken Blade doesn't have TP. Caps over the wall, maybe.
Control Wall will have been spotted there by Alvaro. They know that Caps is waiting. Spirit Rush. Alvaro dancing to his
Nice
teammate.
dash.
Dodges away from the charm.
I think with that, there's not going to be any Nash on the cards. And both teams.
Near win,
Caps
near
look
win,
for
near
one
win.
more.
The charm.
What?
He went between the veil.
Now that's a Baron
Went in
start.
this And the charm still lands.
And
Caps finding his man.
Oi.
That's Alvaro as well, who has the grand entrance.
Nice
as
shield.
an exit. And G2 still caught off the Baron for now.
Okay, they tried to do one more turn. They
They
are not taking any risks. There's too much poke.
Dragon in 50 seconds. They don't want to allow Koi to go on a sole point, but this could be a win condition for Koi. The gold, yes, it is in favor of G2, but it's not
But they're only on 2
insurmountable
Drakes.
just yet. They are still behind in items, of course, but if they can stall this game out, being able to play for Soul, being able to get towards those later game items could be Koi's avenue back into this game.
What's a 500 gold meme?
G2 looking
I
to
basically,
get
someone in
control
chat said
here.
he'll give me 500 gold in WoW if I can guess the series
Mkoi
right.
trying to face
I said
check.
3-1 G2, but
So
I think
difficult
it's a
for
3-0.
them. Alvaro's too
We're
squishy.
cooked.
There's not really anybody that can tank G2's engage. So
I
with
need that
G2 having
gold.
full control here, Mkoi really need to land some crucial poke if they are to try to retake.
Super thinking if he can step up. The answer's no. To look for the Valkyrie out.
Just
but
caught
still
on
can't
mid-wave.
escape. Caps gets the
Bro,
kill.
Skumon this
Now
is...
7-2 and 5 on this Ari. A
What the
3K
fuck?
gold lead for him as he looks to chase down Alvaro.
Caps, does he land the charm? He gets it onto Alvaro, but he's still quite tanky. It's gonna
I
be
thought
forced to
Labro was
burn
about to
ulti,
flash
but
that
that's
wall.
gonna
Thank
be a
fuck he
match
doesn't have
start
it.
from G2. It's a 4 versus 5. Mkoi needs to try to find the same miracle.
Need to get a
and
massive
Jojo-
Jace QE here if they want to contest
Jojo
this.
putting the fangs into Broken
It's
Blade.
one.
Summer down to half HP. Alvaro forced towards the top of the fight. Caps are looking to be that bouncer.
Wait, Mirwin just jumped in.
Caps
What?
chasing Alvaro out. Mirwin flashes the wall.
Charm misses.
The charm
Mirwin has
does
to turn
not
on the
connect.
Caps here,
Caps
surely.
goes golden. Elliot
Drake's,
misses the
Baron's
shot
dead.
pass. The Baron secured for G2
Wow.
as they keep
Caps is still
MKOI
running at them.
bay.
He has Charm Flash. Oh, he flashed Qs. Backssteps the E, the W. He has Charm. Doesn't use it. Okay, Aurora no flash.
The Drake is up. Broken Blade's gonna face Jack.
What?
He laughs at him.
G2 are styling on them.
Making sons of MKOI.
He even spams
G2 are styling on them.
He's got a bit of a stretch on the camera as well. Broken Blade, just with a straight up hard outplay, adding insult to injury. Elyoya forced to run away. G2 with the Baron turn their attention towards the Dragon, and Koi are quickly running out of options.
And Koi now without the Petrifying Gate, it's so difficult. That was their one piece of CC. They really needed to try to dissuade this Nashor siege. G2, they won't just be looking for tier 2s, they're going to be looking for inhibitors. They're going to be looking to seal the deal on this game 3.
Still 4 waves left on this.
Caps is going to have Rabadons in base TP soon.
That, in fact, as G2 push through mid and bot, we've seen this in 3 out of 3 games. Not yet on those inhibitor towers, but have the cannon minion here and another wave on its way to continue the advance. Jojo sitting on 2 items, Seraphs and the Rod of Ages. Pretty tanky, but doesn't have as much damage output as he'd like. Mirwin the one to be dealing with Caps in this mid lane, but Caps continues to use the minions to his advantage to chip away at that inhibitor tower. Skewmon stepping forward.
Hansama turned backwards as he R flashed. Does Skewmon have GA? He does, right?
And with the cyclone and the
Hansama?
he manages to get
Oh, he can't finish him.
to safety. MKOI looked for the engage. They pulled the trigger, but they couldn't find the kill.
Both sides walk away battered and bruised, but that was a 4v5. Caps in the mid lane secures a tower.
Whoa, yoinkies!
Mirwin, Broken Blade, looking for 1v1. Basically a solo bolo as he pulls Mirwin away from his team, gets the kill, and because of that, G2 can step up on the bot side.
And Hansama has the healing with the Vamp Scepter. G2, they want to keep it going. Caps might look to TP back. Maybe they even want to try to end the game here.
Mirwin up in 40. No Petrifying Gaze.
Someone's losing it.
Still flashes available for Super, Elyoya, and Alvaro, but MKOI definitely on the ropes.
Me when I don't get my Founder Gold.
Onslaught, Miasma down to stop Caps going for an advance. Does have that Spirit Rush. G2 for the moment seems settled on double inhib if they can. 20 seconds on Mirwin.
Caps will look for one more play maybe. Unless they want to take the
when the
safer
fridge
route,
is empty.
they don't want to
What?
risk it. But still, it's going to be 2 inhibitors.
Caps is 5k gold up.
Hope is low for MKOI. They need a miracle to get back in this game. So all G2 now need to do is get control of this top side, play for the tier 2s. Skewmon should be completely
Wait,
fine
you're
here.
right.
You can just run away from this.
The finals being in fucking...
That's
his grab.
Caps is on his way with a Spirit Rush to take.
Skewmon, are you overcooking? I think you might be.
Flash charm immediately with the Zeeks, the weirding not enough to kill off Caps.
Boy, he's out.
Spirit Rush out between worlds doesn't quite clip Skewmon's heels. So Mirwin unable to find the damage in the end. The weirding again on Caps with an
Yeah, the finals being in Spain means we might get the trumpet dude back. But the whistle guy, please. If a guy is walking in with a whistle, take it off him. No whistle, please. That shit was driving me crazy. Only trumpet allowed.
Which he didn't even get, by the way.
The whistle was making me go fucking schizo.
Thought he could try to end the game if he got some kills. And it is going to be some sums, as you said, Vetty, but still not quite the miracle that MKOI were looking for. Maybe a chance of hope in their eyes, but they really need either a crazy Jojo Pion ultimate or a really good poke.
I mean, Koi have shown moments of brilliance throughout this series, and they're going to have to show us one in order to keep their hopes alive in this game. A pick, a steal, something. They will need to find it to bring us to the possibility of a reverse sweep, to even bring us the possibility of Koi standing a fighting chance throughout the rest of this game. G2 have turned their attention to the top tier 2 tower.
One inhibitor left.
They know Jojo's in the bot lane. He was holding off on pushing out that wave, but needs the gold. Still only sitting at 2.5 items as Skewmon looks for the Cyclone. Gets the
Yes, no
double
GA.
knock-up, coming out as well as Alvaro dives back in.
That's
Skewmon
700 gold to
with
Super,
caught
but
out
that
with
might
the
be GG
all-out.
actually.
He'll go down as well.
Is it GG?
So far in the exchange, Jojo
Caps, whoa, that charm was fired in a fucking direction.
Going to be quick enough to save this inhibitor tower. G2 with 4, MKOI only with 3. They back away. The inhibitor tower chipped away. Has 2 plates left on it. Hansama still relatively untouched as he steps in on
Crystal only pops if there's a
Yanara.
minion nearby. You
Super
can't pop it
minions are a
without.
little bit broken up. You can see after pushing out that bot
He
wave,
has no TP.
very far away from actually creating any pressure. Mid wave has been caught by the Aurora. 4 members now once
Caps'
again.
ult is halfway.
You do need to be careful. Alvaro's up in 5 seconds. If they overstay here, MKOI could try to run them down.
50 seconds on the Baron. I think this is a wise call from G2. They need to go back to base, reset, get
Regardless of
that
this being a trio, this was a really nice series to
They can
watch.
afford to lose the Dragon.
These
Really,
two teams
that Baron
fucking
is what
go
they
at
need
it.
in order to close this game out. Soul is still a ways away.
Jojo finishes his third item, a Cosmic Drive. There's 4 on Elioya. The poke, if it connects on Caps Hansama, all of Rob, will be pretty powerful. Have another look at this play under the tower. Skumon looking for the Cyclone, but a good
Skumon
flash
plays
from
with so
Super
much
gets him out.
confidence.
Yeah, it's a very heavy commitment from G2. Alvaro is still able to connect the charm onto Skumon, which allows for Koi to get the trade back. Super, I mean, he just gets
His final
hard
charm
CC
at the end by
Oakenblade.
Caps,
There's little he can
respectable.
do to get out of that situation.
Alright,
2
soul
for 1.
point.
Dragon respawns. G2 turn their attention to it. As we said, they'd have to wait another 5 minutes before really threatening the soul. I think this game will end before we get to that point, unless Koi can steal away this Baron. Now back out onto the map. Vision will be denied. Koi
Jace has 4 items,
jungle,
but it just doesn't
as
feel
G2
like.
look to suffocate
I feel like
their
the
vision.
damage is hitting
G2, they just wanna
Cassante or
hold
it's shielded.
control here and make sure that MKOI have no chance of entry as long as Elioya can't enter the pit. Hansama and Skumon can just two-man it here, yeah.
Vitality items are just
How
fake.
difficult Elioya needs
Well,
to be
yes,
creative
Zidil
here,
does.
where MKOI needs to try to break the wall that is Broken Blade, but Caps up on the side.
3 fast sight alterations available for MKOI. They can spot out the pit, but they don't really think that this is happening yet. Or if they do, they've already given up the ghost on it. G2 will be able to take the Baron. Double supers on the bot side. MKOI needs to clear out that wave pretty soon. The rest of them are not in the best spots for G2 to actually advance.
MKOI now, they need to try to find an engage immediately, because otherwise G2, they will just be running down your base with the super minions.
The third inhib's down.
With
When do they
that
respawn?
mash,
12 seconds on the
those
other
minions
inhibs?
will do so much.
Importantly, mid lane inhibitor about to respawn. Bot lane as well, 30 seconds away. G2 aggregating around this mid lane inhib after just taking the top. GA still not back to Skumon. A few seconds at least left on that. MKOI now look to defend their bot lane inhib if they can. There is a super minion on its
respawn now.
way through this bot lane. Good damage onto LeBron. That's half his health gone.
Jojo is who they're most afraid of. His ability to turn an entire fight with a good ulti is the thing that G2 has to respect. The poke is going to continue to come down. The charm
It's the mid inhib. It's dead. Bot inhib's dead. Top inhib's dead. 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 30 seconds respawn on them. It's just over. How long do they have Baron for? They have Baron for 2 minutes still? Yeah, this is unholdable. Impossible. Impossible to hold. They can't even poke them. There's so many minions in the way.
Here to help G2's advance. Mirwin going in.
Oh, the reaction was great.
Knock up Alvarez. Skumon dives onto the backline with his Guardian Angel back up. Mirwin tried to go in, but he gets felled.
They stopped that engage instantly. Caps is kind of inting. He can flash out. The ground should expire, right? Yeah, it did. Holy, that's lucky. Oh, JSQ in the face. Get him, Yoya. He's gonna have to like Q flash this. No, it's impossible. There's a 30,000 HP Cassante there.
G2 for the 10th time in a row.
For the 10th time in a row? Like, can we just like quantify? 10th time in a row in the finals. That is ridiculous.
0. Everybody on G2 stepped up today, but
Like
Skumon
what?
needs his praises for this series.
Yeah, he does. Skumon fucking fried the series.
He absolutely did. A very impressive performance. Very reminiscent of his performance in the summer finals.
Jesus.
G2 came and they delivered. They have quelled all of the doubts.
Caps
They've
runs
done
this league.
exactly
Yeah, he
what they
does.
did last
But
year,
Skumon displayed a really good
secured themselves
series.
Another spot in the finals. And they look to take
How many
a bow
finals
as they will
appearances
see
does
us
Caps
in
have?
Barcelona.
You can vote for one of them, your key player of the series. Vote Skumon, Caps, or Hansama.
It's Skumon.
Are your options.
It is Skumon. He is your player of the series.
I mean, Caps also had a really good series. As did Hansama.
So, I mean, he had a good game
Does anyone know?
3, I feel. I feel
This
like
is
he
their
was quite
10th in a row,
quiet
but
in games 1 and 2. Like, don't get me wrong, he definitely
he has
did his
15
job,
LEC
but-
titles.
I mean,
I think Skumon is.
Okay, so he must have like 18 or 19 appearances.
We have to, present the
He has 15 LEC titles?
You know?
well, I mean, I will say, Koi, I'm a little frustrated just because I find that the thing I always say about Koi is it feels like that they have such exceptional potential.
You can see the potential.
You can
like,
see
I knew,
how
when
good
you
this
started
team
talking,
is.
I knew you were going to say
Holy
potential.
shit.
You can see it.
Like
How many
game
SC titles do you have?
like,
Well, me and
the
Caps
early
combined
game
have
was
about
so
15 titles.
good, and I see it all
If
the
that
time,
helps.
and like I genuinely think Jojo played incredibly well, but it wasn't enough. They did not show up today, and G2 with the 3-0 looked convincing.
Jack, you want to do the toss?
We now have PDL with Shox, Dracos, a Broken Blade, and the jungle goat himself, Skewmon.
Well done, Jack, and well done to G2 Esports. They booked their tickets directly to the grand
All right,
final
talk to me,
next
Skewmon,
week in
talk to me.
Barcelona. Many
How are you
would
playing
say
so good?
Business as usual. Is that correct, Broken Blade? Were people wrong to underestimate you before the playoffs?
I feel like it happens every year, and then we end up winning or going far. Last year we didn't win every split. This year we want to take it step by step because in last year's winter we didn't manage to win, and we want to change that. Obviously, that already starts from today. We have to go home and stay humble and practice a lot.
Something
Go
told
home,
me you were
stay
going to
humble,
say
practice.
that. We have a graphic. I don't know if we're going to show it now, but it's about G2's proficiency to get to those grand finals. Even if you don't win, you make so many of them, but you guys still want more. So Skewmon, tell me about kind of
First,
well, you weren't
second,
part of all of
first,
this, but
fourth,
that's
first,
okay.
first,
You're
first,
part of
first,
some of
first,
it.
first,
Definitely
second,
in
second,
Madrid
first,
last year
first or
because you were
second.
MVP. I remember. Tell me a little bit about the hunger
Jesus,
of
bro.
yeah, showing everybody who's boss really.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, we really want this time around to win every finals we go for. Last year was like definitely unfortunate with like winter and spring, but I do think that we got a lot of takeaways from them. And yeah, going to another final in this LEC versus, I'm really
How many
looking forward
people is
to
the
see what we can do,
Barcelona
and also,
arena?
like on the big stage.
It's gonna
be
bang
really
that
fun,
Friday,
so
Saturday, Sunday. It's
I'm
actually
looking
gonna be
forward,
hard.
Hopefully we'll get another win here.
Talk to me a little bit about the prep coming into today, because I think one thing that you guys did that was really cool is when we watched your KC series, I think it was Vizen that you played. It was a lot of facilitators that gave you room, BB, to play more flashy champions like the Rumble, like the Gwen. Today we saw both sides of the coin. I saw you play the J4, trying to set other people up for success. I also saw the Zehen. How easy is it for you guys to like flex between these two styles where we have a very active early game Skewmon and maybe a J4 game, and a Zehen game where they're getting dragon, you're going for red buff, and you're kind of just playing for yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think like it's all about like knowledge kinda and like knowing our timings and like what kind of champs we have in our draft. And yeah, like as you mentioned, like when I have a Javan, I really have like way more room for like
14K
early
seats,
games or
really?
like just being more active in general. But yeah, like the champs like Zayn, for example, is like a bit slower, so you need to be really mindful about your tempo and like which player you're going for.
Are you
but
sure?
I still think we can have played bad that
14K?
game, so I don't think we should have gave all the Drakes. But yeah, it's all about like knowing this kind of stuff, and it comes from scrims, yeah, and stage obviously.
I will ask, you know, often when we talk about G2, we talk about Caps, right? And I think that's normal, right? But in this series, I feel like you were very much the main character. Oh, the trophy! Oh, it's fine.
What happened?
There would almost be no trophy for you to win. Ollie, we love you. Accidents do happen.
What happened?
So, Skewmon, yeah, you were kind of like the main
The
character.
camera almost
so
knocked it
I
over. Where's the
wonder-
replay?
I don't know. I wouldn't be able to turn it off
Slow-mo.
if I was you and had to play in a
Did he
pro
catch
team.
it?
I'd be like, well, I don't want to be facilitator. I always just want to do what I did today. So, you know, maybe you want to do a play for the
cameraman must have catched
coaching
it.
staff or what? Or
How do you stay humble, I guess,
Yeah.
is the ultimate question.
Yeah,
Same
no.
goes for you after like that Gwen game, because you guys all have had these moments where you pop off, and then there's a lot of games where you have to take a
BB's too humble now. Let's
back
Skewmon
seat.
then.
You're right.
Yeah.
BB's too PR trained. We gotta change that.
Yeah, man, I think like everybody, like that's what makes our team really good, is that everybody has their own angles to carry games, right? Like as you mentioned, Gwen with the BB with the Gwen, Caps usually most of the games anyways is just Caps. But yeah, it is like champs like
Caps is
Zayn, for
just Caps.
example,
True.
that are coming to jungle, definitely gives you way more like tools to just like be really strong on team fights. But yeah, like it just depends on the champ you play. Like for example, when Hans can play, I don't know, like maybe a Jhin, for example, he might be like a bit weaker and like not as flashy in team fights. But I really think that it just depends of like what you play. And I think we're aware of it, which makes it like nice. Like for example, if I'm playing Maoka, I'm obviously not gonna be 10-0, right? I'll just play for the team. So I think yeah, everybody's like really versatile, so that's very good.
It's a good spot to be in. Now, I have a question I kind of want to ask to BB, but Skewmon, if you have an opinion on this as well, I would love to hear it. Do you feel like other teams in the LEC are undervaluing domestic competition? Because I feel like every time we have an interview with any player, they're like, Worlds is the goal, Worlds is the goal, Worlds
not
is the
just
goal.
Worlds, playing at Worlds and beating those
Playing
teams.
at Worlds, beating LCK teams, that's the goal. But I'm watching these teams barely make it to top 4. In the case of GX, I've seen you guys be in that role before. I've seen Casey and MCoy be in that role
We need
where
to,
they have
to
these
stay humble.
lofty ambitions, and then we see sometimes these lackluster domestic performances. So do you feel like there's a problem that we have in the LEC where teams aren't taking the domestic
I will give a
serious enough?
caveat because Kalis did say on PGL, he said, no, we're looking at one best of 5 at a time. We aren't, so I just want to make sure.
Which is good, yeah, sure. I don't want to put words in anyone's mouth,
Yeah.
but the general sentiment of people undervaluing, let's say, domestic competition.
I mean, at least this year, I feel like the domestic competition has been pretty strong. With teams like Navi coming in, I think they have very, very good players, very strong rookies. For us, we also barely made it to playoffs. So for us, we are G2 and we always like to make it far, especially internationally. We want to go there every single year, right?
We actually scrim G2 quite a lot.
We also, again, like sometimes we also get reality checked by players who also are like rookies. So for us, it's just important to like stay on our feet. You know, I do think this year, at least for like I saw one interview with Rilich where he said he's going to first stand, and it's a good ambition to have, but obviously winning EU first is important, right?
Yeah.
Sure for him.
Bibi, tell me a little bit about your new grind set, because we saw the Hotspawn article. Yeah, I'm just every lane, they got to look out now. No more stuff, because Dracos had a point earlier, just to fill you in, where he said, usually in Europe, it doesn't matter if you have a counter pick in top lane, because maybe they'll get 400 gold up, maybe, and they won't do anything with it, and it really doesn't matter in Europe. And I was wondering if that inspired your quote. Do you have a caveat?
Just caveat is, I was saying that Knock was doing it, you did it in the Gwen game versus Kana, but we saw yesterday, example, Maintra versus Lot, he got the Rumble, he got like 400 gold, and nothing happened. And I do think for the most part in Europe, if you have a Scion and they get a counter pick, I still feel like the Scion 90% of the time is the better option. And is that a skill difference? Like, where does that come from?
I mean, I do think that Scion is a strong blind. That's why people are blinding it. It's hard to punish a champ that also just is strong in lane and is a tank. But at the same time, like, for example, talking about Nako, I think he had a very good split, right? And he has been playing carries all his life. So he knows really well how to punish you, right? And even in the last game, I was playing Cassandra and I was probably down a lot of gold, you know.
A lot, yeah, like 1,000.
The Aurora is just very strong in lane, right? And for me, I just have to think about how do I minimize the damage, because I know I will outscale, right? And I think blind picking versus counter picking is there's like it's a skill, you know?
Sure.
But you also need the confidence to back that up. I was lacking that confidence at some time in my career, let me tell you something. You know, like you need confidence. You also need the trust from your teammates, right? Like the Gwen, for example, knowing that if they did pick Scion, you cannot allow that. You know, you will punish it and stuff like this.
So are European top laners just pretty good at playing to neutralize these matchups, to make the most of these blind picks and not give up advantages? Or do you think that in general European top laners aren't strong enough to press these blind picks when they have counter pick?
I think it's the second one, so they are not strong enough. But also, yeah, I just think they are not strong enough, to be honest.
Cool.
That's tough.
Yet.
And yet is a good point, because I think we
Can
have...
they be by
So
next
we're
week?
bad.
We'll see.
One week, it's a very short turnaround.
I mean, he put Kana and Mira in his pocket.
Let me ask you a question. Can I ask a question right now?
Of course, go ahead, please.
You obviously have to trust in me to facilitate in that aspect of getting a lead when I have to counter pick, like Champions on Gwen, right?
Yeah, of course, I always trust you. I know that you are training these matchups as well, right? So like I know that you are confident on those matchups, but the most important thing is always yourself, right? So like if you're feeling it, I'll always trust you.
Aww.
Thank you.
That's really nice. And just settle it for us, the Rumble. Were you not allowed to play it? Did you not want to play it? Did you not feel comfortable on it? Because now you're really good on it.
The Rumble?
Yeah.
It's a story. It's a long story, you know. Like I think there was. I thought I can play it, but I couldn't play it.
Oh.
But I was practicing it. Like it was still my most played in solo queue.
Yeah.
But this year I was like, okay, you know what? I'll put in the hours, put in the work, put in the sweat, put in the tears, you know, put in the talks. I was like, we need to play this champion, man. And then eventually we just played it, and it's looking quite promising, I would say.
I would say it's good, but so to be clear, like 2025 BB, the Rumble Jace wasn't that you didn't want to play it, it's that the coaching staff might have had to do some mental gymnastics to shut that particular option down.
It was bold, you know. I wanted to play it, but I also wasn't the best at it. Like I knew I wasn't the best at it, you know.
Sure. So in hindsight, do you think
predictions for
like,
KCGX? I think
looking back
KC3
on BB of 2025, you weren't ready for the Rumble, but 2026 you clearly are.
You know, that's where like it's like fascinating because that's how a man can change in such a short amount of time, and it's a beautiful message to you guys out there. What?
Exactly.
No, I mean, your ability to turn anything into like a chapter of a self-help book. When is the novel dropping, my guy? That's what I gotta know.
I was actually, I was actually thinking about writing a book.
Do it, man.
About my life. But
I believes in the picks. I believe in the book.
Probably
bro.
not doing
I believe in the book.
Probably not
Write the book. Write the book. Write the book.
No, of course. You weren't in our Kia Player of the Series vote, so maybe you do need to work on that Rumble. But you did win Kia Player of the Series, Qmont. I think it was a no-brainer for everybody.
Yeah, it was.
Congratulations. We're just going to go straight into our Euronics play of the day. Qmont, he catches Mkoy with a 4-man Wukong ultimate. So yeah, congratulations. Everything went swimmingly, except for that one scuttle. Yeah. That's fine, right?
Yeah, definitely. I'm happy with my performance. I think the third game was a bit sus, but we made it work, so I'm definitely happy. And yeah, now eyes on the final, and hopefully we'll bring the title here as well.
Definitely.
Are gonna do LPL playoffs tomorrow. Who's playing? I don't know if I was gonna stream tomorrow.
Waiting in the grand finals. You just played Emperor. You already played KC, and GX is also there. So what do you think about who you will be facing in that final?
Let me see the schedule.
I think that's a rough question. I'm not quite sure. I think like every team has their own has their chance. So I think it just depends on the moment, right? But I'll be ready no matter what. Like who will be there, and I think we'll have a strong showing. But for now, I think
if you're an LCK fan, which I'm a big one. LCK is back on Saturday, Sunday morning with the semi-finals, basically, and the finals.
Okay, do you feel the same, Broken Blade?
For LPL,
I think it's going to be a battle between the Turkish tops, me against Lot, in the finals.
Okay.
But it's going to be Jackie's carry.
You think GX is going to make it?
And winning?
No, I don't know.
6 a.m.
I think
you're just going to let him... This is the craziest thing I've ever
I
heard
think
in
we'll
my
probably
life.
do the BLG series. We'll probably do a lot of LPL this week, yeah. We'll do a lot of LPL this week.
It's not, you asked me who I want it to be there? Or?
Who you want to be there? Who you want to be there? Okay, sorry.
Because you know why? I can tell you why as well.
Yeah,
because they just haven't been in the finals for a long time, right? They have been with the old XL, where we also beat them, just a side note. But it would be funny and cool, because it would be cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I would love that story. That's an incredible underdog story, but that's going to take...
They need to make us believe.
They really need to make us believe, because there's no footage. I don't know what happened in scrims. I've heard they were the scrim gods last year, but what we've seen on stage, they're not the favorites in any matchup on the way up.
That means they win versus KC.
And then Mkoy.
And then Mkoy.
And then they face you, and then Jackie's pops off, and it's Turkish top lane battle.
Yeah.
It could be one of those, you know, that G2 is waiting in the final, and then the underdog 3-0s them.
We don't talk about that.
It happens. That's not a very positive note to sign off.
No, it's not a very positive note. You guys are looking great. Qmont, I've called you the best jungler in the league now. Do you think that that is fair? When you look at your performance across scrims, obviously you guys are going to say yes.
Biased.
I mean, I think I still need to like develop some of the like part of the game, some aspects. I need to get better at that.
Can't think which ones.
I mean, I think I showed some good stuff, right? I wouldn't call me like top one, but close. I would say it's close.
I like it.
Sure.
Close is good.
Yes, close is good. So, they got the hammer now. Jesus.
I don't know how they got the hammer. Shout out to the fans who've been here all weekend. And the G2 fans who've been rightfully rewarded for their faith in your team.
Thank you
Another
all.
quick 3-0.
Yes, if you've
it's
been
only
here all
6:30 in the UK. That's
days,
crazy,
you've been
no?
here for a lot
LEC
of
ended
games,
so
and we
fast.
Really
What the
appreciate
fuck?
your energy. Thank you so much. You guys, dragons. Can you promise me something? I didn't see that energy at all in the regular season. Like, please, because it's been awesome. awesome. But guys, they need you in the regular season as well.
Guys, it's not a seance. You guys have to show up when your team is alive.
Yeah.
We don't need to be communing with the dead, please.
Yes.
Dracos.
Oh, but thank you so much for all the energy. Congratulations once again to G2 Esports. But of course, we will have GX, KC, MKOI, and G2 in Barcelona next week for our finals weekend of our inaugural LEC Versus. It's going to be a banger, BO5s all the way, and all of us there to support, and hopefully some of you as well. See you next week. Hasta luego.
GG's, GG's, GG's. GG's. Chat, I'm going to sneeze it. I'm not going to do anything else tonight. I think I need to get some early sleep and eat up. It was a pretty long weekend. It was a good weekend. I enjoyed it a lot. This week we'll do a lot of LPL on the lead up to the LCK and the LEC finals, which are going to slam. We're probably going to play a lot of WoW on stream this week as well, on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday probably. And then we're going to open up some Riftbound boxes. And then... what else are we going to do this weekend? Yeah, League, Riftbound, WoW. And next week we're going to do Nuzlocke. So yeah, all that good stuff coming your way. Appreciate you all for coming out. Shout out to the lurkers, bidders, gifts, chatters, resubbers. Take care, sleep well, stay safe, enjoy the rest of your day, night, morning, evening, wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you guys soon. Peace.